Oh, my God.
What's going on?
It's the worst of Opie and Anthony.
It's stupid. Something ridiculously loud and obnoxious.
Sound like the best of Down syndrome records.
We're never going to make everybody happy. So why do we have to now make more people not happy?
Oh, no.
It's stupid.
It's audio vomit.
If I may use the word duty.
It's the worst of Opie and Anthony.
Chris, I got to start. Earlier in the show, we played The Keeper before you got here.
That's excellent.
And fucking love the song.
Thank you.
Me and Ann always talk about when you slow it down, you have just the most amazing voice.
Thank you.
And it's good to hear that.
Yeah, there's two things there. You could either get the holy shit Chris Cornell, like really fucking getting the range and screaming and sounding amazing, but you could take it down and do a real soft song that is just
really shows off your voice too, man.
Touching, quite touching.
I think there's a compliment in there somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, it was a little weird,
there's
right?
confusion in there, too.
I know.
It's not your fault.
I don't know what I'm saying.
It's something that I have done.
I saw Soundgarden
in my life that nobody really knows. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but I don't know. I just like music, so whatever I like, I want to kind of go do sometimes. So,
do you like Johnny Cash's cover? I mean, I love his cover of Rusty Cage. When you first heard that, did you like that?
Yeah, I did.
You did.
It baffled me a little, the concept, but I learned a lot, which was you can take any song and kind of do whatever you want with it, and if it's a good song, it'll work out. And he just took Rusty Cage, a Soundgarden song, which was this crazy against the wall riff, and then they just rearranged it so it went dum 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 dum, and then he sang Rusty Cage over it. It was Johnny Cash. It was great.
And then you're like, he went dum 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 dum. It's like, wow, which is really a stretch for Johnny Cash.
Yeah,
that whole thing.
He did his Johnny Cash thing.
But he turned me on to the song from Soundgarden. Like, I heard Johnny Cash's first.
Oh, really?
And then he got into Soundgarden.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
That's an odd thing.
I'm very anal about rock. I listen to Sabbath and Kiss, and I feel disloyal if I like anything else.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a complete creep.
He's obsessed with Sabbath.
Everything else is true.
Yeah, I'm stuck in the 70s.
But I got messages from people after Johnny Cash did Rusty Cage telling me that how great the lyrics were, and they never said that when they heard my version. It was Johnny Cash sort of. I think you listen to him more, and he sold those words more than I did somehow.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know, but even when I met him one time, and it was terrifying. It's the only time I've really been scared to talk to another human being. And when he spoke, like the ground vibrated around you a little bit because his voice was really low, and he was just a super intense guy. But some people have that ability when they sing. You stop and pay attention to what they're saying.
How is it out with Soundgarden? Everything fun?
Great.
And,
Yeah. We had a blast.
I went to the Jersey show. Fucking amazing.
Thank you. It's fun. It's really fun.
Really loud still, man.
Yeah.
Really loud still.
That's good, though. Because sometimes you see bands when they get back together again, and it's like, fuck, man, I remembered this when it was loud.
Oh, they like to
and
keep
now I
it
can
loud.
talk to the person next to me.
Yeah.
No, it's not like that.
Yeah. No.
You're not having conversations when you go to a Soundgarden show.
That would be weird, almost. I think if you could hear anybody speak. That happens sometimes.
It sucked. I went to see and this is years ago. I went to see Blue Oyster Cult when they got back together, and I was able to lean over to my friend and go, "Yeah, this is ME262. I'm glad they're doing this one." And you're like, you never would have. Your nose would have bled.
Turn that shit up, right?
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. That's what I like, though. Still, Soundgarden. You're gonna hear the volume. The guys are all into it and shit, right?
Yeah, and we're all having a great time. We tried to actually, in the interest of not murdering our ears, getting tinnitus, and we tried to back off the volume a little bit this time. We were talking, we were rehearsing a lower volume. Try that out, and it just everybody sort of reaches and turns up slowly at different times across the stage, and then it starts playing louder, and then at some point,
usually you see the first person you usually see is the guitarist to go over and go like toot toot toot, just touch to get his lead up a little bit, and then the bass player is like, well bottom end is gone, let me go up here, and then the drummer's fucking just pounding and trying to play a little louder, and Chris is screaming.
Yeah, and after 10 little bit, it's
before you know it,
it's insane.
Are your ears
shot?
shot?
Supposed to be.
No, my ears are pretty good, but after some of these shows in the summer, I definitely was hearing bells. And
you don't do the plugs?
No, I do
all
in
his
ears
hair
sometimes, but I don't. No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
You don't hear that.
Yeah, I hear that.
That whistly sound, man.
Or sometimes just like. in the middle of the night, wakes me up. It goes away.
Do you have to? In a while, it does. Do you have to go to sleep with like something on, like a TV or?
Thank God. I hope that doesn't happen. I have friends that do that.
Yeah, like you just because you
have to have a fan or something.
Yeah, something. Someone in the room telling you your rule. No, that's like one idiot I am.
That was all right though. Yeah.
Oh, that stunk.
No, it was kind of cute.
What's the solo tour all about? What are we going to hear?
I don't know. I usually don't do set lists for that.
Oh, you just.
But I like whatever I want from any.
You just kind of make it up as you go.
Yeah.
You never get somebody yelling, do Stonehenge from the crowd.
If you yell it, I'll probably try it.
Give it a whirl.
That's sort of part of what's fun about it, because with a band, especially a loud band, it's hard to communicate and let's do this song because someone brought a sign, that kind of thing.
Right.
Like when I'm alone, I can just do it.
What songs have you tried?
Songs that I haven't ever really tried to play acoustically, I've tried before. I remember someone yelled out 4th of July from a Soundgarden song, which is sort of ridiculous to even try on an acoustic. And I started to try to bang that out and sing it. It was, and then, people usually will come up with just dumb ideas like, if it's an acoustic guitar, they'll be screaming Jesus Christ pose. I don't know if you think you're funny or whatever, but it sounds a little like bluegrass, though, if you try
to play it on acoustic. I really think it's just people hoping. Please play that, and it's like, no,
they just want to hear it, and they think maybe you can make it sound like a record without any drums.
Virtually
impossible.
You don't understand how hard that is to do, right?
You cannot do that.
What kind of covers do you do? I guess what I was asking too.
I don't know anything I could think of. When I was in Jersey, I did a couple Springsteen songs. That went over good. It always does. You're in Jersey, you play Springsteen, it works.
Yeah, you're pretty safe. Yeah. That's a safe bet with that one.
Do you remember seeing Anthony in California?
You're an ass.
I'm making sure he remembers.
Oh, at the hotel.
Yeah. We're at the Beverly Hills. That was good. You were getting your house painted.
No, I think my house flooded.
Oh, it was something. You were getting it fixed or something. Yeah. But it was kind of cool because everybody sees Chris on stage, fucking epitome of the rock star, and he's there, saying with his kids like, hey, don't splash over there. It's like seeing the dad, Chris Cornell, was kind of an odd, out of place, but very cool thing. Because you came across, I don't know, you could be the worst father in the world, but you came across as a great dad, really attentive and stuff. But it was the weirdest thing to see in real life. It was completely out of context, Hey, look, he's swimming over there. They're riding on his back, and it's like, hey
being a father,
black hole sun guy.
Did the kids ask who he was? Like, who's the man with no shirt and a beer in each hand talking way too loud for this hotel?
All right, shut up. I do like that cabana service over there.
Yeah.
That is very, very nice. No, did you, somebody, I read on something, did you, you stop drinking in like 2000 or something?
I think it was 2002.
Was there one of those big reasons, or just kind of a
I don't remember any of the reasons.
That's probably why.
About the 5 or 6 surrounding years, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Maybe that.
But I'm glad I stopped drinking. Like I feel like I get a lot more done.
Were you afraid creatively?
No, I was never anyone that I could never write anything. Drunk or high on it. It never worked.
Really?
I would try, but it would be awful. Especially if I wrote lyrics and then the next morning would read it, I would immediately burn it. I didn't want anyone to ever even see it.
Wow.
Yeah, I was horrible at that.
Because some people are really good at that, and then
No, I've heard that story. But, I remember I was in rehab, and there were people saying, "So it's going to be very difficult for you to transition into being creative when you're not loaded." And I said, "No, not for me. Coffee was the only thing that ever worked for me, which still works."
For writing, yeah.
Coffee rules.
When I would drink, I think creatively the best thing I could do was, kind of get into those long, really bad blues jams that drunken guys get into. It's
never ends.
Time you can really put up with that and have the attention span for it, which is really depressing. So that's all over.
Can you sit down and say, I'm going to write right now, I need to write, or does it just kind of like you wake up at 3 in the morning with lyrics or a riff
or something?
I think both those things happen, and probably to anybody that writes anything, probably both those things happen. At some point, you'll end up in a position where you have to sit down and you have no ideas and you got to write something. And it's like, God, I told these people this would be ready, you know. And
like a deadline or something. That's got to be a little bit of pressure,
you know,
yeah.
Like with a band, like working with Soundgarden, there's a lot of co-writing scenarios where, you know, I'm going to take your song home and work on it and then come back and we'll have something. And, you know, you can't necessarily wait for lightning to strike. I always feel like that's the best way to go, though. Just wait around until ideas pop
Until something, yeah. With the Keeper, was that written specifically for the movie? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's the movie? Machine Gun Preacher?
Machine Gun Preacher, yeah.
Machine Gun Preacher. So, do you find that harder to write something on a subject like, here's a movie, hey, write this? Because like I told you last time you were on, the Casino Royale opening theme is fantastic. I love it as just a regular song, not even as a movie theme.
Well, thank you.
Is it harder to say, hey, here's a movie, here's what the movie's about, or?
Well, I guess, you know, with an entire film, you know, and a script and a story, like something like The Keeper, where it's based on the Machine Gun Preacher, who's a real guy, and it's his real life, and the scope of his life is really crazy. And you know, he's like, he goes from meth head biker to born again Christian to guy that builds an orphanage in like a demilitarized zone in South Sudan, and he likes to shoot people, but he's a humanitarian, and like there's a lot to go on to write a song like
yeah,
that.
that's kind of true. Yeah, a lot of material there.
But it's also not like it's for a film. It's a collaboration with people making a movie and a screenwriter, and so that I can't just do whatever I want.
So they do have input on the song itself.
Well, I get pretty lucky most of the time. When I've been in situations like that,
I'm good enough.
They just like it.
Yeah, they just like it.
I've also had the other where, I'm not sure if that works. I'm not sure if we like it. But usually things just go well.
Yeah.
I think if you try,
you really, give it a whirl.
Yeah, just try to do a good job, and it usually works out.
Do they tell you if they want it to be acoustic or heavy, or they just kind of leave all that up to you?
Pretty much left all that up to me on this. And with Machine Gun Preacher, it was hard because there's sort of like this period of earlier in his life. It's kind of like maybe biker rock 70s, and then I could have approached it from a gospel-oriented thing when he's sort of becoming this preacher. But then there's African music, Sudanese choir, there's hip-hop, and there's all these different periods in the story where different kinds of music could fit in, and somehow or another I ended up with just an acoustic guitar and singing. I'm not really sure how that...
You look at everything and go, that's just too much shit here. Let me grab a guitar.
Are you actually singing the movie plot, or no? You're not singing about them? Or are you singing something that fits it thematically, or actually what goes on in the movie?
Yeah, my approach was like, because I don't know what it's like to be one of the children that the story's about, or to Sam Childers, and I'm not him, so I didn't have those experiences. So I ended up kind of approaching it like, what if Sam Childers were Woody Guthrie and he was writing a song about this situation and the plight of these kids and his dedication to risking his life to just make sure they're safe, and that's where the idea came from.
Yeah, because that to me is the hard part, is capture. Cause I know I'm not a songwriter, but I know I would just write like scene by scene and just
your song make it all hacky. And
then the man got on the plane, just
your song would be 90 minutes long.
It would be
literal dialogue from the movie.
Right.
Yes, every single.
And he ducked in. I thought he was shot, but he was fine. Everybody like, this stinks.
You were I guess a big part of the Pearl Jam movie.
He's in the documentary.
Yeah. In the documentary?
Yeah, Cameron Crowe film.
Yeah, about Pearl Jam.
Was great. He did an amazing job, and it's a great documentary for fans, because I feel like you really kind of get to see behind the curtain a little bit, and everybody's personality comes across very genuine, and then it's a Cameron Crowe film, which. He's a guy that was a music journalist from the time he was, 15 or 14.
Kid.
And then, so he was interviewing Led Zeppelin when he was 15, and then he became an accomplished movie maker. So you put those two things together, and it's really an entertaining film. It's great.
Yeah, our own Travis here is a giant Pearl Jam fan, so he won't shut the fuck up about it.
Got a lot of Pearl Jam fans here.
No, I know. I
fucking love Pearl Jam.
Amazing.
I can't wait to see this thing.
You should actually show Chris the Mexican guy or the Chilean guy.
Did you see the Chilean guy yet?
Have you seen this Chilean guy that sings?
Someone get on the. It's really quick. He does Yellow Leadbetter.
Where the hell?
Really?
Travis. I thought I saw Travis.
Even for 30 seconds, you got to see it.
It's ridiculous.
It's a show called.
My name is, but it's in.
Mi nombre es.
Yeah, mi nombre es out of Chile.
Out of Chile.
And they get these people and they dress up as much as they can as somebody, a singer, and they get up and sing as best they can in the style of. And most of them are pretty goofy, and they can't speak English, so they're just speaking phonetically.
A bunch of them they're off, you could tell.
And this guy's like, Mi llama es Eddie Vedder.
Right.
And he starts singing, and I was like, at first, I swear to you, I was like, no, this
Where's
is bullshit.
The goof? They fucking,
They like overdubbed this thing on here. Here he is. You got the headphones? You need some ears.
Mi nombre es Eddie Vedder.
Eddie Vedder.
Well, it's like a sort of a contest, too.
Yeah. It's one of these game shows. I thought he was lying.
Oh my God, that's pretty amazing.
I swear I thought they were.
And there's someone listening and getting ready to judge it.
Yeah.
That would be worth doing at an actual Pearl Jam show just for a minute.
Yeah, I
Just
know,
have them
right?
come out and just see everybody look confused and upset.
And upset. And upset. The guy is doing an amazing job.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And this is what they'll do. If Eddie Vedder leaves Pearl Jam, they'll just fucking cart this guy out the way they did in Journey.
Like Journey, yeah, you can hit it.
Yeah, so.
That's just.
Isn't that wild?
When I first saw it, I was like, "Come on, they friggin'
overdubbed or something.
Some goofy guy found this show clip and popped friggin' Pearl Jam on top of it."
You ever find anyone that does you real well, Chris?
No, I've had people send me stuff.
Hey, Chris, I sound just like you. Check it out.
Do
you?
There'll be like just a moment, where I kind of hear it, but most of the time I don't. I don't hear it.
Well, over the years, you got to realize, without the pat on your own back, that you got a pretty good voice, good range.
I think I do a lot of stuff, so it's hard. I remember Timmy C from Rage used to say that he didn't really know where home base was for my voice. Like there's no real.
Yeah, like if you're writing,
that's what he does all the time.
Or if you're writing for your range,
kind of. And I think that comes from songwriting. Whatever it is, I just kind of want to hear the singer that's going to sound right. And so I never paid much attention to range.
Yeah,
it would be like, oh, I want to hear that melody, and it would be whatever key the song was in, and then that would just be it.
So many singers want to punch you in the face right now that you just say that like, I never thought about range.
Right.
Like some people are just
really
like, I'd love to be able to hit that note, and it's just like, nah, he could just hit it.
Not from there's on-the-job training, like the several years of, like the early years of Soundgarden. We started in 1984.
Jesus.
So it was a while of really being in a band and playing shows and doing it. I had very little range when I started.
Really?
Yeah.
You were able to crank it up.
Shit.
Man, that is amazing. And then over the years, how do you take care of it? Do you have to?
Well, it helps not to drink and smoke.
Oh, well.
That makes it easier.
Does it?
Other than that, yeah. It's all the obvious things, really.
It's just the obvious things, You can't drink like a fish, smoke cigarettes or weed.
Yeah, and you can a little bit, but like a lot doesn't work.
Yeah.
But for much, really. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do. You can shoot pool or play shuffleboard. Smoking a lot. You can get those things done.
You can do a lot of
sports.
that.
When you're in a band and you're out doing solo stuff, do other band members get resentful? Like whoever's out doing the solo stuff, whether it's the singer or the guitarist, they start to feel like almost like you're leaving the relationship to do this.
Well, with Soundgarden, everybody always did stuff. Matt and I did Temple of the Dog in 1990, and that I think that was sort of a testament to just the trust that we had inside of the band. That it's okay to go out and do other stuff, and know that you're kind of safe in your band and everyone's secure in the fact that this is what everybody is dedicated to all the time.
Is there ever a time where the band wants to do something, but you're like, oh, I know the solo stuff's booked. I can't.
Not really.
You try to work it out.
Not really. Yeah,
right?
Not really. I think at this stage of being in Soundgarden, it's kind of good that everybody's doing other things because
break is healthy, I would assume.
Well, I like to be really, really, really busy, and I think that to have that all sort of fall on the shoulders of Soundgarden probably isn't that great of a thing. I think for us to be able to do what we do with a more relaxed pace and not have like 2-year projections of what our schedule is going to be and release dates before we've written any songs for a record, that never really worked for us.
Why didn't you guys go back to the Temple of the Dog thing? Why didn't you go back to the Temple of the Dog thing? It was 1990, and you guys had some magic there. Another album
were in
or
separate
something.
bands that were really busy.
Yeah, but there was never time in the last it's been 20 years now to get back and try to to do something else with that.
I don't know, maybe because of the fact that it was something.
For Andrew.
It took a couple of weeks to do it, and then it was very special, and it surrounded kind of a subject that was sort of important to us, being that it was a tribute to our friend that died, and I'm not sure if it necessarily would have felt natural to like at least to go back and write other songs or record it. It would be fun to play shows or something and play the songs more, because we've only done it every 6 years or so. Somehow something will happen where we get together and play.
Have you noticed a big change in personality wise? Because you guys were kids when Soundgarden originally, and now you're men, guys. Have you noticed huge personality changes in some of the guys where you're like, wow, that guy's really changed?
I feel like with everybody, even other guys in Seattle bands that I grew up with, everybody's pretty similar to the way they always were. I just sort of see everyone being a little less goofy and having more patience, I think.
That's just growing up. Anybody, Doesn't necessarily have to do with where you're from.
I think doing solo stuff too. It's like it's got to be resentful when there's 4 people creatively collaborating. Or 5 people. It's got to be annoying to have someone's ideas always overriding yours, or the one guy with the shit idea that everybody has to politely listen to. At least you can go out and do it, and it gets it out of the system. So there's no one just resenting the fact that their ideas can't be, I guess, made real or brought to fruition, as we say.
Well, I think that's sort of where side projects from bands usually come, because the people, it's not always going to make sense that something one guy in a band's going to want to do doesn't work for the band. And maybe it's just, there's a lot of things I've done since the beginning of Soundgarden that didn't necessarily make sense for Soundgarden. It wouldn't fit. And I think that's where those side projects come from most of the time with any band.
You had a great song on, I don't remember the name of the song, but it was on Slash's record, which was really good.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was an amazing album. Did you write that, or did he write that and just ask you to come in for it?
He wrote the guitar parts, and I just kind of took that and wrote to it, really, and responded with emails of MP3s.
Oh God, just back and forth.
We were in the studio the day that I came in to sing it, and it was it was the final version of the music. But initially, it was just a demo that he sent me via email, and then I recorded over it and sent it via email back, which is weird, but
the future.
Strangely, it works.
What do you do? How do you tell somebody if they're sending you ideas that are just atrocious? Like, even if it's a guy you respect and he's like, oh, no, maybe you should sing this. And you're like, ugh.
You go dark for a really, really unreasonably long time.
Send him back corrupted files. Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you get emails that are just question marks, like, where are you?
Right.
You just ignore it.
Yeah, you don't actually say, like, that was hard. You just actually come back with something that's better and just go, no, here's what I got. I didn't see that. Or...
No, you just ignore it.
just ignore it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you write so much, you've written a lot of songs. Do you start feeling like have you ever written anything where you've looked at and gone, hey, wait a minute, I've done that before? God, like I guess you don't want to be redundant.
Actually done stuff twice where I'll realize this was an idea I already had, and maybe I just didn't record it. But what's way worse than that is I'll get some melody in my head and think that it's really great, and then realize it's someone else's song.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To a T.
Sounds good for a minute, right? And you're like, wait, all the glitters is gold. I've heard that.
This is really
It's like,
hooky
oh,
and
the
great,
Beatles
and
did this.
This is so catchy. I love it.
Something
it's
about
be great.
it. I don't know what. It's like as though I've heard it before. Oh,
Yeah.
shit,
Guys,
I've
I
heard
got it.
before.
I saw her standing there.
Yeah. Like a virgin.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like that. I think it's a great idea. I think it might go over big with the kids.
Will you just scrap the idea, or will you like go, all right, because maybe you add a little bit to it and you don't realize that you got the basic foundation from somewhere else? Will you scrap the whole idea and just go, fuck it, I can't, or will you just build on it?
If it is exactly something else. I think like a lot of the time you can play me in kind of any song and I might be able to tell you 2 or 3 things that have similar notes or similar.
Right.
But if that happens, that's okay. But if it's just one thing, it's kind of a carbon copy of somebody else's song.
Yeah.
And it happens.
It's amazing how it goes. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I haven't really heard a Soundgarden, at least, be guilty of something like that. Some of the
quality control in place.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Something
It's
must
not
be.
going to get to you.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to say, that sounds exactly like blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, the song's never going to make the show.
You're like, no way. You play it and go, shit, it is.
Yeah, the song's not going to make the album.
You got to have people like that around you, though. Like
Yeah.
Lady Gaga, who I like, got a lot of shit because that one song sounded like Madonna, a lot like Madonna, and nobody around her probably, because she's solo, said to her, "You can't do that. It sounds just like Madonna." In a band, at least you can call each other out and go, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, what are you doing?
That's true. That's what's great about a band. There's that's what creates the identity of the band. That's what sort of serves the fans. You can't take hard right turns if you're in a band that's truly democratic. You can't go hard to the right or hard to the left because you've got a bureaucracy that is going to sort of slow that down at least a little bit.
Would you guys ever work with Black Sabbath? Like on the road or something?
That'd be great.
Cool.
Obviously, I played a show with Black Sabbath in Germany, and it was unbelievable. I guess that would have been like 5 years ago.
Was it on Ozfest?
No, it was just like a German festival.
Oh.
And we played, and then they came out, and it was really incredible. I was blown away. Everybody was great. The only thing that was a little weird was the drummer had an actual guy crouched down beside the hi-hat with using his fingers to count off measures and beats to the guy, so it would be sort of 1, 2, and then 2, so he always kind of knew where he was. And didn't really look at the guy, but the guy was there in case he needed to look at the guy.
That's really odd.
I think Bill Ward's Bill Ward. I wonder if his hearing is going a little bit.
I don't know.
Play with a click or
maybe
something.
He just got lost. I mean, it can happen, I guess, over time where you sort of your mind can wander. But he didn't. He never looked. He never seemed to need it. But the guy was there for him.
I don't understand what that 1, 2, 3. Like, how would that help during a song? I mean, I'm not musically inclined.
If you get lost in the song, I would rather you can just look down and
the measure is. I don't
keep
know.
the beat to the guy's fingers, and regardless of what you're hearing, you're on.
You're doing your part.
They were so good. It was really incredible. I mean, that's when you stop and go, yeah, that's how you do it. That's how the real guys do it.
Have you noticed Ozzy's voice sounds a lot better now? It's weird. I think he quit drinking. He sounds like a lot healthier now than he did 5 years ago.
Something about that. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. If you pause and like look at certain things, I don't know. I always felt like he was just sort of uniquely him. So I've always liked his voice live. I always felt like he did a great job.
Yeah, even when it cracks, it's still fun.
Yeah, exactly.
He's still Ozzy.
He forgets the fucking worst over the mountain 30 seconds into the show. Who cares? Still great. He would do that. He would just start singing the last verse first, and nobody gave a shit. It just worked.
Chris,
great.
thanks, man.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
You're listening to the worst of the Opie and Anthony Show. It's the worst of the Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus, Sirius XM.
Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa, Bob Kelly. You might hear in the background Bill Burr saying, talking about his movie Cheat. CheatTheMovie.com. Can they just go to CheatTheMovie.com for movie time?
I think they're sold out, except for Thursday.
I think every showing
sold out.
Why only 15 minutes?
It's a short film.
It's a short.
That's a short.
Hence the name.
So we don't have a million
film.
to make a long.
Yeah, we don't have. Yeah, this is how you get in. You make a short one.
All right, calm down. It's a good question. I was talking to Ann about this. Could this possibly lead to a longer version of this film?
Yeah, like a lot of films have done like
Sling Blade.
I heard Meet the Parents was like that. Guy made a short one, they liked it, and then turned it into a long movie, and then attached a bunch of.
Well, actually, the Fockers, Meet the Fockers, was actually a short.
That's what he just said.
Yeah.
He just
started with Meet the Parents.
You said Meet the Parents, right?
Which was the
well,
first
that's
one.
the first one. They didn't start with the third movie of the trilogy.
You guys could have corrected me when I told you that fucking 2 days ago.
It's just fun hearing you say shit, Rog.
I hate that. I'm the one who told him that. He just fucking threw it off as his knowledge.
Yeah, but you fucked up because you didn't listen to what he just said.
Yeah, but he didn't tell me I
Why are you blaming me, Bob? You should have jumped right in from the beginning and said Meet the Parents. You said Meet the Bob. You said the wrong thing. We all do it sometimes.
And you literally said it right after he said it.
I can't
showing that you weren't listening at all.
Absolutely. I'm a fucking...
Good buzz on the movie, though, huh?
Fucking doomy.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens, you know. We have a feature-length script based on this written already, basically, so we're hoping to try to sell it.
Because that's what everybody told us, that you're going to go there, and if people like it, they don't just go, oh, that was great. They go, we loved it. What else you got? So we got.
And then you got to have something to hand them right away. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And people are liking this, right?
So far.
Joe went to the first one on Saturday night. We weren't there. We were on the road. But he was at the premiere on Saturday.
Yeah, I was at the premiere of our first movie we ever did at De Niro's Festival. These fucking guys were in Poughkeepsie.
Why would you go to that?
Yeah, wouldn't you just blow the gig
First of all,
off?
because we could get gigs.
Oh, see, Joe.
Damn.
We had to pay called mortgages.
Yeah, and also, my gigs, I already sold all the fucking tickets.
I know. It's just I was just making a joke.
Such a cunt.
Yeah,
I was just making a
He
joke.
always tries to make himself like he's more responsible. You probably fingered an 80-year-old when you should have been talking to a producer, you creep.
Oh, they got you, Joe.
They got me.
What's the gist? What's the gist of the movie?
We can't say too much
Because
there's not in 15 minutes.
Well, there's a left turn. We want to give it away, but it's basically three pieces of shit get together to combine their piece of shitness to try to accomplish a goal.
Yeah,
Okay.
trying to pull off the perfect heist.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. There's a character named Doc. There's a time machine made out of a DeLorean.
That's cool.
The guy goes back. There's a lot of cool shit going on.
It starts off, you think it's a serious movie, then there's a left turn, then it.
Yeah, and it's 3D.
Are you?
Oh, wow, that's
you were at the
nice.
premiere?
Yes, I went.
Were you sitting in the audience when they were showing this thing?
Yeah.
And?
It killed. It was great. I was really actually, I don't want to say surprised, like I didn't believe in the movie, but I was surprised at how good of a reaction it got. I was really, really excited about it.
I couldn't have, dude, even if I was there, I couldn't have sat. Just the level of powerlessness. Because as a comedian, if it's not going well, you couldn't just, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, blame the crowd.
Right,
but the film is just done.
It's there.
And if it's bombing, there's just nothing you can do but slide under your
Bill just
seat.
runs up to the screen. Hey, motherfuckers! Fuck you!
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good.
I did Dane. We did the 8 Guys premiere, and he showed a animation that he did before the actually 8 Guys. It fucking tanked.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing worse than being in a room full of fucking no laughs.
Oh my God.
Just this and watching a cartoon at that.
Good thing you could dab his eyes with $100 bills, huh? Get it?
I was nervous.
Find them.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Wow.
He's found most of it, hasn't he?
Oh, boy.
He's talked about it on the show. Why are you looking at me?
I didn't even get that for half a second.
Yeah.
I just, you don't get a joke. You just look around trying to read people's
Wait,
face.
what did that
What was
mean?
the subtext?
A little inside,
I was
but some
Like
people
a deaf
know what that's
person at a
about.
comedy show.
So you guys might have something here.
We'll see what happens. We'll see. We're hoping for the best, but you don't want to get your hopes too high up.
Because what do you do with this film if it doesn't become a longer feature?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
That's a cold
Throw it
bucket of water of reality.
Put it on
We're
a
still in
website.
fantasy land here.
Yeah.
But isn't that a real
Facebook on
question?
Saturday when you're lonely. Hey
Yeah,
guys, check
it's-
out this.
Here's something that we thought would change our lives.
Oh, damn. Fucking 90 comments from shit dicks. Go fuck yourself.
You suck, dude. All right.
You know what? I'm actually willing to bet.
minutes.
I'm willing to
Fucking
bet.
assholes.
Even some of the bigger cunts that listen to this show will actually enjoy it. I think we did a good job.
Yeah, we're going to send it to more festivals after this one, and you just hope that at one of these things something will happen.
But that's the reality. You really, it has to be longer for it to be successful for you guys, right?
Yeah. In all fairness, the short has opened other doors. It's like we wrote this book that we have coming out that you guys were involved in for those interviews we did, and so that'll be coming out next year. So that was,
and you can get the movie will be in the back of the book. So
yeah,
that's the way
so
we're going to get it. Yeah.
And it will be available on download for like iTunes. If you buy the book, you'll be able to get the movie too. Yeah.
So at the very least, we got that.
Yeah, and also too, like,
who came up with this idea?
With the story for the film?
Yeah,
it was basically a true thing that happened to me, and Bobby and I were talking about it in the diner, and Bobby said, let's do this as the short film. Bill had the idea that we should do a short film, and then we were like, all right, let's think of something. And Bobby and I were talking in the diner one day, and I was telling him this jam I was in.
He was in.
And Bobby went, we should do this as our movie idea. We called Bill.
There's a woman involved.
Yeah.
Great.
Couple old broads are involved.
Yeah. Make out session with an old bag.
I've known about this movie for a while now, and I still don't know what the fuck it's about because of the left turn.
Well, you were going to come down on Saturday, right? You almost made it, but then because you forgot it was Easter weekend.
Yeah, which we thought was amazing. As a married man with a child, you had no idea it was Easter. That's amazing. That's amazing. You should have used a better one there.
You didn't buy any
candy. Is this weekend Easter? I had no idea. He's probably standing there in a bunny rabbit suit. That's one of the worst excuses we got.
I've never supported you fuckers.
He can't even look at us. Look at us. He's looking away.
I wanted to go.
His wife is painting whiskers on his face with eyeliner.
I was trying to figure out how I could do that. Kind of had something else I had to do. I wanted to go.
Definitely, you've come out to all our shows.
Kill me with the jokes, but I did want to go.
But we do have to break your balls a little bit with that.
Is there another screening I could go to?
He's trying to move the ball forward.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's good.
You didn't even go to the premiere.
Huh? I don't need to.
That's a good point. You got a good point.
Hey, so why am I supposed to go if you weren't there?
Yeah, but I said I didn't go to the premiere because I have a gig in Milwaukee and Detroit. I didn't say I had no idea.
I had a gig in Philly with the fucking Easter Bunny.
It is hilarious. It is. Dude, I was going to visit you in the hospital, but I forgot till today it was my birthday. Yeah. I had no fucking idea. Shit. You know me, always forgetting stuff.
Sitting there with a party hat on, frosting on the side of his face.
Wait, so Joe's the only one there, right?
Yes.
Well, you're busting my balls, but you weren't going to be there, and you weren't going to be there.
We couldn't.
We're not giving you shit for not being there. We're just saying you should have just said, I can't make it.
It's not like we did the movie premieres are at like from 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. That would be a different story. Saturday night for you is pretty much a night off.
He was in Philly for Easter, is what he's saying.
I had to go down to Philly for Easter.
No, you could have supported us.
You didn't even support yourself.
Yeah, but your kid's not even going to remember this.
Man, help me out. He didn't even support himself.
I'm out of
I'm
this
supposed
one.
to go?
We're not going to get Anthony out of that fucking
we don't have a problem with Anthony. We knew he wasn't showing up.
We know
unless we had the premiere at like a Hooters.
Yeah.
We knew.
DVD, I'll watch it in my own theater.
Anthony,
I don't go out.
Anthony, the premiere is on the corner at the end of your block. All right, I'll be there.
All right. What time?
Mustang goes by.
Can I get a copy of the movie?
We have a link.
No?
We have a link you can watch it
A
on.
secret link?
Yeah, we sent it to Kenny this
tweet
morning.
That shit.
No, don't do that.
Oh my
Jesus,
God!
relax, Joe.
Joe's like,
I don't
no,
trust him.
What the fuck,
I don't
Joe?
trust him. A man who
you're right.
pisses off Ed Asner. What are you, an idiot?
What?
Don't give these guys the movie on
I
any
didn't
level.
give him anything
these
yet.
fucking
Hey, why
guys,
did you say these guys though?
He want a
I
link?
would just watch it at home and be like,
you
oh,
can give
cool.
Anthony the link on Monday, but you can't give it to him on Friday.
I might get drunk.
Yeah, you get shit-faced.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Live from the compound!
Hey, let's just watch the movie right here. Fuck it.
Commentating on it.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna put it up on the internet anyway.
You know how the internet is. They're being mysterious.
Very mysterious.
I think it's working.
This left turn must be a hell of a left.
Well, no, we're going the exact opposite of remember the Speed 2 trailer? Where it's like, if we got to keep this boat at 60 knots or we all die. And then they show them running around the island. They showed you right through halfway the third act.
So obviously they didn't die. They're
so
on
the
the
joke
island.
I've been using, the way we're describing it, somewhere between our promotional, somewhere between Speed 2 and like the Crying Game.
Yeah.
We'll give you a little bit of it, but then when I can't give away the twist.
Yeah, with 15 minutes, it's very hard to give a little synopsis of the movie without ruining the movie.
Yeah, like people giving us shit. The trailer's too short. It's like it's a 15-minute fucking movie.
And we can't show you shit in the trailer because then you'll we don't want you to ruin the fucking movie.
Yeah.
And all these guys will give a shit about this. Once they see the movie, they'll get why you can't do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
But we were going to the party. The parties are fucking great. Me and him went the opening last week. Fucking, it was crazy. 3,000 people there, outdoors. Yeah, Leary was there.
Scorsese was there.
And what's her name?
Elton John.
Elton John was there.
How do you get a movie? So you make the movie and then how does it become part of the film festival?
Submit it.
You submit it and then
with 9 zillion other people.
So who got the call that we accepted your film?
This is the story. We were
I think that's kind of cool.
We were trying to submit it to festivals, but we're 3 lughead fucking comedians. We had no idea how to do it. We're missing deadlines left and right.
But you didn't even know. I'm joining everything on the internet, like all these fucking communities. I get shit email every day from Without a Box Festival.
But did you guys even know how to make a movie?
Well, we kind of
We've all fool around with a video camera, but did you know about lighting and all that shit?
Joe went to school for that shit.
Yeah.
Did you really, Joe?
I went for video production, and I wanted to be a director. And
all of us.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was the easy way through college.
I knew how to nonlinear edit from school, and I knew how to work a camera. You know, lighting and stuff wasn't great, but that's a DP's job usually. So
Joe put together a good crew, though.
So you hired some good people that knew that shit.
Yeah,
Joe did a fucking crazy job directing this. Really, when I watched it, I was like, oh shit! Like,
yeah, this actually looks like a movie.
Oh, it looks real.
Really?
I thought it was going to look like a YouTube video, but when I watched it, I was like, oh shit! There's a lot of responsibility that's going to come from this.
The first time I watched it, I literally had my thumb on the stop button. I was like, the first time I get douche chills, I'm shutting this off, and I was just like, fuck, this actually looks halfway decent.
Everybody watches the movie like this. Ready? At the end of it, they're like, "That was really good." Like,
that's like surprise. Like, wow, you guys didn't suck.
Hey, what happened there?
Yeah.
No,
it was good.
This guy, Andres Carew, who's our DP, really made it look beautiful, and also hired a great sound man, because that sound is so important, man. You know, you gotta have a guy that knows how to mic everything properly and have the backup. You
gotta pick up the words, Joe.
Oh, Bill, you gotta get the words of the meat.
It's gotta sound the same, you know.
But
you don't want the sound sounding different every.
Yeah.
Levels all fucked up.
One of Joe's chicks just playing some fucking ragtime piano underneath it.
Ragtime.
So do.
Sounds like a speakeasy.
I just think it's a great story because I've known you guys for a while. I didn't know you as a filmmaker, and now all of a sudden you're in this fucking film festival, and there's a buzz on this thing.
Here's what it was our first time out of the gate doing any of this stuff, so obviously we're extremely honored and flattered to be part of this festival. So, but you know, because it was
a
our
fucking Oscar, all right? We're extremely honored. I'd like to thank God.
I was waiting for some sort of evil to enter into this.
Let's not forget Haiti.
Imagine they're up for a short film.
Oh my God!
We'll never have you guys back.
No, it'll be over.
I just got nominated for an Emmy. For consideration.
But you got to pay for that, right?
I don't. FX is, and
you know, to win
they sent me an email with for consideration for the Louis show, the episode of. They sent me. I called the lady. I go, are you fucking with me? But it wasn't. She didn't get that. I thought it was somebody really fucking with me.
Right.
But she was like, no, sir.
Which episode?
The Mother episode.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, you know you have there's a submission fee.
Really?
One time I had some stand-up thing. And they go, do you want it to be, maybe, I don't know if this was Emmys, do you want it to be considered for a such-and-such award? It's like, who doesn't want to win a fucking award? I'm like, absolutely. They go, okay, it's a $600 submission fee just so they'll watch it. I'm like, isn't that job? They're supposed to be watching it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I went up
so I paid it.
How much do I
Of course I did.
How much do I pay to win, motherfucker?
I talked to Louis, though. I was like, hey, thanks for that. He was like, yeah. I mean, it's not going to happen, but you'll see your name.
Oh, shit.
Your name will be my name will be with all the other names that, you know, are going to be.
It's not going to happen. Yeah, just relax.
No, they're not going to have fucking bald, fat me. I know you guys don't know me, but thank you, Mom. It's not going to happen.
It's all bought and sold, Bob. It's a filthy business.
Filthy.
It's goddamn
Follow the money. Follow the money.
Bobby was fucking hilarious last night. We were at one of those parties for the festival. And it was just all the people trying to meet someone important, so there was nobody there like to seem like we could do anything.
That was important.
Oh, there probably was. We just had no idea how to meet. We were classic comedians. We just ended up sitting by ourselves in the corners, like,
goofing on everybody.
No, actually just trashing each other, right? So at one point there was these two gay guys, like in like their 50s or something, wearing like tight flannel shirts, and that song Raspberry Beret came on. And one of the guys was just starting to go all out dancing. I just looked over at Bob. I go, dude, I'll give you $100 if you go over and start dancing with that guy. And Bob's eyebrows go through the ceiling. $100? And then he starts walking over, and I immediately know I'm going to lose $100. So my only desperation to try to get it back is like, it's got to be the whole song. Bob goes over there with such positive energy. The guy immediately starts dancing. He made the guy's night. Like, I still got it. And
oh man!
And his boyfriend got jealous. Made like this candy face.
He was mad.
You started shit.
I got to tell you, it was fucking. I laughed my fucking ass. It was almost worth. It was like a good $70 laugh.
$70 laugh. So it still hurt. The extra $20.
After 8 seconds of dancing, I just reached for my wallet. I was like, you motherfucker.
I walked over. He was counting out the 20s. I grabbed him and walked out the fucking door.
But you got to know he would do shit like that, right?
No, I didn't. I thought he would draw the line at a festival that we were in. Not to do something like that.
That's still Bobby.
And he enjoyed it. That's what killed me. I wanted a level of awkwardness.
He was a good dancer.
Bob,
he was a good dancer.
Dude, that guy loved you.
He was mimicking every dumb move I made. He was trying to do the eyes and the hands, and he would try to do it. But he had a drink in one end. He was drunk.
He was so old. Bob was a hottie. He was flattered.
Yeah.
His little
it was like one of those equations we were throwing at you earlier.
Right, yeah.
Old guy with money or chunky young fella?
Bob was a chippy.
I'm a fetish.
Yeah. What was it like when they show it in the theater? Is it on film? Or they have some kind of video shit? What the fuck is it on?
No, it's on an iPhone. Everybody gets an iPhone.
Is that it? And everybody just watches it that way in the same room?
It's like being in a museum.
No, really, it's on film.
It's a film festival.
Well, it's not. We didn't shoot on film.
We shot on video.
We shot in HD, and the projection is HD cam. It's HD transfer.
Well, that's exactly what I was asking. More of a technical question.
Just giving you jokes because me and Bob couldn't answer that technical question.
Oh, is that it?
Hey, what are you, fucking moron? It's on a thing.
Yeah, so of course it's on film. Meanwhile, it's not on film.
Can the average person
festival?
90% of the short. We were in a thing with 7 other shorts. 90% of them were shot on HD.
Can you tell them?
And all that stuff.
Can you tell it's not film?
Not really.
Not really. It's really cool.
In fact, the movie before us, they shot on film, and I thought it was video. And then the kid was saying, "Yeah, we shot on film," and everybody was going, dude, you're one of the guys keeping it real,
Keeping it real, man.
But
film is like,
now you got to be really honest. So there was 7 of them?
Yeah.
Short films? Where does yours fall?
Well, this is funny. When it started out, we were last. We went 8th out of 8. And when it started out, the first 3 or 4 were so insanely shot. They looked like IFC films, camera going in and out of focus, all these metaphoric shots. It's all fucking heavy. They had actors in them that I recognized. I was like, Jesus Christ. I've seen that motherfucker. Did you ever see Copland?
Right?
Yeah. You ever see Copland? Remember the paramedic guy when they make it look like Michael Rappaport kills himself and he throws the gun? Get the fuck out of here! That guy. He's in the first movie. I was like, Jesus Christ. The dad from License to Drive was in the 3rd movie. I'm like, fucking hey, they got real actors.
Joe. Did one of them have special effects?
Yeah, one of them, the 5th movie, had real special effects in it that literally looked like Michael Bay.
This is why I didn't go. There's no fucking way I was going to go down there and be like, Jesus, we are hacks.
And they were all super dramatic, slices of life, fucking and I'm just sitting there we're fucked, man. Nobody's going to want to see our horse shit. Nobody is going to want to see it.
Was done with roller skates.
Yeah, we need a dolly shot. Get a skateboard.
Get that Puerto Rican in the park. Get him over here.
And then it just started to lighten up, man. They hit the 6th movie. And it was this thing about a guy's grandfather, and it was funny and charming, and people started laughing, and I was like, all right. And then the next movie was a flat-out comedy, and that got a lot of laughs. So now I'm nervous, like, fuck, I hope we get as much laughs as these guys got, you know? And then it came on, it did great, and it killed. So I really felt like, I'm not going to sit here and go, we were the best. I don't think that. I just think that it held its ground for what it was, and I felt like it was unique for what it was. You know what I mean?
Well, it's hard to judge because you made it. So it's hard to say, oh, it was the best one out of the lot, you know.
Well, yeah, or the worst.
Or the worst, right? Right.
He's saying that because he doesn't want, if people are listening that are in the festival, he doesn't want to be, hey, our movie's the best.
Yeah,
movie.
ours is the
but I'll
best.
Say it. Ours was the best.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
You weren't there.
Yeah,
you weren't there.
I know, that's why I can say it.
You can say it. Did you edit it or
I co-edited it with the DP, yeah.
Did you were you like going, yeah, motherfucker, man, come on, leave that in, dick?
Well, I had all final decision about shit like that, but he was the only one from the production that came with me to the premiere, and it was like we were both laughing with relief when it started getting laughs in the theater.
Oh, cool.
And afterward, we were both we both admitted to each other, like, I didn't know if this fucking thing was funny or not, man. Because you sit there editing it, and you're like, I don't know, I guess it's funny.
You've seen it too many times.
Yeah. So I remember
sucks.
Brian Regan told me that about. Did you ever see his DVD? I Walked on the Moon, the one he shot at the Improv. That's literally probably the funniest hour of stand-up I've ever seen in my life. Just gutturally the whole time. And when I met him, I go, Brian, that is one of the funniest hours. And he goes, I couldn't even look at that thing anymore. I didn't even know if it was funny by the time we were done cutting. I was like, you didn't know it was fun. Now I understand.
Yeah, shit just
you have no idea.
like, I have no idea what this is. It's a big pile of shit.
Yeah. So,
no, it sucks.
So it was cool, man. And the festival reps that we've been dealing with that have been our points have been really enthusiastic about the movie. They like our sense of humor.
And like Opie was asking, how'd you know that you were in? To give you a little call and you go bullshit and.
What happened was we were failing miserably at submitting the film. This is what would happen. Bill would come over to the apartment and go, "Yeah, we should submit to Sundance, like we've been saying." I go, "Yeah, you're right. We got to get on that." All right, I'm gonna go in the bathroom. You check it. He'd go in the bathroom, and then he'd hear me go, "Fuck! We missed the fucking deadline."
Yeah. Did that happen? Like we were always like
every festival.
The Yukon Northwest Territories has a film festival. Well, let's submit to that, dude. We'll start at the North Pole and work our way down, trying to spin it positive. Shit!
But now
fucking deadline's
all the
at 3.
festivals are waiving the submission fee. They want us in it, so now it's a lot easier. You know, they just
I guess once you do Tribeca. So who calls? Does someone call you?
But Tribeca is one of the biggest ones.
Yeah,
so obviously you got it in time.
Yeah, no, we're still honestly dumbfounded that we were all sitting there last night. Can you fucking believe we're in this thing?
How'd that happen?
Bobby,
go dance with a gay guy. That's a good career move. Here we go. That was hilarious.
Bobby and I have been working for management. We've been working with Leary's company, Apostle, and they called us once. This guy Jim Serpico over there. Yeah, you know Jim, right? Yeah. Jim called us and goes, "Do you guys want help submitting the film?" We're like, "Fuck yes, please. We don't know what we're doing." So they started sending it everywhere, and he called us one day, and he goes, "Do you guys want to submit to Tribeca?" And we're like, yeah, absolutely. And he goes, "Today's the last day. We got to get it in, so we'll do it." And he sent it in, and then we just kind of forgot about it. We weren't, because we didn't even think like it. And then he kept calling us every few weeks. They really like it, man. They really like it.
Yeah, and the thing is, they got like 3 women over there who once they select all the ones they can look at, each one of them watches 600 short films.
Jesus Christ.
And picks their top 20. And then they look at the other two's top 20, and then they decide from that. Yeah, dude, it's like March Madness to like the 9 million power.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, so we were pretty like, all right, well, what are the odds of this?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we're just trying, just kind of put it out of our head, not getting too excited. And then one day I was in my apartment. It was fucking snowing, miserable, like middle of February.
He's painting a picture.
Yeah, yeah.
Phone rings. I'm just in the apartment, depressed. The phone rings. Right, jerk it off to GILF porn.
You have some lady baking bread in your kitchen,
churning butter, arthritic hands,
knitting you a scarf.
Gladys, quit hacking. I got a call.
I made you an Afghan, Joseph.
Yeah, and the phone rings and
literally. It's old.
And yeah, I don't know. I didn't recognize the number. I pick up, and this lady says, my name is this lady says, my name's Sharon. I work for the Tribeca Film Festival. I go, hey, Sharon, how you doing? And she goes, well, like that. And there was like this 1 second pause, and literally in that second, I'm like playing out the million different letdowns she's about to give me.
Right.
Thank you for submitting, but and she just goes, I'm calling to make your snowy day a little better. We'd love to invite you to the Tribeca. And I was like, holy shit.
I don't accept.
Yeah.
What's in it for me? Tootsie.
Yeah. Listen, broad.
Yeah, and then she goes, we'd like you to, if you don't have to do this, but we would really like you to world premiere your film here with us. And it's like, what do you say? You go, of course, yeah. Absolutely, I'll do it.
I didn't realize how big it was, though, until we went to the first night. I thought it was just a little festival.
You've never heard of the Tribeca Film Festival?
I didn't say that. I didn't know how bad. I didn't think it was as
I didn't know it's going to be big.
Huge as it is.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, all the
Dinero's involved.
Crazy.
That's all you need to know.
And I didn't know how they started it. They started it for September 11th to get people back down into Tribeca.
Is that how it started?
I like the history.
Yeah, that's right.
I never heard that story.
They wanted people to back into.
I know. Everybody
you don't
knows.
remember? You don't remember that whole thing?
Everybody knows why they started
the fest. You lived in this city, Bob.
Yeah,
it was like, and the whole thing was, yes.
I didn't know that.
When it first was pumped out, it was like,
Dude,
it was huge because it was like, wow, we're bringing people back.
Something happened 10 years ago, evidently.
Yeah.
What was that date in
Bobby
September?
had some info that none of us knew.
It's called September 11th.
Oh, okay.
I was a little shocked. I wasn't keeping up on the fucking arts and leisure section.
Bobby thought they started it after the first World Trade Center attack.
That was good.
Commemorating sooty mouths.
I got to agree with you, though, dude. I didn't quite grasp the weight of it
Now you can
until...
agree with me. Go fuck yourself.
Even though it's called an Academy Award, they actually have a nickname for it called an Oscar. The first time this was used, evidently, was in the 1930s.
It got its name because back in 1946, Bogey shoved one of these up Greta Garbo's asshole, and she shit, and that was called having an Oscar.
Oh, Bobby.
We
didn't know.
I didn't think it was as big as it is. It's fucking like these parties you go to. Like the first one we went to was fucking incredible. And I'm white trash, dude. I shouldn't be there. We're behind this section. Free food, free drinks, and I'm trying to tip the. I keep trying to tip the guy. I'm the guy that tips the toll guy because they feel bad. Hey,
you're trying to grease the waiter, thinking he's gonna get you to see a producer or something.
I just felt like a piece of shit, like I shouldn't be here. Just trying. And then a couple sat down. They've been going to the festival ever since it started. They're like total artsy Tribeca New Yorkers, and they sit down with me and Joe, and I'm just trying to keep my mouth shut so I don't fucking ruin it.
Don't fuck anything up.
Yeah.
So congrats on the movie there. I think we got some of the info out.
Yes, thank you very much.
This is the worst of Opie and Anthony. Sirius XM.
Why don't we do Bobo? That's a safe target.
I want to hear Bobo doing stand-up.
You got the video, so I don't need this over here, right?
Oh, there's video and everything. How much time does he do?
He explained to me when I talked to him on Friday that he did 7 minutes, and I said, Bobo, the video is 3 minutes. And he said, no, I had 7 minutes. I didn't use them all.
Oh.
He used 3 of the 7.
He used 3 of the 7.
Yes.
Was he out of material?
He said in the 3 minutes he considered the jokes he told to be 2 jokes.
He could have worked the crowd, though.
He did not.
The other time?
He did not work the crowd.
Oh, Bobo. All right.
Apparently he's calling in right now.
Oh, of course.
Why wouldn't he be?
All right, so this was Heather Height.
Heather Height put on the whole
Bobo
show
on the bill?
Put him on, yeah.
She's smart.
It's great.
She's smart for doing that.
Yeah, why
Brings
not?
attention to her comedy show.
I'm sorry I did that.
Oh, go the fuck to sleep. Yeah, we still haven't played that. Fuck.
I thought you were talking to me. I'm exhausted.
Sam's father turned me on to this damn thing.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow?
What's that, a disappointing son?
That's not the case.
The world's greatest treat of all time.
It's a huge bestseller. It's called Go the Fuck to Sleep. It's a kid's book.
Yeah.
And now they got Sam Jackson reading from the book.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
And Sam's father's all proud that he mentioned it way before the media did.
He did.
All right. We'll do that maybe tomorrow. Here's Bobo doing stand-up for Heather Heights Comedy Show.
His first comic up is really funny. You've heard him on the Opie and Anthony Show. Let's
this?
give it up for...
I guess it's just whoever's hosting. I didn't get the name. Heather Height didn't post the name.
Sexy voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
But why would she say really funny?
I guess you wanted to introduce
Ironic?
him the way you would a comedian.
It's just standard. It just comes out of your mouth. You don't even realize it's happening.
Very funny.
She's probably never even seen him.
I wouldn't think so. Not if that's the description.
You may have seen him standing at a payphone in Queens.
All right.
All right.
You might recognize your next act if you drank while you had an infant in the womb.
By the way.
Wait, something's going on with Fez today? James in North Carolina? Hurry up, James.
Hey, Fez is changing his name to D-Man today, and officially on the Ron and Fez show, and he's coming out of the closet. He's officially admitting that he's gay, so everybody listen to Ron and Fez live at 11 o'clock.
Oh, it's live finally?
Yeah, Ron's
done
back.
with his grand jury?
And I've heard...
He's a changed man from that.
Is he?
Oh, yeah.
Changed
he
him?
saw some shit.
Changed him a little post-traumatic stress?
Yeah, I heard him talk about it. He said he saw some shit. He's a changed man.
Wow.
Wait, so Fez's character is doing some...
From what I've heard, the Fez character has run its course. I haven't heard every single detail. From what I can infer, it seems as though the themes that they've been going with is that the Fez character has run its course, and that the person who plays Fez will be now changing.
D-Man.
Yeah, changing to the D-Man?
The D-Man. What does D mean stand for?
It's like the Z-Man, I think.
Why D-Man?
The D-Man. I'm not sure.
Hey, Ant.
Is he going to be talking about his dick?
Problem?
Don't know.
Problem?
Hey, Ant.
Problem?
Ant.
Problem?
Did you see, what's that deal about Sam and the guy from The Wire being gay? What was the latest on that on your Twitter?
The worst synopsis of a tweet of all time.
Yeah.
Really? Yes. All right, fuck it. Let's get back to
God, the fucking listeners.
Phone show coming up later.
Yeah, by the way, SiriusXM has decided that gems like that should have their own show.
Oh, yeah, we got the D-Man info out.
Well, we did.
Fez might be moving on.
All right,
what's his real name?
I'm not going to say that in case he doesn't want it said. It's not going to come from my mouth.
Has it been
They've
on
said it
the
on the show a few times.
Ron has said it many
Well,
times.
what do we call him if he's not Fez anymore?
D-Man.
So if I see him walking around, I got to go, hey, D-Man? I've known him for 10 years.
Just ask him what his name is if you see him today.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just let him say it.
All right. Fine.
What's your name? D-Man. D-Man.
All right, let's go to the Bobo stand-up.
Yes.
Sorry.
Let's listen.
His first comic up is really funny. You've heard him on the Opie and Anthony Show. Let's give it up for
Another person that
Bobo.
can't say her name.
She has nice shoulders. Jesus.
Oh, God.
Man, I have to tell you, I wound up with an embarrassment a few
Pause
weeks
that.
ago.
Oh, Scott, it's great.
He's wearing the shirt I gave him.
No.
I've worn that shirt on television.
I thought it looked familiar. Yes.
He's proud, Jimmy.
Dude, I knew that shirt looked familiar.
I wore
one
that.
of your shirts.
You wore that on TV.
I wore that when I did the Metro Channel show back in 2001.
I've seen that shirt.
And Robert Klein hosted. And I remember that was the shirt I was wearing on that show.
That is such a Jimmy shirt.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell. Wow.
When Colin told me I look like a Cuban domino player.
Right. But Bob was happy that you gave him a shirt. That probably means everything to him, Jimmy. I gave him underwear. Go ahead, Bobo.
I wound up with an embarrassment a few weeks ago.
Can we rewind a little bit? I want to show you what he did wrong immediately.
All right.
When he first comes out?
Yeah. This is what, okay.
Yeah. Started to breathe when the doctor smacked him.
Man, I have to tell you, I wound up with an embarrassment.
Not one moment of greeting the audience.
No.
It's everything that makes you hate him in person.
I have to tell you.
Okay. Hey, you know, I one time remember. How about fucking hello?
Yeah, how you doing tonight?
Or just a hello or a moment of pause.
Yeah, hello. I'm Bobo.
Wait for the applause. Wait for the applause.
Just babbles.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Bobo. I'm Bobo. Like after, because they're all just going crazy.
All right.
I tell you, I wound up with an embarrassment a few weeks ago, and I thought I was getting close to finally achieving the goal of losing my virginity before the age of 30. I'm 1 year close to it, away from it. Well, this girl, I'm talking to her, and we're in the bathroom. All of a sudden, she starts laughing, and I'm saying, "What?" She says, "I never freaking seen something that tiny." She starts singing this song. It's a small dick after all. It's a small dick after all. I wound up spending more money on beer than I've ever had in my entire life after that.
Wait, what?
Oh my God.
He wound up spending more money on beer than he ever has
in his entire life after that.
Yeah.
Why is he in a bathroom with a girl?
God. Exactly. I mean, he blew over anything that might have had punchline potentially. Just what else is new? Just fucking tramples it.
Barrels through it.
Barrels through it.
Barrels. Oh my.
Like the idea that you're a virgin at that age. How about you expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. It's
29.
Small dick after. I thought he was going to do the whole song.
Yeah. And she started singing the song, "It's a small dick after all, no place to laugh. It's a small dick."
Yeah.
No pizzazz, no emphasis.
Oh, he's got nothing.
Just says it.
Jimmy gets
drives me nuts.
He is the worst, man.
All right, let's continue. Oof. It's good so far.
And it wasn't enough. I came home running into that annoying neighbor, and I can tell you, I'm sure a lot of you have had crazy neighbors. Well,
Jerry.
Well, I feel I have the craziest in the world.
Really?
I got these people. They're from some European nation. I don't know have no freaking clue what nation they're from. These crazy neighbors, and they got so many of them coming in and out of the apartment. I keep thinking it's an overcrowded roach motel, and they all have this evil look.
His fucking incessant stammering is maddening. Because he backs up 8 words, and then I was going to go down to what are you doing? Stop restarting in the middle. It's like he's hitting the fucking the back button on a fucking when you're watching a DVR.
Yeah,
jumps back 8 seconds.
Jace was calling him Steven Wrong. I like his observations. This is horrible.
Okay.
Coming in and out of the apartment, I keep thinking it's an overcrowded roach motel, and they all have this evil look. Like it runs to me, like just look at this thing, like don't lock the door when I come out to smoke. I says, yeah, thanks, I'll make sure I do that. I lock the door anyway, just to spite him. And he's always cursing at me.
I lock the door just to spite him. These aren't jokes.
Yeah.
This is his dumbass life. Oh, God.
Well, aren't you supposed to spin your dumbass life into jokes?
Oh.
If you're a stand-up?
He somehow managed to remove the humor.
Remove any bit of humor from a story. Whoa.
You know what I love about this tape? You could feel, the uncomfortableness in the room, even though this is a tape.
Yeah.
You don't see the audience, nothing, but you can feel how uncomfortable
how much they hate him, yeah.
Yeah.
Or anyway, just to spite him. And he's always cursing at me in some European or Russian language. I don't know what kind of communist language that guy's saying. And then a wife, she's the worst. They say, yeah, how many people did you screw over when you worked as a mail order bride? And are your services still available? And I'm telling you, not only that, they
Hold on,
take
pause
up a lot of space.
Was that Heather Hyde giving a little laugh in the background?
I can't take this. he's so unfunny. He doesn't care.
No.
He's just plowing through. I like how he's leaving gaps for laughter, for all the guffaws. All right, I know I gotta be quiet after this so they won't hear my next line of the joke because of the laughter.
Nothing.
Did anybody hear about my dog, Mr. Malunigan's Boobats?
And then the wife, she's the worst. They say, yeah, how many people did you screw over when you worked as a mail order bride? And is still available.
Spit it out! I think that's all, folks.
They take up a lot of space in that apartment.
Enough about your neighbors.
The cats roam around the hallways between the corridor where the stairs are, between the upstairs apartment and the first floor apartment.
He's giving a whole blueprint. Hold on. He's giving a whole blueprint of the apartment. And this material is going over so well, he feels he's got to do 3 segments on his dumb neighbors and his interaction with them.
Enough about the neighbors.
Yeah, fuck the neighbors. You must have hated that moose.
There's no humor value in your neighbors at all.
None.
He lives next door to the Hitlers. Not an ounce of humor available.
I hope they're Colombians and cut his throat and pull his tongue through it.
Yeah.
He'd speak clearer.
What?
Colombian neck toy.
Hope Mr. Malunigan's is fucking run over by a city bus. Stupid. Hope his dumb front paws run over and he just panics and shits. Yeah, fucking bloody Mr. Malunigan shits all over the rug.
Jimmy, just because you don't like Bobo and his act doesn't mean you have to take it out on Mr. Malunigan.
Fuck Mr. Malunigan's in the mouth. He'd run into the fucking apartment with his dumb crushed front paws, yelping, and Stupid would go, and then try doing jokes to Mr. Malunigan.
He wouldn't know what to do, so he just put him in scalding hot water.
He wouldn't even know that there was something wrong with him.
Yeah.
Did you step in blood?
Mr. Malunigan's, you're getting blood all over the carpet.
My goal is to buy big metal shoes and to give Mr. Malunigan's a fucking a rib rearranging.
I'm retired.
You done?
I'm retired as far as kicking dogs.
Oh, okay.
What Jimmy said just brought back.
I will pick up where you left off.
Kevin from Connecticut writes, Bob hopeless.
That's good.
All right, let's wrap it up with Bobo. This is the big finish. The big finish.
Yeah, he's got to finish big.
Space in that apartment. That the cats roam around the hallways between the corridor where the stairs are, between the upstairs apartment and the first floor apartment, and it practically smells like cat piss so badly. And you know what? And all they use is this $80 cologne or perfume, whatever it is. I said, yeah, like that's gonna help mask the smell. You only smell like your country. Everybody in your country that doesn't take baths.
That's the tub lady from The Shining in the back.
I think that's Heather. Trying to help him along. Wow.
You smell like your country people that don't take baths, when they're supposed to bathe or things.
Two Jews walk into a bar they owned. Two Jews,
and one of them went behind the bar, but the thing didn't lift up so he had to walk underneath, and the other guy went into the basement to get some kegs out from there because that's where they keep them.
He has no idea what the funny part is.
No.
He reminds me of somebody who's never driven a car. The way they keep stopping and starting and just fucking back. That's what he's doing. He's stammering through this. Relentless stammering.
So badly, and you know what? And all they use is this $80 cologne or perfume, whatever it is. I said, yeah, like that's gonna help mask the smell. You only smell like your country. Everybody in your country that doesn't take baths. I can tell you, thanks you guys have been an audience. You can follow me on Twitter at Radio.
Thanks, you guys have been an audience.
105.
Wait, go back. Did he say thanks? You've been an audience?
Yes. as opposed to a lynch mob that they should have been, and they would have been justified to be.
That's true.
He goes, you can follow me, Radio Bobo 105 on XM on Twitter. Who the fuck is going to follow you after that set?
He's so confused.
Probably everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone in your country that doesn't take baths. I can tell you, thanks you guys have been an audience. You can follow me on Twitter at Radio Bobo XM 105.
He just walks off.
Yeah.
Did you hear the little noise he made right before he walked in? He went,
Did he? Let me hear.
Listen to the end of his sentence.
Radio Bobo XM 105.
Oh, wow.
And it takes forever for the host to get back there because he was supposed to do 7 minutes. He just
he just walked off.
2.5.
Well, we got Bobo on the line.
Oh.
Bobo, how do you think it went there?
I'm not really sure how it went.
We are.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Like, what was the vibe you felt from the audience when you left the stage? Did people say anything to you? Give us a little insight.
Well, I know a few people said they liked it.
Yeah?
Who's that? Yeah. Fucking competing club owners?
As to the people in the audience.
Of course, just keeps going.
Full audience.
No concept.
The audience.
So the audience said they liked it. Were you discouraged by the lack of laughs?
Yeah.
Because I noticed you stopped talking. You left like an opening for people to laugh, and it just came off as awkward silence because there wasn't any laughs there, Bobo.
Yeah, I did. I think I heard some laughs.
Well,
yeah,
it wasn't really. Were you expecting more?
Yeah, I was expecting more. I wasn't sure what to expect with a small crowd.
Yeah. What about now that material you were doing about the neighbors? You think that's strong stuff?
I think it is. Maybe I need to rework it a little bit.
Rework it.
Yeah,
punch it up a little,
Learn from your experience. Figure out what worked and what didn't.
Yeah. Why don't you try it out down at the cellar?
Yeah, exactly.
Your cellar, not the comedy club.
I was just thinking.
Just go and hang yourself.
You know what? Exactly. The fucking BTK had that family had a better time in the cellar than the audience in the comedy cellar would.
Oh, shit.
Jerking off to their fucking hung child.
They have a horrid time in their cellar.
A bad time when Dennis Rader showed up.
Not fun.
So, Esty, the way you get on at the cellar is you need 2 comedy cellar comedians to recommend you.
Yeah.
Then Esty will look at your tape. She won't even look at your tape before that.
Right.
Just because,
okay.
She gets a lot of tapes.
Yeah, of course.
And then she puts you on an audition on a Late Show Friday. And it's not an easy crowd, Late Show Friday. You go on like third.
Yeah.
And a lot of comics don't do well.
Mm.
And I couldn't do it to her. But I would I would love to get him on there on a Friday. But I couldn't. I'd never make it through the tape phase.
Get the recommend and then...
I should just do it to make her watch this tape.
Be like, what is this shit?
I've heard this guy's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Really good. A lot of people talking about him. New sensation.
Yeah.
You think you got a career there in stand-up comedy, Bobo?
Yeah, I think I do. I do understand that's only that what you saw there was only the beginning.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Man, you did a full set.
And I think there's only one way to go, but get better.
There you go.
Really?
That's great. I like hearing that.
What about the fact that you only did half of the time you were supposed to do?
Well, what happened was I was trying to get it like short enough that it doesn't run too long.
Yeah, but when they give you 7 minutes, you do 7 minutes. They'll let you know when you're running long.
I know that, but I miscalculated is what happened.
They give you a light in the back, Bobo. You can usually see, ask where the light is, and then just look for it. And when you walk on stage, don't just start barreling through material. Take a second, say hello to the audience.
All right, next time I'll do that.
You don't have to say how you doing, because everybody asks that. But you can.
But you got to have like some connection to the audience. You look great in Jim Norton's shirt, though. I got to.
Yeah, you really did.
But thanks.
That's a gift from Jim to you, huh?
Yeah.
That
was nice.
I actually like that shirt. I think it's a nice shirt. Everybody I know likes it.
You know what you should talk about? Write a joke about how you were asleep and you had eaten peanut butter, and you woke up and Mr. Maloonigan's had climbed up on your chest and was fucking your mouth.
His little red dick.
Write a joke about Mr. Maloonigan fucking your mouth with his red dog dick.
I think I might have to work that about a prank that bugged me.
Yeah, that's smart. Write it down. Write that concept down. Hey, congratulations, by the way, on Ice-T knowing who you are. I think that's pretty amazing.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I think it's pretty amazing.
What did he say?
Why do you think it's amazing?
I didn't hear from Ice-T. I don't know. I just heard.
Well,
that he knows who I am.
But you certainly expect an A-lister to know who you are, right, Bobo?
No, I don't really expect A-listers to know who they are, to know who I am.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's lying?
Well,
Sam's saying you're lying.
I've been listening. First of all, on Friday, when I asked him, how did your comedy set go? He said it went fantastic. It went great. You asked him, he said, oh, I don't know. I think it went all right. On Friday, he said, I figured it was only a matter of time before A-listers started knowing who Bobo was. I'm not surprised that Ice-T knows who I am, and I think that A-listers will know who I am because of my comedy, not my radio career.
Is that true?
Well,
we have tape, Bobo.
What I said is I meant eventually they'll know who I am.
Oh, boy. Please don't do what you're thinking of doing.
Eventually, everyone will know me.
Mark Chapman, too.
Everyone will know me.
That's what Mark David Chapman
Yeah.
said on the flight over from Hawaii. Fuck.
They're all going to know my name. I'll pump 2 shots.
Yes. And he's not even laughing. That's what's even creepier. All right, Bobo, we're going to cut this short, I think, today.
Yeah. You're lying, though, Bobo.
It's already too late.
I'm sure if Sam has nothing to do with the 10 o'clock hour, he'll call you back.
It's been a lot of Bobo on the 10 o'clock hour lately.
I know there has.
What were the racial jokes, by the way, that the fake Obama, the Obama impersonator did? They cut him short?
Oh, a what?
The guy almost looked like Obama.
He did.
Yeah?
Almost. We can talk about that tomorrow. Bobo, thank you.
All right, no problem. By the way, Opie, I got an extra ticket to the Met game on July 16th. Do you want to go?
Yeah,
he'll go. Yeah,
bought away.
You said you wanted to go.
Bought away.
You're listening to the worst of Opie and Anthony. It's the worst of the Opie and Anthony show. Sirius XM.
I understand why a guy robs a bank. I really, even though it's a terrible crime, but if you rob a bank and don't kill anybody, you're going to do 25 years anyway.
Yeah.
So you might as well
kill
fuck
somebody.
A kid, so you might as well shoot your way out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You might as well
shoot your way out.
Well, that's why they have. That's why a lot of times they do go shooting because they know they're going for the rest of their lives.
And why would you ever look at the robber? Fuck that. Would you take a peek when you're on the floor?
No.
I would just look straight down at the floor.
That's actually.
Why would you ever look? That's the always the wrong move in every fucking bank robbery movie.
I would have to take a peek though.
You would take a peek.
See if his back is turned and then just blast the back of his head out.
Well, you got a gun.
No, they already checked you for shit and you're on the floor.
Check me. Guy ain't checking me for nothing.
I see.
They usually come in and go, on the floor. No, most bank robberies are just some guy that goes up to the window. No one knows the bank's being robbed until he's out. Mm-hmm. It's not like the movies.
And why would you be the dummy that pushes the button? It's not my money. I'm not moving.
Town. You see how they robbed that bank in the town? They just burst through the door and just start smashing faces. And
that's how you got to do it.
Yeah.
But why would you be the teller that has to nervously try to go for the button? Fuck that. You're not paying me enough.
No, fuck that.
I'm not going for the button.
I was in an armed robbery, and I did look down. And I told my girlfriend at the time, look down.
Really?
Oh, yeah, years ago.
What happened?
I was in McDonald's many years ago in North Brunswick, and the girl I was dating, her name was Tina at the time.
I'm getting chills.
And
seriously, that just gave me fucking chills.
We're sitting facing, this was McDonald's in North Brunswick, and it faces out. We were sitting at the counter looking out at the parking lot. And Tina and I are sitting, it might be 9 at night, it was late. And I see to the left, there was 2 entrances, one to the left and then the front entrance, which is to my right. And I see 3 guys coming in.
Uh-oh.
Or 2 guys coming in wearing parkas.
Yeah.
Ski parkas. And it was August. And I immediately knew
oh, shit.
There was a problem. So the one guy comes in. I forget what he said, but he's got a pistol. And the one guy comes over, he grabs me and my girlfriend. And,
Did he say oogly boogly?
Yes. He's like,
You got grabbed by these guys?
Yeah, but not.
How many people were in the McDonald's?
Not that many, maybe 12. It was late.
But they grabbed you out of everybody?
No. They were just trying to get everybody to the front of the store.
Okay. They were just...
So they grabbed me and Tina. He just corralled us, right. But she fell getting up. And he's like, come on. And I was like, they're going to rape her in the back. I was really scared about that.
Oh, man.
So we walk up to the front, and I was holding a couple $100s of her money. This was like, this is probably 1988 or 89. It's before I did stand-up.
Wow.
And I remember the one black woman ran out the front door who worked there. And there was somebody corralling people from the front. So we were all up at the front, and I had my hands up, and I was like, I just told Tina, look down, don't look at him. Do not look at the guy. Look at the floor. Look at the floor. And we could hear the guy in the back screaming, open the safe! Open the safe! He's screaming. And his pistol I actually saw.
Wow.
I was nervous. And the guy we were talking, who was out with us, goes, we're not going to hurt you. No one's going to get hurt. But then you get scared, like they're just going to take your girlfriend. They're going to, it's like, it was fucking horrifying.
Holy shit.
I never told that story? Yeah, and we're just standing there looking down
Jimmy
at the
did.
floor. Yeah,
I remember
We're
this.
looking down at the floor.
It's been a bunch of years, but...
yeah.
Man.
And, but that was my first instinct, was do not look at them, because you don't want to, you just want to be a piece of the furniture.
Right.
If you just stand there looking down.
You don't want to make that eye contact
you're
when
not
the
a
guy
threat.
goes, oh, fuck, now he could possibly, pick me out of a lineup or something.
Yeah.
Fuck
Did you
that.
feel violated?
Oh, what do you
No, I almost gave them the money in my pocket, but they didn't rob us. They did not rob the people.
Yeah.
They only robbed the store.
But did you feel like what after it was over? What happened?
I was scared when the cops came. Like, I didn't see anything. I was just so scared because a gun had been waved. It's like, again, now I would just tell them I did tell them what happened, but in that moment you're in shock. You just had a gun pointed at you.
Whoa.
It's scary. It's fucking scary.
Fucked up.
But violated. Hard to say because they didn't rob me. Like, the guy didn't. Even the guy who she just happened to fall when he was corralling us
he didn't rob you, but they made you do something that you did not want to do.
They scared us a lot, but it was a pure store robbery in the sense that even the guy who was out with us, he was robbing the store, but he wasn't abusive to us. He wasn't shitty to us. You know what I mean? I knew it. Like, there was nothing personal with us. We were just window dressing. Just stay here and shut the fuck up and everything's fine. This has nothing to do with you. And it
That'd be great if your chick was like, why don't you people get a job?
Great.
I would have raped her.
Great, right.
But that is what I was scared of, is that they were going to grab her on the way out the door. So you never know.
Like, let's take this.
And then the relief when they were gone.
Tremendous relief. But they ran right out. But hearing that guy yell in the back, he's going to kill that guy. That's got to be very scary when you're being forced to open a safe.
Open the safe, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't remember what he was yelling, but he was really fucking yelling.
I would forget the combination.
Oh, dude.
It would just leave my mind.
Boy, that really is one of those things where it's like...
Don't fuck it up.
Yeah, it was very, 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 very scary. But again, there was three guys.
Like Hamilton trying to open the safe. Open the fucking safe, hey motherfucker!
You don't know how many had guns. Even if I had a gun, I don't know if I would have pulled it, because
when you got more people,
there was three guys.
That's rough.
It was like, what are you going to do? Blast them all and risk getting other people shot? That would have been a tough call.
Yeah, that's one of those calls where it's like,
just stand here and
just be prepared, but don't do anything. Yeah,
right.
That's a situation where you gotta roll with them.
Because there was a guy in the back who would have been shot.
If you start hearing gunfire,
that's different.
Then you got to start, self-preservation mode. But yeah, you can't endanger. There's not a situation if you're legally allowed to carry a gun concealed. It doesn't mean every time something happens you pull it out and start fucking shooting, because you could definitely fuck the situation.
Or you can get yourself killed, because there was a guy behind us, and the guy. It was like they weren't all in your sight line. That's what was. But they were literally those guys were just watching the doors. They wanted to get out of there too.
Right. Wow. How long did it take for the cops to show up after?
A couple of minutes. The North Brunswick Police Department was literally a half-mile down the street.
Wow.
Those guys are probably from New Brunswick, from the projects, or from Franklin, which was not that far. But
were they African-American gentlemen?
They're black guys. Yeah, they definitely were.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's what I didn't say that when I thought I said that they would run in. There were three black guys.
They ever catch them?
I don't know, to be honest with you. That's so many years ago. I don't know.
Wow. Well, that's fucking harrowing.
Yeah, that was fucking scary.
All right, here we go. Brendan in South Carolina. Brendan.
Morning, boys.
Hey, good morning.
Good. Similar story to Jimmy. I was actually my first sales job and walked into a bank. I hadn't made a deposit because I was bartending on the weekends to get some extra cash. I probably had $1,500, $2,000. and was making a deposit into the bank and, you know, kind of chatting up the teller and had an, you know, kind of elbow leaning up on the counter, looked left and saw this guy walking into the bank. And I was like, wow, he's dressed oddly warm for July. And he propped the door open with a little footstep thing and walked right in with a ski mask, handed a note right over the counter with gloves on. I realized what's happening and kind of put my hands right on the counter where I could see. He was a little bit shorter than I. He showed the butt of his gun in his waistband, and, you know, 30 seconds later he was walking out of the bank with a bag full of cash.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Just fucking, you know, don't get involved with it, especially if they're
You're
fucking
get yourself killed.
Most times, I'm sure there's those sociopaths who want to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
But I really think most people just doing a store robbery like that with a lot of people in it or a bank just want to get the fuck out.
It's also the late night ones where a store's closing up and the employees are there. That's a dangerous situation because a lot of times they're just like, well, all we got to do is kill these motherfuckers and no witnesses.
More importantly, did you get to eat your Happy Meal?
I don't remember. I said, don't take my McNuggets, you black son of a bitch. I really white guided it up on him.
Or you just throw a McNugget at the back of his head.
Here, eat this, chicken lover. Things you can do that will get you shot. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Let's say hi to Scrambler in Chicago. Scrambler.
Morning, boys.
Hey, man.
Yesterday, my uncle was, two gentlemen rang his doorbell, dressed in snowmobile gear, you know, the coats, the bibs, and ski masks, and asked if he had any gas. Their snowmobile ran out.
Oh, yeah, you tweeted this last night, right?
Yeah.
I read that one.
And I talked to him. He called me before surgery. I talked to him real quick, and I talked to him right after he got out of surgery yesterday. And so he said, you know, here the shed's over there. Help yourself to some gas. And then one was black, one was white. He could tell through the mats.
Mm.
And so then they rang the doorbell a little bit later, and they got into, I don't know what happened to lead to the tussle, but he said he, you know, kind of got into it with one of them because he knew that something was going to happen. And then he got, like, you know, one of them hit him over the head with the gun. And they shot him in one shot in each of his inner thighs, and they missed everything, no arteries or anything.
Oh.
One went in and out, and the other one was lodged in. And so he had to go to, you know, obviously when they left, he called 911. He crawled upstairs, grabbed his 380, crawled back downstairs, and waited for the, you know, the police to get there. And he was 4 hours later, he came out of surgery and talking to me on the phone. He wasn't, seemed like he was all right for a guy who just got shot twice, you know.
Jesus Christ.
That does make Anthony look less nuts for having his gun on him, though, because your uncle had a gun. I mean, it's like you do have to have it on you, I guess, because people don't wait for you to run upstairs.
I don't answer the door without one. Like, if I see somebody knocking on my door and stuff, I'm like, who the fuck is this? All right. But then I smile and open the door. Hi, how are you? What do you need? What do you want?
I do that too. I make, you know, if somebody's coming like a service guy or something, I always make sure I got it on the hip, and it's, you know, I open it, you know, and that's the first thing they see. But I don't, you know, you don't talk about it, but you make sure that the first thing they see is the, you know, the grip hanging out of your waistband or sticking out of your holster, and you know.
Yeah, just let them know. No shenanigans.
See, what you ought to do is you got to be subtle about when you go, hi, sorry for the delay. I was just buffing my bullets.
Buffing your bullets?
Yes, whatever it is gun people do. I don't know. Do you ever buff bullets? I was washing my gun. I was washing the bullets.
You don't wash your gun.
No?
No.
How about you say, sorry, I had my bullets on tumble dry. I was removing them and putting them in my gun.
Well, we're glad he's doing well there,
sir.
That's a hell of a story you got, Scrambler.
Yeah, exactly.
People are just brazen. Those home invasions.
And, Wisconsin, the only other state besides Illinois that doesn't have a legal carry law. They do have a loophole where you can open carry, but you can't have it on you in your car or in restaurants or shit, so it's kind of worthless. But it is the only other state besides Illinois, no concealed carry law.
Wow.
All right.
That's something.
There you go.
Damn.
All right, sir.
Have a good morning, boys.
You
Goodbye,
too, Scrambler.
mister.
Let's go to Nate in Delaware. Nate.
Hey, morning, boys.
Morning, Nate.
When I was in college, I got a phone call, and I got a call from my dad saying my mom was robbed at gunpoint while manning their car lot, family-owned business. She was 40, 9 months pregnant, and it was a black gentleman. He came in, showed her the gun, asked her to get on her knees, tied her up, and my mom just said, please don't kill me, I'm pregnant. And he said, I'm not going to hurt you, ma'am. He stole a car, $100 in cash, dumped the car about 5 miles down the road, and they never found him.
Your mom got very lucky.
Wow.
When you said he pulled her on her knees, I was like, this story's about to get great.
Like, oh, great. Oh, shit.
My God. She laughs about it now. You know, she tells the story, and she had no fear. It was amazing.
God.
Probably look at life differently, right?
I bet she thought she was getting her fucking back of the head.
Let's say hi to Robert in Wisconsin. Robert.
Hey there, Bab.
A couple more of these, and we'll move on. What's up, Robert?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, when I was 19, I was a manager at Wendy's, and this 2 guys came in with shotguns with ski masks on. I thought they were just my friends fucking with me, so I kept pushing the shotgun away until he smashed me in the face.
God.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, fuck, this is real. And then they took me back, and I'm trying to open the safe while the fucking blood coming down my face and shit. I'm like, oh, man, I was all fucked up.
Why would you assume it's your friend?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You never.
Oh, you silly gooses.
I didn't think it was real. I was just too young and stupid, and I was just like, I don't know. It just didn't seem real to me.
It would be a great prank to pull on your friends if you knew no one else was around, but...
Yeah, exactly.
But
so
fuck.
just a cop comes in and blows your head off.
Yeah, exactly.
Just standing there with a gun. Wow.
All right, guys.
All right, man. Let's say hi to Charlie in Staten Island. He's retired NYPD. What's up, Charlie?
Charlie. Yeah, Opie, on the silent alarm, they got a delay on the button. It's like 3 or 5 minutes, so that gives the time for the robber to get out, so there's no hostages taken.
Wow, look at that.
Do they really do that?
Yeah, there's a delay.
That's a long 5 minutes for everybody.
I know.
Yeah.
What if they're abusing people and hurting them?
I don't know, but I guess they don't want a hostage situation, kind of like
Dog Day Afternoon, right. Okay, that makes sense.
Logically, I guess it makes sense unless you're in that situation, because you would hope someone comes immediately if you push that button.
Yeah, you need help immediately.
But why, Charlie, I got to call you out on this.
Okay.
All right, so there's a delay because they don't want a hostage situation, but why wouldn't there be no delay, but the NYPD allows 5 minutes?
Ah.
You know what I mean? So you know exactly when the button was pushed.
No, it goes through the system somehow. When they push the button, it goes automatically. But the delay is on NYPD's end, the dispatch end of it.
Oh. Boy, that seems like it could be a lawsuit.
Yeah, I think that they probably wait out. I bet they wait 5 minutes before they enter the bank. Because they probably walk. You could probably walk outside and the cops are waiting for you. I don't see a 5 minute delay. What if they're murdering people? What if they're in there spray painting graffiti or whatever they do? Guy who just goes off point.
Jimmy, I don't know why they do it, but I know that it's going
What if they're in there turning the chairs upside down and throwing the pens all over? Then what happens? And ripping the calendars up.
Putting the deposit slips where the withdrawal slips go.
Yeah, what if they're doing that using all the ink in the pens? Then what do we do? Go ahead, your turn.
See you later.
All right, Charlie. He's had it with us.
Yeah,
a little beep, beep, beep.
But don't be the person trying to push the button.
No.
Don't do that.
No heroes.
No heroes, because, the company doesn't care in the end. They're not going to give you a big fucking bonus if you survive the bank robbery and save them money.
I would be a hero, and I would stand up and I would tell them, I'm not standing for this, and I would point at the table. I'm a hero.
You think that would cause problems?
For my teeth, yes. One fucking gun butt to the gums.
That must have been something, just seeing young Jimmy Norton with his head down. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. Were you able to communicate anything to your chick while this was going on?
Yeah, we were standing next to I just said, I just quiet. I was like, just look down. Do not look up at them. Don't look.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
What'd
you say?
I said, what do we expect from you people? This is what we expect. This is why gentrification. It was on a long 45-minute discussion about gentrification.
A debate. I'm not going to debate you, Jimmy. This isn't a debate.
What's that from?
Fargo.
Oh,
yeah.
right, that's okay.
You're listening to the worst of the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM.
Where's the McDonald's clip?
Oh, well, do you want the beating or her talking about it? Because there's a lot of things
I don't
we can
really
go
know because I really have not followed this story.
Yeah, she.
It's out of Boston. I know that, right?
No, actually,
wasn't there one out of Boston?
Baltimore.
Oh, see?
Baltimore.
I don't even know where the fuck it happened.
Yeah, and she was in the bathroom, right?
Sure.
And
as a what?
As a woman.
Woman with a dick?
Well, I don't know if the thing has a vagina or not.
Okay.
And she's in the bathroom, and I think one of the girls accused her of looking at her mans, and then said that you look like a man, and just proceeded to start beating the shit out of him, her, whatever it is, kicking in the head, dragging by the hair, the wig comes off, and then pulling by the hair, kicking in the head, until this transgender person went into a seizure at the front door. And that's when the guy that was videoing the melee, who worked at McDonald's, said, "Oh, you better get out of here. The cops is coming. You better get out of here." So they fired him for videoing it and not leaving or not helping.
Why would you help when two?
Well, one fat woman tried to step in and help, but that was to no avail.
Right.
It's just this fucking, like I always say behave, but just fucking behave. And so many of these things turned up. I watched a street melee in San Francisco, I guess it was, where some bitch got fucking bashed in the head with a high heel, and she's bleeding profusely. Her tits are hanging out. They're in the street fighting. It's just some ignat shit going on.
It's great stuff to check out.
Chuck E. Cheese. On a nightly basis, I look at nothing but fast food beatdowns. It's great.
It's like an epidemic, you think?
Yeah, it is.
Why?
It's something that's just happening. Because some people don't know how to just behave and have patience. When you're in a McDonald's, you're not getting the best service. I'm sorry, McDonald's. You're just not. So sometimes your food order gets fucked. You're around people that annoy you, but you just get your shit and you leave eventually. But there are some people that just can't deal with waiting in line, dealing with a staff that might have forgotten something. It instantly turns into this violence. It goes from yelling this horrid shit to just throwing shit and then to punching. That's pretty much the chain of events I see when I watch the 1,000 of these that I have watched.
Have you been in a McDonald's recently?
I've not been in a McDonald's probably since the NEW days.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be 10 years, at least.
I went in one recently just to film some shit.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, Ant, I was amazed by the clientele.
Well, they do.
Because when I was growing up,
yeah.
It was a different McDonald's.
It was families, suburban families would go there. I had a McDonald's in my neighborhood, and it was a big deal when mom and dad would go, "Hey kids, we're going to McDonald's," and we'd hop in the car, and dad would call me a faggot because I'd bring my little puppet that he called a doll, and we'd drive to McDonald's. And
was it a Barbie doll?
No, I had made it. It was a puppet. It was a marionette that didn't have strings yet. I was working on it.
You made it from scratch?
Yeah.
Was it from a kit?
No. I just took some fucking cloth and
that's weird
and shit. And I wanted to make a marionette.
A little strange.
I wanted to make a marionette. You ever see him?
I know.
And then you make the X with the wood,
right?
And you attach the little strings to the hands and the head and the legs, and he moves around. But if you don't have the strings, then I think my dad was right. It is just what amounts to a doll.
So why didn't you get the strings?
Well, lazy. What do I know?
And what was the name of your marionette?
I'm a kid.
What was the name of the marionette?
I'm not sure it had a name yet. And it was just kind of a thing.
Did he throw it out the window?
Yeah, I think he did. He did kind of toss it, and he didn't want me to grow up to be a fag. Opie, I would have been a fag if I would have had that marionette that he said was a doll.
Right.
Yeah, so we hop in the car, go to McDonald's
without your marionette.
Without my marionette,
he threw that on.
Yeah,
Jericho Turnpike.
You're not taking that fucking doll with you. Mom, Joey, let him take it. It's a puppet. It's not a puppet. It's a doll. Shut the fuck up, Ro. We're all going to McDonald's. Wow, he said McDonald's. I was happy for 2 seconds until we hopped in the Rambler. Then we're like, oh, here it comes again. Here it comes again. More yelling and screaming. Yeah.
What happened at McDonald's? Nice little family.
It was
outing?
a family thing. Yeah.
When you used to get your fast food and go to a beach, that was a Long Island thing to do.
Yeah,
or did you sit in the McDonald's?
I did that, but as a family thing before I got older, you'd just sit at McDonald's and eat. But then afterwards, when you get a little older, you would do that.
What was your favorite fast food joint growing up?
McDonald's.
Mine was Kentucky Fried Chicken.
McDonald's. No, it was...
Kentucky Fried Chicken was number one, and then
Burger King kind of sparked up.
Burger King was tastier, right?
Yeah, that charbroiled thing. But then
they were tastier.
But then growing up to the point where, like, you hit 18, you start drinking, it's all about Taco Bell.
Right.
It was not Taco Bell. Holy shit, Jack in the Box.
White Castle. What's wrong with you?
Jack in the Box, dude. You get your breakfast Jack. Or you get your Jack tacos that look like they were filled with baby shit.
Yeah, what was that?
What was that? That was the furthest thing from meat.
Thank God you were too drunk to give a fuck what that stuff really was.
And then whatever you didn't finish, you threw against the window of the fucking Jack in the Box.
You know what that was?
And drove away.
I know what it was.
What?
They had homeless guys in the back that pre-chewed the food before they put it in that shit.
And spit it into the fucking...
They spit it into a big vat, and then you had a Jack in the Box worker scoop it up with a ladle and make your, what was it called?
The taco, right? Just the...
I guess.
Yeah.
With that mystery
taco meat. And then there was, when Roy Rogers first opened up, the clientele, not the clientele, the people that work there had to dress in cowboy hats and Roy Rogers uniforms, and had to actually, when you came up to the counter, they had to say, "Howdy, partner." And then when you left, they gave you a bag and they had to say, "Happy trails." It just reminded me of fucking Hamilton in Fast Times.
Sure.
It's all prepared the same way. Why don't you have a trout dog?
Were you an Arby's guy?
I liked Arby's because there was an Arby's by the drive-in movie theater in Comac.
Wow.
And we used to go there, and I liked Arby's until my sister had a tummy ache, and we all ate Arby's, and then she threw up in the car during
that'll ruin it
during, I believe, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. and she threw up in the car, and it totally put me off of Arby's for the rest of my life.
That was it.
Yeah. And yeah. But the McDonald's was, like you said, it was predominantly, especially where we were from, very suburban, very white. There was never violence at McDonald's, ever. And now they really are catering to a lot of ethnicity, a lot of Africa. I think they cater too much to African Americans, McDonald's, which if I was African American, I'd be very angry that they're trying to pump you full of horrid food that gives you nothing but obesity and diabetes. But they're catering to, they even have this special secret site, something 360, and it's all about diversity at McDonald's. And
I think it's black365.com.
Is that it?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I read that on a site. Yes, Iraq.
There's a lot of McDonald's ads now where they're just sponsoring big, like, soul and R&B festivals and religious events.
Essence Music Festival, sponsored by McDonald's and Coca-Cola. What's on McDonald's menu for the 2011 Essence Music Festival? Like, McDonald's has completely gone black. And,
seems that way.
You know, if you want to market that way, that's fine. But then you got to go with the repercussions of some people that I guess have grown up impoverished and disillusioned and strike out in certain ways. I love the families they're showing on this fucking webpage. What kind of stuff is going on there? I don't think I've seen any of that in my life.
By the way, the Boston thing was two chicks fighting over pancake syrup at Denny's.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Over the syrup.
Over the syrup.
What is 365 black? At McDonald's, we believe that African-American culture and achievement should be celebrated 365 days a year, not just during Black History Month. That idea, that's the idea behind 365black.com. It's a place where you can learn more about education, employment, career advancement, and entrepreneurship opportunities, and meet real people whose lives have been touched by McDonald's.
How is your life touched by a McDonald's?
Heart attack, stroke, diabetes, obesity. Plus, you can also have a chance to win an exciting, once-in-a-lifetime opportunities, some opportunities, I guess you could. So make sure you visit often. You just might get inspired. This word's like inspired and diversity and but meanwhile, it's a beat down going down. Every video I see, there's never any inspirational moments going on. There's beat downs.
Is that Nick Cannon? Did he graduate from McDonald's College?
McDonald's U?
Because he's got a diploma and he's got that cap and gown on.
Are.
I want to see one video of inspiration from this website.
Yeah, where's some inspiration?
Do they have a video section?
There's a basketball at the bottom of the page. Look at this. And basketball slides in. They don't really have it. Check out what's new at McDonald's. No, McDonald's.
I want an inspirational video, damn it.
Well, the only videos I can seem to find are ads for McDonald's, which I'm sure star African-American families and people.
What's in the opportunities section? McDonald's, the brand of opportunity.
Hang on.
And there's a young African-American gentleman dressed in a suit.
Oh, that's from the other thing.
Oh, that's the beatdown.
Oh, that's the...
That's what you... Oof.
That's a bowling for behave video.
Yes. That guy's it just says opportunity. Oh, and then there's a video. There.
McDonald's. That's where we get some of our favorite foods, like hamburgers, premium chicken, McGriddles, and, of course, the fries.
Yeah.
But we'd like to give you a deeper look into our corporation to see all of the business opportunities going on under the arches.
Our corporate diversity goals help build skills for professional development, allowing employees to achieve high levels of success within our company.
At McDonald's, we know that education is the key to success.
Vice President of U.S. Marketing Strategy is a black guy. All right, now it makes sense.
And many of our individual franchisees provide college scholarships. We also proudly support programs such as the United Negro College Fund and the Thurgood Marshall College Fund.
Thurgood Marshall.
The entrepreneurial spirit is part of our community. More than 1,200 McDonald's restaurants are owned and operated by African Americans.
They look like black zombies.
Jackie and I
they're horrible
belong
readers.
to the National Black McDonald's Operators Association.
National Black McDonald's Operators?
Generate billions of dollars in sales every year in our McDonald's restaurants.
Speaking of dollars, McDonald's also spends hundreds of millions with African American suppliers and vendors. My name is Erin Johnson, and I work for Baldwin Richardson Foods Company. We have been a supplier of ice cream toppings and dipping sauces to McDonald's since 1998.
Wow. McDonald's is your neighborhood restaurant. We make sure we understand.
It's not a restaurant.
No, it's not a restaurant.
It's a fast food joint that make each person special and unique.
A restaurant.
Our company
and
our restaurants reflect the people we serve every day. So you see why we proudly say that McDonald's is deeply rooted in the community, 365 days a year.
In person, in person, in person, in person, in person.
Keep fucking that chicken.
Yeah, keep fucking that chicken.
It's not a restaurant.
A restaurant.
Restaurant.
Wow, they have a black McDonald's owners fucking organization?
I don't know about you, but when I go to a restaurant, I'm not sitting next to a homeless guy that's taking a nap.
No.
Because he knows he could get away with it in the McDonald's.
Any restaurant, I expect to hear, come this way, and you follow someone with menus. That's a restaurant to me.
Right.
Not just, walk up and point at the fucking board and have some inept asshole behind the counter push buttons with pictures of the fucking food on it because you can't add.
Sure. And if your chair doesn't move, it's not a restaurant.
Yeah, it doesn't move. If you can't slide your chair in and out.
If you can't pull the chair out for your date, it's not a restaurant.
It's all plastic and bolted to the floor.
I smell bed. I think we got a bed going here.
That is not a fucking restaurant.
I don't see an appetizer menu.
No. They never ask you, would you like to have dessert when you're finished?
A light board. If you order off of a light board,
it's
not
you look up, and if you could order just by numbers, I'll have a 6.
Whoa.
If no one says you're
Chinese restaurants.
Yeah.
You could order by numbers, and you are sitting, and it sort of looks like a restaurant.
Yeah, but I think that falls under it has to meet this criteria for what makes McDonald's a restaurant too.
Right.
So I think if you walk in and it's not like a last name followed by party of and then a number.
Yeah. No restaurant there.
If you're using plastic utensils, it's not a restaurant.
You cannot call up McDonald's and make a reservation.
Right. If you have to go and get your own soda, it's not a restaurant. We could do this all day.
Of course.
If your dessert comes in a cardboard package.
Yeah. Vince from Bayonne, there's no drive-through at a restaurant.
Yep.
If there's bulletproof glass, it's not a restaurant. Kevin from Connecticut, bravo, sir.
Career development, entrepreneurship, education.
Nate Sack, is that how you say it? I always fuck up your name.
Yeah, that's good enough.
All right. Any place where you would rather eat in the bathroom is not a restaurant.
If you can accidentally throw away your tray, it's not a restaurant.
Right. Even better, if you got to fucking throw your own garbage away, it's not a restaurant.
Shit away.
Right.
If you don't trust me with a bottle of ketchup, it's not a restaurant.
Yeah,
If I have to pump ketchup like I'm siphoning gas.
No kidding.
I love the ketchup.
Yeah, how
pump.
valuable is that stupid ketchup? Just fucking let it pour.
Who made that move? Some manager somewhere is like,
pump into those tiny little plastic things.
We're losing a lot of ketchup bottles. We should do something about it.
I said if you have to pour your own soda, right? We did that one.
Yeah.
If it has a salad bar, it's not a restaurant. That's
Nah, restaurants have salad bar.
Is there any other good ones coming in?
No plates, no utensils.
If the dining area smells like mop water, it's not a restaurant.
It always does.
That's Dom in Buffalo.
Holy shit.
Good luck to your Sabres, by the way, sir.
Oh.
If you have to pump your condiments, we kind of did that one to your food. It's not a restaurant.
If you could win a free food item, it's not a restaurant.
Yeah, no restaurant I've been in has ball pits.
I don't go to a restaurant to play the McDonald's game. I fucked up my own shit. The Monopoly game.
If your salt and pepper's wrapped in paper, it's not a restaurant. It's not a restaurant if you can use coupons. If there's a retard cleaning your table, it's not a restaurant. Paul H. in Connecticut, very good. The floor is mopped while you eat. It's not a restaurant.
Yeah, I love that when the retard brings the mop around. You're trying to shove some shit in your mouth.
If you got to pay first, it's not a restaurant. Why do we?
I was gonna say, if my change gets dispensed to me through a machine, it's not a restaurant either.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about, where you get your bills back, but then there's like the magic change machine.
Yeah, the change ride.
If
it comes down and goes, wee.
If the change comes down a slide, it's not a restaurant.
How fucking dumb do you workers have to be like, you know what, we just got to get one of those fucking change machines. They just can't get this right.
Jamie from Puerto Rico. If you have to ask the manager for the where'd it go? For the bathroom keys, it's not a restaurant. If you could order a meal with a toy, Chris in Buffalo. Okay, good, Tom. Tom at PA. If your spoon and fork are one and the same, it's not a restaurant.
Yeah. If you have that spork.
Please drive around. McDonald's, may I help you?
Oh, God. No one wears a headset at a restaurant.
Not true.
Really? Where?
Not true.
Well, you want to
busy restaurant. I've seen like hosts with headsets on.
Really?
They need to be in communication.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
By me.
Matt in Iowa. If there's shit all over the bathroom walls, it's not a restaurant. There's a good one.
Yeah, if there's like a changing station in the bathroom, it's not a real restaurant.
Ryan, Virginia. If the fanciest thing on the menu is filet of fish, it's not a restaurant.
If there's two restaurants in one building, it's not a restaurant. Yeah, I love the combo fucking Subway, KFC.
Baskin Robbins is guilty of that shit.
They do the
what happened to Baskin Robbins where they said, hey, man, we'll just take a tiny piece of your place, please.
Yeah.
Let us
Help
sell
us
our
out.
shit in the corner.
Just some ice cream in the corner.
If there's an indoor playground, it's not a restaurant.
How about those triple ones where it's like the KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell?
Oh, yeah. That's the shiznit right there.
How about if you could buy food at a Target? That's not a restaurant. If you're eating at a place that sells furniture, that's not a restaurant, Travis.
How about Spike in Florida? If there's a garbage can in the dining room, it's not a restaurant.
If you're fueling up while eating.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, the restaurant.
Yeah.
Hamburger.
Hamburger. That's it.
Hamburger.
Burger.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
Quack, quack.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
I'll have the shucky ducky quack, quack, and a hamburger.
You're listening to the worst of Opie and Anthony. Sirius XM.
Sometimes when we touch, your honesty's too much.
You like that song, Jimmy?
It's lovely.
That I have to... Yeah, you like that one?
Fuck it, my friend will start, he can really sing.
Yeah.
He will belt that out, and it's so uncomfortable.
I bet.
Because it's a guy really singing it.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we touch, you know,
Is he good, though?
Oh, yeah. He's hilarious, but I was like, God, you can sing. He goes, well, I sing on the side for like in a cover band. I'm like, oh,
yeah. And he sings that one?
But he means it. The honesty's too much. And you realize what a terrible song that is.
Yeah, that is a horrible song. There it is.
I think I might have found
it. Who did this song?
I don't know.
Dan Hill?
Yeah. Dan Hill.
I love and I choke on my reply.
It's just a
very
groveling song.
You honestly, let me mislead you
with a cry. I'm gonna croon it. Who am I to judge you when the words you say are true or do or something?
I'm only just
the crooner. I was singing like douchebag.
The fucking Puppies does a cover of this.
I want to hear that.
Yeah. Sometimes I touch you with a knife.
Whoa.
The honesty's too much. And I have to close.
This song used to make me sad because I was in love with a girl in junior high that didn't love me, and for no reason,
a treat for you, Mom.
For no reason whatsoever, I tied this song to how I felt about the girl.
Oh, you fucking make me sick.
Yeah, you know why it makes you sick? Because you're thinking of yourself too.
Of course, I'm awful.
Faggot.
Please, Babe by Styx was my first song with a girl, but I used to walk by a girl's house with Iron Man playing and think I was cool. But no, it's because I know the line is when you'd hold each other and both break down and cry. Like you thought you and the girl were going to hold each other.
Why couldn't we, though,
and
Jimmy?
Realize your love?
But no, she didn't even know who I was. And I don't know why I equated this song to our non-existent relationship, but she was... Like, when I saw her, this was the song.
You would have both cried. Her when she realized what a drunk you are, and you when you realized you couldn't fuck other girls anymore.
You want to hear about Kim Jong-il? I found the list.
Oh, yeah.
It's terrific.
Sometimes when we touch... No, it wasn't Dreamweaver, you asshole.
Going to get Tom Papa. Good. Why do you have to go get Tom Papa? Why? What?
Oh.
Why don't we have a staff? We're still working.
What happened? You're on air right now.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
No one's here.
No one's here.
Can you imagine other shows doing this?
Be right back, guys.
Cry. I thought we were going to both break down and cry. Thought I was going to hold her. So the fear in me said, what kind of fear did I have?
Being called a homo for holding a doll? Maybe. You should have sang that.
That's true.
Break down and cry with you.
I know.
When you fall in love for the first time, you do dumb shit.
Oh, it was.
I used to like Open Arms by Journey.
Yeah.
And go, listen to the words. This is our song.
Did you think they described you, the lyrics?
Oh, of course. Ugh.
You know what? When you fell in love back in your teens and stuff like that in school, it was totally all-encompassing. Every second of the day.
You couldn't do anything else.
You couldn't do anything else but think about it. Fucking, it was a plague. It was a blight. And it was something that was fantastic and horrible.
Horrifying.
It was just
because then you would
terrible.
think about it ending or something.
Yes, and it would. But when you were in it, it was like this. It was so much more than it is now. Now it's just what it is, you know.
This is a good one, though. This is a good one, yeah.
Yeah,
it's a good tune.
Yeah, but
do you come with open arms?
No, I cheat. No, everything's closed. My phone is locked. Open arms, locked phone.
But Ant's right. You couldn't do your homework. You couldn't fucking hang out with your friends anymore. You couldn't do shit.
It was a constant adrenaline rush that you were constantly getting butterflies and whooshes.
It was a nightmare.
And then
there was too much pressure.
And that was when you were just alone thinking about it.
Right.
Then when you saw the girl,
oh, forget it.
It was crazy.
Oh,
crazy.
You looked like such an idiot.
I was a madman.
You mean when you were dating her or when you just liked her?
No, he's talking about this
fucking love.
This junior high school love shit.
I was in love.
Where you thought this was it, you would never see another girl in your life.
I wouldn't even look at it like I would look at other girls and think, oh, she's disgusting compared to whoever.
You're so right. You couldn't even see any other good-looking girls.
No, they weren't good-looking. It was like
no one else was good-looking.
No,
you couldn't even acknowledge that.
No. And then they fuck you over, and you try to break your arm in your garage with a baseball bat to garner sympathy.
Oh, I forgot. Oh,
Jimmy.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Hi, Papa. Yeah, I literally did that, Jimmy. I know. It disgusts
terrible.
you. But I couldn't really commit to it. So I just wound up bruising my arm. I'm talking about being in love in like junior high, and the girl broke up with me and actually went out with one of my friends. So I went into the garage with a baseball bat, tried to break my arm to get sympathy from her. Like, oh look, I have a broken arm. How could you break up with me when I now have a broken arm? So I took the bat and would swing it, and I kind of hold up. I bunt. I kept bunting instead of swinging away.
But that's
on my
your
arm.
body's own self-defense.
Of course it is.
Like
my
you want to
brain
keep
called me
going.
an idiot, but my heart said, swing away, swing away.
You couldn't really commit.
No, I couldn't commit to the pain.
I punched a brick wall in Geneseo over and over again to get the attention of a girl.
Yeah.
That didn't give a fuck about me.
You punched it in front of her?
No, just if I had like kind of a broken hand, that somehow that would make her pay more attention to me.
Yeah.
It's fucking
I one time
pathetic.
pretended I was in a fight. I rode off on my bike and like ripped my T-shirt, pulled the neck, ripped the T-shirt.
How you pictured someone had been in a fight would look.
Messed my hair up and came back with, I was just in a fight. I was attacked in the woods by some guys. And they're just looking at me.
Did she believe you?
No.
Oh,
I didn't look like I was in a fight. I looked like I woke up.
I think my broken hand idea, it would make me look tough if I had a cast, and that would somehow make her go, fuck, he's a real man.
I'm the asshole. See, we all had the same dumb idea that somehow some physical thing was going to make her emotionally like you again.
Yeah.
And it never worked.
By the way, E-Rock has decided to go with a love soundtrack in back of us. He's just picking songs now.
Yeah.
No, Tom, but Anthony made a great point, and something I forgot about a long fucking time ago. When you fell in love for the first time, basically like junior high, high school, whenever the fuck it happened, that real falling in love for the first time, where you couldn't do anything else with your life.
Nothing encompassing.
Yeah.
Nothing. You couldn't even hang out with your family. You couldn't do shit. You would just sit around waiting for the next time you could either talk to her or see her.
You had no idea what was happening to you either.
No, nothing. You were just being swept away by this. What the fuck is this emotion?
I'm in love. I'm not going to see my friends. My parents are going to be mad because I'm not doing anything I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just obsessing over this girl.
But we're saying it was too much pressure. For a young kid like that.
Yeah, you're completely out of your mind.
Yeah,
you're
completely
out of your mind. I was in 5th grade, and I fell in love with Suzanne Moore. She was freckly, and she was big, and I all of a sudden
she was big. Was she a fatty?
I had
great big.
No, she was tall. She was kind of
tall girl.
Yeah, and I have a picture of it, literally, of me. All of a sudden, I went from being a kid like a T-shirt to wearing a button-down shirt, and I rolled up the sleeves like just up to the arm, and then unbuttoned like to mid-chest, and I had like a little communion necklace that I had. God. I wore that so the chain would be like right in the V of where my shirt was on, and I'm like walking.
Very calculated.
All of a sudden, I'm like Don Juan. I really thought I was like Saturday Night Fever, like John Travolta.
John Travolta. Yeah.
And
you were like Travolta, but not in the ways that you thought. You were like Travolta on the steps of a plane. There's another photographer's looking.
Bidding adieu to a close friend.
Just giving a hug kiss.
But we used to go out. There's this little nature trail, and we used to go walk down the nature trail and make out. And it was so early that we didn't even know what making out was. We would just smush our faces together.
Yeah.
Didn't open our mouth at all.
On TV.
But all day, all night, I would wait and think about when we get back on the nature trail.
Would your genitals get funny? Would they get a little funny?
Yeah, would it jump?
Hilarious. They got hilarious.
Like, what is going on down there?
That's exactly. There was this girl named Donna Yankee, spelled with a J. I think they were from New Mexico.
Of course they were.
And they moved to Central Islip in the apartment complex I lived in. And this girl was, I guess, the grade lower than me, and I was in like probably 3rd grade, so this is really early on.
Yeah.
And we used to go down into the basement of the apartments and make out.
Really?
Which amounted to, like you said, closed mouth, just squishing lips together and trying to move your head around and look like Cary Grant.
It's true. That's all you would do is wiggle your head a little.
That was it, wiggle your head, and then looking around when you heard a sound, hoping, somebody wasn't looking.
Right.
And this bitch, this little fucking bitch,
broke your heart.
I wanted to keep doing this because it was great. It made my genitals feel funny. and then she started going out with this other kid down, Michael. Going down with Michael into the basement. I saw her and Michael go down the steps to the basement one day. And I'm like, what fuck? That was like walking into a bedroom and seeing your wife with another man.
What about, at least she wasn't going down with Leroy.
And as a matter of fact, in the Central Islip apartment buildings, there was one apartment that was just for black people. Like all the other apartment buildings were white people. They put all the black people in one apartment. This is 1971, 72 maybe. And if I saw her go down those stairs, oh boy, good riddance.
Remember that?
So heartbreaking.
Remember that empty feeling though you had when it fucking fell apart? Because that was a disaster of an emotion too.
And then
how do you handle that at a young age?
I had to stand at the bus stop with them, and I'm like, fucking, I got my dumb school bag, and I'm looking at them like, you fucking prick.
You're all sweaty.
It takes a little piece of you away forever.
Yeah, that was it.
Forever.
That was a little chunk taken away of all the chunks that have been taken away that made me what I am right now as I fucking sit here, a bitter man.
Oh, she's
afraid
the
of things
worst.
being taken away. That's why you hate Obama.
Yes, see?
I was so... I
Did
didn't
he go to
have-
the basement with Donna Yankee?
He probably did.
Probably did. That
Probably
bastard.
was smooth.
More importantly, how's the cookie, Tom? You just had one.
Amazing.
Oh.
It's really good. It's solid. It's a
not
solid.
too dry?
Exactly, it's dry.
It's too dry.
It's a solid mom cookie.
Yeah, it's a mom cookie, all right.
It was. It's
Jesus
homemade.
Christ. That thing's
Homemade
terrible.
mom cookies from Sam's mom.
Well, no, I thought they were like deli store bought, and I was like, these are good for like being in a deli.
That's great. Yeah.
I didn't know how to kiss a girl, so I asked Jill. I've told the story on the air before. But it was in 4th grade. We were like in the woods area. And I'm like, I want to ask you something. And she's like, okay. I'm like, you know what my favorite band is, right?
Oh, that's right. Oh, every time I hear this, I fucking cringe.
And she just ignored me.
She shuts up. She goes and Scott says she should have went Queen. Cigars and scotch always with the funny one.
Maybe David Bowie.
What? Oh, Chip. Oh, Chip. Don't know how to ruin everything. Oh,
that's
my
awesome.
God.
That's brutal.
How humiliating.
That's great.
I remember when I first got back, we would make out and squish faces, and then I just didn't know what to do with my hands, and then it was like, I went up her, like was holding her skin, like her back.
Yeah. Crazy.
And I went back, I was like, I think I got the second. Back. My friends were like, what, you took off her bra? I'm like,
nah, you were picked off at first.
Right?
That's what happened. You were outthrown.
Yeah, exactly.
You ran the wrong way.
You ran to the on-deck circle.
It spun around.
But speaking of which, you remember the pressure of trying to get that bra off casually?
Oh, for
Because it
God.
wasn't
Now
all
you're
about like, I'm going to
talking
just take your fucking bra off. It was like you're trying to work it.
Whole new territory.
Fuck.
You're 8,000 steps forward
Oh,
from
I
smushing
understand.
mouth kiss.
It was so much pressure. You never saw one before.
and
You
it-
had no idea how it worked.
And if she was a bit big on top, there was a bunch of snaps.
Yeah,
what
the
was that
first, like,
about?
training bras were just
Holy
like-
fuck.
like
It looks like
chastity
those
belts.
It looks like that final place they fasten the cables on the Verrazano Bridge. Like that final big block of cement.
And you're there with your little 9-year-old hand.
Just trying to get those 9-foot diameter bolts off.
Because you finally get to an age, like, we all know what's going on here. Let's just do this. But back then, it was like everything had to be like fucking undercover, and
you knew if it wasn't smooth, it was over.
Oh,
it would kill the whole thing,
kill the mood.
Because she wanted to make believe it's just there's an oopsie happening.
Right.
Maybe
this will work.
We had talked also previously about how square dancing in gym class was a sexual experience in a way, because you went to school with these girls all the time. You saw them, but you never touched them at all. Unless, you were going out smushy face with one girl. But these are just the regular girls you're with. And now you're holding hands, like you're all in the circle.
God,
so you're just holding hands with a girl was like, and then I'm like, I don't want Pam Bernfeld. Could you move? Could you move? Because I want that girl's hand. And
everybody was moving
Everyone's
around.
jockeying for position.
You know who the fuck you were going to get into the last second.
But then when you're like doing the promenade, and you got your arm around the girl. It was like, wow, I'm touching this girl, and you fucking, again, you're just like, you freak out.
I want to go back to the bra thing again, though. Because another memory. So it's 4 snaps.
4.
You get the first one done, you're like, all right. Second one done? Man. And if you ever got to the 4th where it just was unleashed, you would start fucking foaming.
Well, you get more tension on each one that you take off. So the last one's got a lot of tension holding it.
But sometimes she'd allow. These girls were weird. Sometimes they would only allow you to do 1 or 2 and keep the other 2 on.
Out.
No.
But if you got all 4 off and that thing went free,
but if it went free, you still then had to come back to the front and try and go up.
Right, and then you could be stopped there.
You could be stopped there. It was a minefield.
Oh man, was it?
Minefield. That's why this was the cure-all for the stop.
You got it?
You got it?
Oh,
what happened?
Oh, jeepers.
You know what? My goddamn template's ripped.
And by the way,
it's old school template.
By the way, you just dated yourself because Mr. Coffee's like square dancing in gym class.
Yeah, we did square dancing.
Did
in
you
gym
square
class.
dance in gym?
Yeah,
Tom?
It was before Xbox.
Well, it probably ended with this whole PC shit. Where like, look, we can't have fucking girls and boys touching each other in class.
Right.
Because like Anna said in the past, that's like having sex. When you're 11, 12 years old, that's like, holy fuck, that's hardcore sex.
Could you imagine being the teacher, like when all the kids came back from that class all sweaty, their eyes big?
Oh, man.
Boners.
Just fucking
boners in everyone's pants.
Pre-cum in everybody's
try and teach them about the Gettysburg Address.
Yeah. Good luck. Oh, they had to know. They were just...
Yeah, because you know what just happened the period before. You're like, did that just happen? Was I basically having sex with that girl?
It was like Pavlov's dog when you heard the motor that opened up that accordion door at the gym and combined the girls and boys side of the gym. You'd hear like, yeah, you're just freaking out, swinging from the ropes.
Yeah.
Just in heat, sniffing crotches.
Imagine being the girl that was the first one to get tits before
breasts.
Yes, I mean, think about the torture that girl went through.
I remember this girl in 6th grade. We came back from 5th to 6th grade. It was our last year at the elementary school, which was 6th grade. And she came back from summer vacation. She was tall and had big tits. And that was it, She was the one.
34 D's.
First name was Jerry.
Holy fuck.
And she was big, and I was looking at her tits once, and I couldn't stop. And she kicked me in the nuts. Just fucking kicked me in the balls. Boy, she really had a problem with being the only girl with giant tits in there.
There's always one that had to start it off for the rest of the gals.
Ours was just a wreck of her face. Like
nasty
huge buck teeth, like huge buck teeth and cockeyed. But the biggest boobs we'd ever seen. She was so popular and so hated all the same. For us, it was so confusing. It's like, do I think she's pretty?
Well, we're going to bring her in now, Tom. Let's get her in here. Oh, she's a babe now.
We had a girl, 34 Ds. She wore an army T-shirt, no bra. It drove everyone insane.
Oh, my God.
In school?
Yes, in school.
Power.
Crazy.
The power.
Was she allowed to even come to
Who
school?
sucked
They
them?
would just bounce across the cafeteria, and we'd all lose our fucking minds.
Did anybody get to suck them like anything?
Unfortunately, I wasn't in that circle. Google Plus,
circle.
everyone. I wasn't in that one. Wasn't in the tit-sucking circle, unfortunately.
Yeah,
no, she was like, she might as well have been 28.
Really?
She was so unobtainable.
It was so hard
to most of us.
find.
I think she was already dating college guys as a 15-year-old. One of those girls.
You know why? It was so hard to find a place to do anything sexually with girls in school. Like, where were you going?
Yeah, like when Jimmy said the woods. It's like if you could find some woods, you went for it.
Fucking woods.
Oldfields. I'll go
animal
to the woods.
Let's go to the woods. Me up Tree Fort.
Dude, I'll go local. Oldfields Junior High. They had that little pond. I don't know if it's still there.
The pool de pond.
And during lunch period, if you were brave, you went and took the walk around the pond, and it was smoking cigarettes, smoking pot, and people making out, which was like hardcore sex for junior high.
I got a brace-faced blowjob at Leahy across the street from
perfect.
Oldfields.
Harborfields.
Yeah, this is last week.
Harborfield.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I think Leahy was Harborfields?
Leahy was right across from Harborfields.
Yeah. No, Oldfields had this pond, and the teachers would go back every once in a while, but there was all sorts of, there was a system set up to make sure everyone knows the teachers are coming.
I went to Blydenburg Park once, and this was during high school. Blydenburg Park, and they were having a Girl Scout jamboree thing there, and I knew a couple of the girls that were Girl Scouts. So I went into their tent. I totally snuck in. Went into their tent, and they're hanging out in their panties and T-shirts. And I'm in there, and they were playing cards and stuff, and I just thought this was great. And then the one of the head camp leader things were checking on the tents. I had to lay down in the corner of the tent while these 4 girls sat on me to cover me up and folded their legs. And I just sat there with 4 Girl Scouts wearing panties sitting on me.
You're like a chair.
I was like, I wish she would never leave. I wish this moment would never end. Yeah, it was amazing.
You popped your own tent.
Oh, they did.
Meanwhile, they're in the fucking tent. They've had little period smells.
Oh, I don't care.
A few dumps that were wiped but not showered.
Gives a
Jimmy
shit.
always has to ruin it.
That doesn't ruin it.
Jimmy ruins it.
It was great.
Ann always had game, though.
I was staring at underoos.
That is pretty hot. I bet you the counselor came in and saw you and just jerked off to what a lucky devil you are.
It was a different time.
There were those moments. So we used to go to a cabin upstate, too, with these girls, and it was another place where you could actually have sex.
Close to the woods.
Cabin. Another woods thing. Yeah. And it was one of those things, though, where you couldn't sleep. You didn't want to sleep because that was wasting fucking valuable time of being in the same bed or sleeping bag with a naked girl.
It's close.
And you just, the second I saw the sky turn that bluish color and you hear birds chirp, and I'm like, fuck, man.
I'm running out.
I'm gonna have to get up. This sucks.
I'm running out.
Those were the ones you just wanted. That was it.
Forever.
You could die right there and be completely happy if you were 15 and dead.
And think about that. That memory is so burned in there.
Ingrained.
And all the girls that you've been with since then, you don't even remember.
Those whores.
But those early ones are so potent.
Oh, yeah.
Because you really had to work it. And
it was a new part of your brain opening up. You're just like, what is this shit?
You never felt that before.
And everything you accomplished was
science.
Everything you accomplished, every step forward was just huge.
All fodder to tell your friends.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
I was getting pussy all the time. I fucked 30 girls a year.
Shut up, Chip. Chip, I'm so green with envy about that.
I'm sticking it in all the holes. Getting them creamy down there.
Oh, Chip. How old, Chip? How old were you?
One time I was 4, I was getting them creamy, sticking it in. Climb on and just pound it until it was like Melba toast.
Oh, Chip.
Or those cookies.
It doesn't sound
we should probably break now.
No, Chip doesn't put a good spin on it.
Fucking ruins everything.
I just got a lot of puss.
There's such nice memories until you guys chirped up.
Were you guys lame when you talked about it, too? Like, we used to go, did you get patched last night?
Oh, God.
You said that?
Oh, yeah. I'll throw myself under the bus.
Yeah, he blew up Pirates.
They rented a Robin Williams movie.
We were so fucking lame. We were the nerds of high school.
I was patched last night?
I was getting shit. So it's like if you got patched, it was a big deal. And you tell your friends, I got patched.
You were Chip and you didn't even know it.
I know.
You got lots of patch.
Yeah. So many patches. You're like a patch factory.
A parrot and a peg leg.
Because it was all about just heavy petting and stuff. And most of the girls, especially Harborfield, supposedly had the reputation they didn't go all the way. So if you got patch, it was a big fucking deal.
Patch. I wouldn't have said that at my awful times. Me and my friends blew each other.
You'd be offended by that.
Patch.
I didn't say it to be cool, obviously. I'm embarrassed.
How
like
old were
that.
you saying that?
16,
For
probably.
Dirty Dancing.
I was a late bloomer. I didn't mature until my senior year of high school.
Really? The girls didn't come around? You weren't into girls?
I did well because the 10th graders. Because I was more on their level when I was a senior.
Right.
Girls my own age now? Fuck no, man.
And no junior high stuff? Or
a little bit. I was always like so small for my age.
Right.
I don't think I had pubic hair until I was like 17. I was a late
You were almost 17.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Paul.
Yeah. You was
That must have been nice and calming, like, to go through junior high and not
I didn't
be losing it yet.
I didn't lose my virginity until I was 18.
I literally last night had a dinner with all these, like, junior high school people. It was like 10 of us. And we see them every year. And it's all the girls that we started with. It's all the first...
Wow.
It's all the junior high first bra strap, and we're all.
Who does this?
What's that?
Every year you do this?
Every year we do this around Christmas. We get together.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, and the girls look great.
Come on, really?
I mean, yeah, for 40 they look great. And all the guys are just like still plotting because it's the first ones that it ever happened to. It's so potent, and even if they don't look great to us, it's just like the most amazing. It's like a model. We're just all plotting. How can I get them back? How can I get them back to the woods?
How can I get into the woods?
Are there some woods around?
But it's things you thought you forgot about. When I used to still go to high school reunions, you go back and you get right back to that mindset, and all these memories come back. Like, oh yeah, he liked her. They're still working it, and this and that.
And you realize you're not really that much older than when you left.
Nah, not really. Same shit.
Nah.
Did your wife go with you and their spouses?
No spouses allowed.
Hey.
Oh, that means you guys.
Wait, so it's literally you and your guy friends?
Me being like there's like 5 guy friends and there's like 6 girls.
Where do you guys go?
We'll go to a restaurant, then to a bar. Last night we just went straight to this bar in
the cemetery. Hang out and drink beers.
Does your wife get annoyed at that or no?
No, she doesn't. No, because for her we tell, and partially it's true, is that it's going to be all high school stories. You don't want to sit and hear about all the good old days.
About bras coming off.
Yeah.
First time you got patch.
It used to be just guys, and then all of a sudden the girls heard about it, and then they started showing up, and now it's this is the plot now, and I'll probably blow it. But in high school, we one time rented this beach house, we were all at this beach house somehow. It was maybe someone's parents or something, and it was just one of those times where we were all kind of screwing around. We just lost our minds. It was like everybody was all of a sudden like making out with people you never even liked before.
The Playboy Mansion?
Yeah, right, it was like that.
This is the worst of the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM.
What is going on?
This is the worst of the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM.
I've gotten so bad with needing my nipples played with. How do I get out of that? It's like my dick won't stay hard unless my nipples are being played with.
It's crazy.
Cut your nipples off.
Opie, that's not the solution I was looking for.
Well, we don't need them.
Connected everything.
Just cut them off and then stitch it together.
But I'm wired weird.
Because you don't take your shirt off at the beach anyway, so cut off your nipples.
No, because then I'll just go to diddle and I'll hit the scar tissue. I hate that I have to diddle them with my bent wrists. Diddle.
With your bent wrists.
Yeah.
Like a T-Rex.
I've gotten so
just
fucking...
like
I envy you that you don't need that.
Like this is a turn on?
The feeling of it.
They are getting hard as I do this to myself, but I don't know what this means.
I discovered it in my mid-20s while I was jerking off. Like I happened to brush my nipples one time and went, oh boy.
Really?
I used to jerk off. Like I would have, not that you care, but I would take my thumb and hold it against my balls tightly. Like I would have my hand between my legs and I would just jerk off. And that pressure against my balls felt good, like my ball vein. But then
the ball vein. Stop with your technical medical jargon.
I don't want to make it all sexy. But then I hit the nipples, and I just began to require that.
Like this.
Not like you're doing. You're doing it like Opie's doing. Like
well, I don't know how to do it.
You're doing it like I like a real light. It's like really light.
Like this, and that turns you on.
It just feels good.
They are getting hard. Is that turning you on?
I mean, when my nipples get hard, I don't know. It just. I don't know. I don't like when my nipples get hard. Actually, they feel like taut.
Look, I'm embarrassed now. I just got my nipples hard.
What?
Did you know guys' nipples get hard?
Well, Yeah, when it's like cold and stuff.
You don't like your nipples licked, Anthony?
No, I'm not a big.
I envy that.
Not a big upper part of the body.
You like them pinched hard and stuff?
Not really hard. I've
like
had
nipple?
them pinched a little hard. It was kind of sexy, but not really hard.
Nipple clamps? Any of that shit?
No, I'm not that far gone.
No.
I envy you guys though. You're just normal. Like that.
You know, we got
you'll get your fucking...
Yeah.
You know, we're fucking...
But I mean, just to not need your nipples played with. Can you understand how envious I am? Do you need your nipples played with?
No.
Sam.
I don't need my nipples played
Sam.
with. I don't need...
This is tell the truth time.
I don't need my nipples played with.
Like, can you just climb? Like, I can't just climb on and go chest to chest and bang like that. I wish I could. I'm so far shot. I've jerked off too much.
What the fuck? I got BO today.
Do you?
I like that.
Yeah.
Worn deodorant.
Are you pitting out?
Yeah, man.
Oh, boy.
Whoa. God damn, man. I don't have any deodorant right now.
I'm going to get some deodorant.
Yeah, I ran out yesterday. Whatever. Fuck, that smells, man. I did shower this morning, so it's whatever's happening. I have to. I'm a greasy mess.
I never shower before this radio. I just don't.
No, the night before. Night before, guy.
You don't got beautiful hair like me. And when I wake up in the morning, it's greasy.
Greasy. No, it's got to be night before. I couldn't fucking wake up that early and just start fucking moving around like that.
It's a 2-minute shower.
Shower's like fucking aerobics. Jesus. Your arms are up. You're going, you're shampooing. Then you're going to wash. You're doing things. It's too early to move around like that.
How do you stand in the shower? Like, do you
on my head.
What's that?
Crazy.
Just fill that asshole up with water. Yeah. But no, I'm saying, do you have a position that you stand in the shower? Like when you zone out under hot water. I like to zone out under hot water.
Yeah.
With like I have a red light in my shower.
Oh, nice.
It's fucking really great. My shower.
Chill out.
Yeah, but do you have a way you stand, or do you just kind of stand there with your arms at your sides?
I can't have the water just hitting my face too long. Even though that's a good feeling, but
having hot water run over your shoulders like that, just stand there like
your neck and
hunch your shoulders over, and just put your head down. That I could stand there for fucking hours.
Is that womb shit? Like the way people, I got the microphone above me and pointing down. And I'll stand there like this. I just kind of stand there like that. Like, it's really weird.
Oh, wait. You put
my arms crossed like I'm dead over my chest.
Over your chest?
And I lean forward, and I allow it to hit like the top left part of my shoulder and kind of wash over me.
You're a fucking weirdo.
I love that.
You really are.
I literally, for an hour, will stand like that. I love to shower.
You just do very different things.
That is like, what is... and only hitting one side?
No. I all get... You have to stand one way or the other. I'm getting, my whole body is getting it. I just prefer it on the left side. I can take it on the right side.
Like symmetrical. That I'm into the symmetry of the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's got to hit the back of the neck and roll over the shoulders, like very symmetrically.
It hits me when it hits me the back of my neck. It hits the back of my neck. It does go over my entire shoulders. But I could just stand there. There's something about that warm fucking water hitting the back of your neck.
Yeah.
So you like it on the back of your neck, too. It's a weird place to like it. That's instant.
Yeah, water cum, whatever. Warm.
I think your arms folded isn't too weird because,
it's just comfortable.
And
it's a little
you
warmer
keep
that
warm.
Way. Yeah.
The shower is weird. As soon as you're outside that water, even though you're still in the vicinity of all that water and warmth, you get cold.
You got to have your radiant heated floor.
That's why showering with someone in general just sucks.
You need a double shower.
You need a lot of, spigots.
You need a big shower, a lot of spigots. And you can't share, soaps and stuff. Nothing worse than standing there waiting, just naked.
And you're
just
cold.
You're done with the shampoo. Fuck.
One shower head, you get cold.
But there's nothing better than that soapy hand fucking grabbing your dick. Like, oh, well, now we're showering.
Well, that's a nice how do you do.
There's a fine how do you do.
I've never been jerked off in the shower.
No?
I don't know if I've ever jerked off.
You've never jerked off in the shower?
Nah, maybe once or twice in my life. Literally, I'm not a bathroom jerker.
There we go. Yeah.
You don't jerk off in the shower.
Oh, right.
No, I never really did that. Patrice has a very funny joke about jerking off in the shower and coming down the drain. And it's one of his older jokes. One day a baby's going to pop out, like how much he jerks off.
Yeah.
And I always thought when he did that joke, I can't relate to jerking off in the shower. I just can't fucking... So not on the toilet either.
Clean up so easy.
Well, on the toilet, of course not.
I guess because I'm an edger. And I like to spend a long time, my feet are all pointed out and creepy when I'm jerking off. I was fucking jerking off yesterday looking at the computer, and for probably 45 minutes, and I could come, and I just keep stopping, so I can't come.
You should get a kid in your life.
Yeah, that'll help you.
40.
Come quick. No, dude, that would...
45 minutes? I don't have 45 minutes for nothing.
But I would just resent the kid. See, I wouldn't help me not be a pig. I would resent the kid.
That you can't be doing what you want to do?
I would be a shitty parent. Thank you, Roland.
But in the shower is awesome. You got you got soaps and shampoos and body fucking washers and... The only problem is that when you take that first pee afterwards, I don't know what the fuck happens with the pee hole. Maybe we could talk to Dr. Steve about that.
Oh, well,
you get that
fluid.
Yeah, you get the cleaning product that's meant to take the grease out of the hair, and it gets inside the urethra, the urinary tract, and it'll cause a little burning, stinging.
But that's better at that.
But
every
the skin that's irritated, if you take that and you liquefy it, you can make wine out of it.
We're calling him right now because now we need to know the answer. Because it's a really bizarre thing that happens when you use those shampoos and stuff to whack off.
That's an irritant.
Oh, it's fucking, yeah. You learn that early on. Never use soap or shampoo.
Yeah, but it feels so good. You have to. But do you remember... you're done in the shower or whatever, and I don't know, a half hour later, you're now taking your leak, and you know what's going to happen.
It's burning.
But and you're just like, but I have to go. And then you do it and just, take the pain for a second or two.
I didn't get the pain pissing. I got the pain when I was actually in the middle of jerking.
What?
Like the soap got in there.
Right.
And it like swells up the around the hole, and my dick hole looked like it was going, me.
Like a bass?
Yeah, you ever watch that movie, The Sandlot, with the kids, and the kid goes, forever. That's what it looks like. It just goes the bottom part of it goes, me.
It's like in The Sopranos, the singing bass that they had mounted that reminded him of Big Pussy.
Yes, your dick looks like the singing bass.
How do you when you jerk off in the shower, you got to stand up.
What's wrong with standing up?
It's harder to do for me.
Standing up's cool though, because your legs get a little wobbly, which is kind of fun.
Do you take less than 10 minutes to whack off?
I could be a speed jerker, or I could take my time. It depends on what's going on, I guess. Yeah, sometimes I do want to take my time like anyone else, and other times let's fucking rub one out, as we like to say.
Someone's going a standing jerk with a question mark. It's like, yeah, there's the standing jerk.
Yeah, I've done it in people's over the years.
People have fucking stood up and jerked off.
Standing jerk is pretty common.
I think so.
Matter of fact.
Dr. Steve, sir, how are you?
I'm all right.
Hi, Dr. Steve.
All right, I got the question today. So we're talking about jerking off in the shower, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And, you look around, and sometimes you use the soap, you use maybe the shampoo or whatever else is in there to kind of lube things up. Yeah. And after the fact, in my case, but Ant says it happens to him during the actual jerking off, let's say for me, after the fact, half hour later, I now have to take a leak.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it burns like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And it's not an STD or any of that horse shit because it goes away by the second piss or whatever.
Yeah.
What is that about?
Well, there's now, does this only happen when you're doing the standing jerk in the shower?
Or is it when you're in the tub, too?
It's when you use the shampoo.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you could be in a bathtub and the same shit happens if you do it that way. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, well, I've had it where just if you piss after jacking, that it burns anyway.
Oh fuck! You better get that checked out. Boy, we're the doctors today. I don't need no fucking schooling to tell you. You got something going on.
Steve.
Well, I also think that a lot of times the ejaculate will irritate the urethra. And when you mix that with soap, your body just has to kind of let it flow and cleanse that out and get rid of. A lot of times the fluid will bring out the irritant.
The sad thing is that was exactly what I was going to say.
That's all right.
Now it's the voice and the diagnosis. And the...
Yes.
Why does the shampoo irritate your pee hole?
Well, a couple of things. Shampoo is detergent, and so basically what it does is it is a mucolytic. So it will dissolve mucus, but also, grease and oil, all of the things that are lubing up the inside of your urethra. So when you use things like soap, which, by the way, just personal experience, don't use shampoo outside of the shower and then forget to wash it off afterward.
Oh, shit. What happens?
Complete sloughing off of the outside of the shaft of the penis.
Oh, shit, really?
Oh, yeah. I was, I guess, 14 when I learned that.
Yes.
Well, that happens with a mucolytic.
Mucolytic.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a good instrument to play.
I love that's what he's telling all his friends. You know he got a hooker or something.
Of course he is.
And his fucking penis got all sorts of shit on it. Oh, so
I would have loved to have had a hooker at 14. But
we didn't have any lubricant, so we used shampoo.
Sadly, yes, that was exactly what it was. It's like, oh, this stuff's squishy, I'll try it. And then,
yeah.
But anyway.
Now, Dr. Steve, I'm learning from some fine young listeners, a bunch of them actually, no burn with conditioner.
Yeah. Here's the problem with conditioner. You have to keep applying it, especially in the shower. It doesn't have the staying power.
No, it's not that clinging, constant loop. Yeah.
So you got to keep reapplying the shower. Or what you have to do is stand
find a girl.
in front of the stream, put your back to the stream and then lean your head into the shower.
I like a good 30-weight motor oil.
Right. Yeah.
Good viscosity.
Yeah. I like a good exfoliating soap from Lush.
A pumice soap. Yes.
Yeah, you just wrap your genitals up with that and your angry fist, and you do it dry, of course.
Get one of those soaps with the sand still in it.
Yeah.
Go to town.
I got one from Lush, by the way, a soap, and it leaves a greasy film on me. I hate it.
Lush soap sucks. I know we did.
Shit, yo.
Well,
now you're fucking stepping on Jimmy's territory.
No, well, Jimmy knows. We went shopping together, and we all got our soaps. It's a classic O&A bit. We were in Washington, right, Georgetown, and we all, like a bunch of faggots, like spent a couple $100 each. I got like bath balls and.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. that means your balls have shrunk because you've been in the water too long.
Jimmy knows what a bath ball is.
I do,
Anthony.
Yes. What's bath balls?
It's a waste of time, is what it is.
No, it's an exploding delight. You put it in and it fits.
Like Alka-Seltzer?
Like Alka-Seltzer.
It's a softball Alka-Seltzer, basically.
Yep. Wow. And it just bubbles in there?
I guess. I don't know what it's
girls love
to
this
do.
shit.
Girls do it.
All right.
Girls do it.
I fucking take baths every once in a while, Steve.
What could that greasy thing be on the soap? It leaves a really... Like, I bought this recently. It's a big hunk of soap, but it's a film on me. It was fucking awful. I had to take it off. I had to just go back in the shower.
Soap is nothing more than fat that's been exposed to a strong alkali, and it's through a process called saponification. And some soaps will leave some of the fat. They won't go through the whole process and leave some of the fat unsaponified, so that it will give you that sort of skin conditioning thing. And some people like that.
Who the fuck figured that out?
It's leftover fat.
Okay, so
who figured that out, Steve? Do you know?
Okay, well, I'll tell you, it's kind of mildly interesting. Back in the day when
that's what we aim for on this show.
Mildly, right.
We don't want to raise the bar too high.
No, that's right.
Did animal sacrifice, or when they cooked animals over wood, the fat would drip out of the wood, and then and wood ash is a strong alkali, and so it would go through a process of saponification, which then would, you'd usually do this somewhere near water or a river, and then it would bubble up down by the river, and people would notice that it was cleansing. Before that, the way people cleaned themselves, like in ancient Egypt, is they'd take sand and rub it all over their skin and oil, and then scrape it off.
Ugh, it must have stunk.
Ew, you know how many how do you clean your balls? Wouldn't they do it with
clean
water?
Your balls with sand.
Oh, yeah, they didn't clean themselves with water.
Yeah, why didn't they go to the...
Awful.
Because oil would take oil off, so the advance was that now you've got dissolves like, so there are these fatty acid chains in soap, but there's also a water-soluble part to the molecule. So when you rub soap on, it takes the grease off your skin, but then it'll wash off in water, and that was the big advance.
Oh, Jim, sorry.
No,
we saw at that, what was that museum? The Muter.
The Mutter.
Muter, whatever it is, museum.
In Philly, it's a great.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ken.
No, that's cool. We saw this woman that had been buried near a river that had high alkaline content. And the fat in her body and the alkaline mixed together, and she literally turned into soap.
Yeah.
Like her body is laying there encased in glass at this horrid museum, and she's made of fucking soap.
Yep.
And it's a dead body. That's fucked up.
Yeah, you can make soap out of human fat, and we saw that in Fight Club.
Yes, Fight Club.
Of course.
Yes.
Hey, someone is saying that it's Adam in Wisconsin. Never jack off with toothpaste. Tried it as a kid. Huge, he writes.
Ultra bright.
Mistake.
Oh, God, that would hurt.
Huh?
Even worse. Vicks Vapor Rub.
It looks like Vaseline.
Yeah.
You kind of as a desperate kid wanting any type of lube and having no ability to go out and get it, you would do some things around the house.
There was always hand lotion around.
Really?
Yeah, my mom wasn't into hand lotion, but she was really into Vicks Vapor Rub.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You put that on your chest.
Okay, you get a little warming, and it's not so bad. And then for some reason, after you complete the transaction, the pain is just absolutely excruciating.
Wow.
Hey, what is in Vicks Vapor Rub that affects your nose?
Eucalyptus, I think, or menthol.
Menthol? Something like that. Yeah, your cock doesn't cough after that, though, which is good. Sitting there in your pants.
You know how many years I spent with Vicks Vapor Rub on my chest because of my sinuses? As a kid, I used to have that on my chest and under my nose all the time.
Maybe that's the nipple thing.
No, it's in the middle of my chest.
I don't do the chest. I go right for the nostrils.
I do
both. Shit. Hey, Dr. Steve, you like your nipples played with?
I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah.
I've been with women that really do, and it's wired directly to the brain and to the center that releases oxytocin, which is a chemical that engenders trust between people. And it's the same thing. It's the same.
Baby.
I got missing tocin.
Yeah, or oxytocin or something like that. You could make your toast in the morning or something.
Oh, jeez, Chip.
Right?
What percentage of men you think like their nipples played with, if you had to guess?
Say that again?
What percentage of men like their nipples played with?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, maybe, I don't know, half.
Nah, I think it's way lower.
You think it's way lower? Well,
I don't know. I don't know.
How do I get out of that, Steve? Hold on. I want to get out of. How do I get out of that? You said it goes to trust, which is probably why there's a mother-child bond during nursing, right?
Exactly right. And it's one of the ways that mothers bond with their baby when this chemical is released. The other thing that happens is it's a feedback loop that oxytocin helps milk release, but the oxytocin itself is a chemical in the brain that affects the way that we think. So there are some people out there that are abusing oxytocin. They'll have these oxytocin parties where they'll spray this stuff up their nose, and then all of a sudden you love everybody that you're around.
Is it a drug?
Yeah, and it's released during. Don't be laughing about what.
So what does that do for me when they play with my nipples?
That's what it's doing. Is it's really well. I mean, it's all stimulated. You're stimulating your brain, and it's an erogenous zone, and you like it.
Is that why I relax though? It relaxes me.
Yeah,
sexually.
absolutely.
Can I change that though? Because I'm relying on it too heavily.
Well. Like anything else that we rely on too heavily, it's best to back off slowly rather than go cold turkey, you know.
Okay.
Try a finger in the ass or something. Maybe that'll take the place of the nipple play.
I hope.
I wish. Have that free hand.
There's certainly nothing dangerous about it and nothing wrong with it, Jim.
I get distracted, though. It's too much.
Oh, God. Damn it.
What are you doing, Sam?
Sam.
Ew.
What are you doing?
Ew, look at nice nipples.
God.
Ew, they're too long.
That's probably because he's tugging them all the time.
Ew, he likes nip play. Dude, his nipples are like fucking three-quarters of an inch long.
Oh, God, it's disgusting.
That's fucking horrible. They look like skin tags.
Fucking... God.
You like that, Sam?
No.
Would you suck his man nipple?
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, Jesus, what's that smell? This is the worst of the Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM.
What are you laughing at already, Jimmy?
Just reading the Colin Quinn tweets thing.
Oh, isn't it great?
God. That guy is the funniest fucking guy.
Can't we get him on the air?
He's out of his mind.
Did we try to get him on the air? He's big news today. We should get him on the air.
Can I ask where this is? This from one of the papers?
Yeah. Yeah. What?
Just one of the quotes.
Or it's online.
Oh.
Soon to be in the papers.
That's fine.
Yeah, Colin took over Twitter yesterday, man. He's the king.
Yeah, he was the guy.
Colin Quinn is the king.
He's the guy.
king of the Twitter.
Was he really?
Fuck yeah, man.
Somebody was
He was making news and everything.
It's hilarious.
He was making blog sites. What, Huffington, I guess?
Yeah, Huffington went for it.
Oh, my God, it went to the Mail online
Mail
at
in
the UK. Yes, yes.
What dummies people are.
They are.
Look at that headline. I was into a lot of bad drug stuff.
No, he was. He was talking about Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
No,
stole Anchorman concept.
Yeah.
Colin Quinn jokes that Will Ferrell stole Anchorman concept and takes drugs.
But they don't think it's a joke.
No.
Because the media is stupid.
Well, he said it says jokes there. So
Yeah,
that's kind of that kind of.
This article came out later because 3 paragraphs in it says, however, it appears they just failed to spot a good-natured bit of joshing.
A good-natured bit of joshing, don't you know? Yes, Colin Quinn, comedian.
But this is late in the story because a lot of people were buying into it for a while.
What Jim's reading is from the Hollywood Reporter.
And the only
oh, God.
And the only reason they know it was a joke is because Colin got scared.
Yeah.
Colin started going, oh, fuck, maybe this isn't a good idea. Maybe I'll get in trouble.
Look at the headline on Huffington Post.
Yeah.
Colin Quinn rips Will Ferrell on Twitter. He stole Anchorman, has a drug problem.
Colin said, I think, did he say it on the show? He said to CNN, like, you guys are so dumb. Like I'm scared that you don't get it.
Right.
Did some of the quotes?
Read it, Jimmy. Read it.
I couldn't believe. That's what it just made me laugh.
Fuck my Halloween story. Who gives a fuck? This is way better.
It hit me. He goes, Ferrell recently received the Mark Twain Award, and it seems Quinn was not a fan of that. It says, anybody see Will Ferrell at Mark Twain Awards last night? Great for him, I guess. Like, who takes that seriously?
No, I know. Who the fuck takes that seriously?
No, I'm happy for Will. We never really got along at SNL because he took so many of my ideas, but he continued. That's his whole thing.
He took so many of my ideas. And the whole thing when, what's the Lorne Michaels one?
That's in 2,
okay.
and it's the one that made me laugh.
Yeah, that one's hilarious.
He goes, then Quinn escalated his comments by saying Will was into a lot of bad drug stuff, and I don't know if he still is. Actually, not true. I happen to know he's still very much so. Then Quinn goes on to target Lorne Michaels.
Target.
He goes, the years at SNL, Lauren really was kind of messed up over various things, and I was the shot caller.
He's saying he produced SNL during the years he was there.
And I was the shot caller.
He called the shots.
Who the fuck believes that?
Apparently a lot of dumb people.
Wow, we are really dumb. Oh, then in the last one, he said a couple hours later, Quinn seemed to apologize for his remarks, but at the same time threw in another zinger. I feel bad about the whole Will Ferrell Will Ferrell comments. I'll never mention him again if he pays me my residuals for the whole Anchorman concept. What
business?
Dumb motherfuckers.
Business Insider what?
Yeah, the headline says Colin Quinn may have just accused Will Ferrell of stealing the concept for Anchorman from him.
I hope Will Ferrell gets it. He has to.
Oh, yeah, he totally gets it. He absolutely gets it.
Yeah.
That's how famous Will Ferrell is, though. Like,
movie line. Colin Quinn tweets that Will Ferrell had a bad drug problem.
Yeah, Will Ferrell's got to fucking read that and just laugh his ass off like,
you hope
fucking
so.
Colin.
You hope so.
I would think so. You know what it is though? It's brilliant because first of all it's just funny on the surface. It's funny shit to read. But you dig down deeper and that's pure Colin is taking something like Twitter and showing everyone how ridiculous it is and how easy it is to take something that is social networking and twist things around and actually make people believe anything.
And everybody wants to be first to print it. So,
right.
Colin Quinn is saying that,
The feeding frenzy,
Will Ferrell is a drug addict and he stole Anchorman from me. They're like, fuck, we got to get this up on our blog immediately.
And they're reporters, but nobody does any homework. They just get these tweets sent to them. They don't scroll back through these insane
They're
tweets.
copy-pasters. They're not reporters anymore. They're copy-pasters.
That's exactly what you just said, Sam.
Yeah.
They don't do any background checking at all. They just go with it because they need to be the first one.
Unfucking believable.
They just don't care. They don't. Oh, you know how you know the copy and paste? When we mentioned Patrice, Bob Kelly is the one who actually said, and it doesn't matter, like Bob Kelly said it, but they were saying Jim Norton said, and they were using Bob Kelly. Now, I know some guys don't know Bob's voice, or they couldn't tell the difference between Bobby and I. And I get that. But when you see one printed, and then you see bop, 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 all these other ones printed, it was like, all you're doing is reporting what they reported. Like, you're doing no homework yourself. You're doing no original work. It's like fucking lazy, man.
Happens all the fucking time.
They're just lazy.
What else do they have to do during the day? They're not doing a radio show. All you have to do is, fact check.
Like, they can't listen to audio themselves. First of all, hear it's two different voices, but then just do their own homework and maybe come up with an angle themselves or use their own words.
No.
Terrible fucking
Copy,
reporting.
paste, get it up on the site, boom, move on.
That's exactly it.
Unbelievable how gullible and just, a complete lack of reporting. Well, Colin said it. And there's no accountability, which, that's the biggest part. Like, does it matter? Is somebody going to get, one of these news agencies going to get in trouble, or is the reporter going to catch heat from whatever superior they have because they printed something that wasn't true or real, or printed it like it was true? No, because everyone accepts the fact that if it's written down, even if it's on Twitter, it must be true.
Well, the stakes are too high, so they're all in on it.
Stakes. We got a stakes back there.
Stakes are too high. They're doing gambling all the time, just hoping, what they just read is true as they put it on their site.
Yep.
Sleeves has a Colin Quinn song. That's what Coke Logic is telling me.
No one understands him. Fa la 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 la
la la. Hair like he combed it with an M80. Fa la 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 la.
Jay Moore does his voice. Fa la 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 la.
Got skinny little legs. Fa la 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 la.
Breakable cancer fingers. La 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 la. Nobody likes him. Fa la 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 la. He's a dirty fucking rosacea Irish face. La, la.
You can so break his fingers easily.
Oh God, dude! By looking at them.
Well.
We got to hear the Sleeves Colin Quinn song.
Oh, who wouldn't want to?
From the Radio Ghost himself.
Leaves. Radio Ghost. What
RadioGhost.com.
Go chase some fucking leaves face down. I like to see the last shot, and that is him just going down the river face first.
You're leading the leaves by dead example.
You got it?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
It's buffering, by the way.
Someone's fired.
Is that really buffering?
It's buffering.
Done things. I mean, we all have. Am I right? Right, Colin. Completely right. Terrible thing that could never be taken back. This can never be taken back, Colin. Ever. It's ugly stuff. Stuff that I keep saying never again. Then what do you do? I wake up. And what do you find upon waking? Oh my God.
This is to me on this one.
Is this?
And I'm a big fan of Sleeves, but
I'm exposing him.
Anybody see Will Ferrell and Mark Twain awards last night? Great for him. Not bitter, but just,
What is he doing? What is this?
Get it. Good for you. Will was into a lot of bad drug stuff. I don't know if he still is. Actually, that's not true. I happen to know he still is. Very much so.
I have no idea what that
was. He was reading tweets. I was actually liking that one.
Really?
By the way, Colin tweeted, I guess, at the end, to all media, etc.
don't know.
Will Ferrell was not on drugs at SNL. I never even saw him smoke a joint. Is this what it's come to? With 3 question marks.
See?
I guess he had to because it's like, you know, he's kidding, but he doesn't want.
But it's a great way to end the whole thing, too. It's like
he was getting scared.
It exposes everybody.
Because Will would have fun with that. He was getting scared. He got some pressure from some people behind the scenes, I'm assuming.
Somebody just said, dude, you just got to say you're joking.
Yeah.
Just running with it.
It's a great way to end it because it's not like, hey, I apologize for this. And it's like, look, hey, idiots. Do you even fucking get this?
I want to see more headlines, Sam.
I was just reading some of his other tweets that didn't make the article.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Right after he tweeted the Lorne Michaels thing, he tweeted, "There's things going on right now, secret things, behind-the-scenes type stuff that I think will catapult me into the best of the best." And,
yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Feel bad about the Will Ferrell comments. I'll never mention him again if he pays me my residuals for the whole Anchorman concept.
He stole the concept. He wants his residuals.
I don't like the fact that Sam read one that I just read.
Yes.
And did the same thing I did with the capital letters. Put emphasis on it.
Oh, the whole like that?
I don't like that.
Yeah.
And he repeated what I said.
Yeah.
Already.
Oh, boy.
What's going on with you today?
Parrot Roberts.
What's going on?
Oh, no.
Yeah, you would be on Beretta's shoulder.
Beretta reference.
He's getting very antsy sitting there.
I see that.
You know who doesn't do that to him?
I see that.
Mother.
I'm sure he'll be doing Anstey's jokes soon, too.
Oh, and Jim sees. Wait a minute.
Yeah. You got to read the different tweets, Sam. You're reading the same thing. Detective Monahan heard that. Jesus. Quince, gee, I don't know. She's only 5. Come on. They look so nice when they're that young. I'm the colonel. I don't touch him. I just look at him.
Look at him. Shit.
So that's a big one today. We got to get Colin on.
I didn't have no. Someone I saw on Twitter said something.
Yeah.
And I just hadn't seen Colin's tweets. I wasn't looking at Twitter yesterday.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, it was hilarious. It's the perfect way to expose Twitter and expose these fucking idiots. Whether it's just another guy tweeting that's sitting around and can't fucking understand sarcasm, or these dumbass fucking people in the media.
There's a panic going on, though, man, because a lot of people on Twitter are getting the story before mainstream news. They're getting it out there first, so now what do? You got to gamble.
But it's also a mixture of real journalism, well, not even real journalism, like mainstream media, and just a blogger. All of a sudden, it becomes the same fucking thing.
But break it down. Colin's tweeting this crazy shit. What do? Do you try to call his people, knowing that everyone else is reading Twitter, and you know someone is going to grab it and go with it? So then you think to yourself, well, Colin isn't known to be this crazy, off the cuff type of guy. He isn't in the mainstream.
Yeah.
So they go, fuck, we have to go with this. You know, that's what's going on there.
I don't have time to confirm it.
No, because someone else is going to grab it.
Someone else is just going to run with it anyway, so I might as well.
Right.
What? What is that one?
No, just when you Google News him, once the articles about Will Ferrell stopped, the last Twitter fiasco that he started about Gaddafi is...
He's brilliant. And if you did a second of research, you would understand that Colin is never serious on Twitter. Ever.
We got Colin.
Oh, good.
Yeah?
And we got Bill Burr in studio. Colin Quinn, everyone. Colin.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Colin.
You sound
Colin.
You sound like a beaten man after yesterday.
Just chilling, listening to some music.
Oh.
What's he doing? He's listening to Bieber. He's a believer.
You love the Biebs?
I'm a believer. What's up, guys?
Bill, you heard about Colin? He's in deep trouble today.
Oh, I heard all about it.
Yeah,
it was trending.
Jeez.
Colin Quinn was trending yesterday on Twitter.
Yes, he was.
It's scary how stupid they are, isn't it?
It's ridiculous.
It really is. Like, you continually expose these idiots for what they are.
Yeah.
Just like knee-jerk, no research whatsoever. All you would have to do is search Colin Quinn's Twitter, and you'd realize he's done this before, and it's documented. Why take everything he says on Twitter as fact and print it like, oh, my God, he's accusing...
He means it.
Because he means it? Did you mean it? Oh, okay. I'm my mistake.
I started out the morning on a positive note, talking about the potential intriguing employment stuff going on with me in the show business. And then I just mentioned that Will Ferrell stole Anchorman from me.
Yeah, of course.
Then, of course, I made up the drug thing, so that becomes a big thing, the drug thing. You know?
And they ran with it.
But
They ran with it.
Did you hear from anybody? Because that's like, because you.
Yes, that's why I had to say, hey, man, you know. First, my manager was like, hey, you know, it's getting out of control. But then I was like, nah, man.
That's what we always do, too.
Man.
We're like, nah, man, we know what we're doing. Right.
It's good.
We knew.
So did you send out a tweet that finally said it was a joke, you fucking retards?
Yeah, but I want to hear leading up to that. So then the manager is going, whoa, Colin, and you're like, come on, man, this is all right. And then what happened?
First, my manager answers the phone to his credit.
Yeah.
They go, one site goes, we asked Colin Quinn's manager for a response whether Colin was serious, and he just laughed and hung up. So that was
Is that what your manager's doing, laughing and hanging
That's
up?
what you want your manager to
That's
do.
very professional. But
Yeah. When all hell's breaking loose, that's what you want from your manager.
He goes, ha, ha, ha.
Click. Yeah. Good.
I actually like that. Just
Me too.
treat them like the idiots that they are.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't dignify it with a response.
So you did Will call you or his manager? Because what happened where you finally had to go like, look, you morons, I was joking.
Yeah, because I know Will, and I know his manager. His manager's like, hey, man, you know, I'm getting like 50 calls. Please say something.
Can you please say something? I am saying something.
It was just about the drugs.
Yeah, of course.
I go, what is... I said, tell Will I'm sorry. He goes, he's on a plane. He doesn't even know any of this is going on.
Yeah.
Like, Will, what's your drug problem, you know?
Yeah.
You know what you should have said, Colin? You should have said, will he be mad?
That's a good one. Was that Chip?
Of course.
Well to the be.
It's hard to tell Chip from Jim these days.
Yeah, really. I can't even argue with him.
So Will Ferrell, have you heard from Will Ferrell at all?
No.
No.
I don't want to... But really, you know, what's he going to say, you know?
Well, I don't know. That's just it.
Anchorman was my whole thing, you know?
So you're still not letting that one go, are you?
No, I was like, hey, I'm Ron Burgundy. I would come in the office joking around like that.
Same name and everything. Wow.
My favorite tweet was when you said that like Lauren was falling apart and you were calling the shots.
The shots.
Yeah, and people were tweeting back at me like, you won't call in shit, you know. But, of course, even in a couple of media things, you know, Colin Quinn claims that he was, you know, running SNL secretly, you know.
Yeah.
What dummies.
They're just stupid.
That was the tweet that got them, that I was calling the shots over at SNL.
Yeah.
But it's amazing how stupid they are. Like, they literally just, like we said before, copy and paste what some other person has written or a blogger, and they don't do any homework or read the context in which these tweets are written.
No.
Thanks for adding to that.
That was your turn, Colin.
Yeah, exactly.
That was your turn.
I fucking hit the ball.
Was the setup.
I hit the ball over the net. What?
It's hard when you're not in the studio.
Yeah, it is.
You feel out of the loop. You feel like... I feel like everybody's sitting there after each silence going, okay, let's get off this goddamn phone now.
No.
A few people have rolled their eyes, but that's about it, really.
Do you know Colin could do that again today, and people will still just think he's for real?
Yeah.
Like, they're idiots. They do no research whatsoever. How many followers do you lose?
Well, at first I lost 800 at the beginning, but then I got a couple more. Now I'm back. I'm almost even to where I started yesterday.
It's like like Twitter blackjack.
Yeah, I'm about even.
His Twitter stats is like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
You're insane.
Yeah.
Every time you're finally over 100,000, but every time you got close, you decide to blow it up and lose.
But this is how
2,000
Twitter
to 3,000.
This is exactly how Twitter should be used. Like, anyone who takes it seriously is an asshole. Mm-hmm. I mean, Colin is mocking the whole thing. I love it.
The best is when, like, some guy, like, attacks, you know, like some guy attacks for me, and they start attacking some poor idiot that doesn't get it. And, like, they just ruin them. Like some girl yesterday was like, sounds like somebody's jealous, you know?
Yeah.
Spreading negativity makes you look like a fool. And guys are like, shut up, you dirty hole.
They react to a spitball with a howitzer.
One guy just writes back, AIDS.
That's probably one of ours.
Yeah, probably. You think?
I'm being polite.
You think so?
Yeah.
I love those people who try to get philosophical and teach you a life lesson through a tweet.
In 140 characters, you're going to get enlightened.
You know, as Confucius always said. Shut the fuck up.
You think Confucius used the letters U-R for your... And, you know,
yeah, when he was trying to write UL.
Very funny, Jimmy.
That was a good one.
Ooh, that's it. Look at the big book out there from Chris Matthews.
Yeah.
The scumbag who wouldn't come on our show.
Talk about JFK. It's really. That's what we need, another book about JFK, because we don't know every fucking thing. Did you know he fucked Marilyn?
Why would he come on your show?
Because he's a douchebag. That's why.
He was booked, and then a dumb excuse was had.
Yeah.
Which means he found out, I guess, who we are or something.
Yeah, his publicist probably listened to the show.
Yeah, it was like, oh, shit. You don't want to go on on that show.
Yeah, they'll actually read your book and then tell you what they think of it. And they don't care about your influence in this business.
It's a look inside his childhood.
Oh.
Yeah,
Gives a shit.
A privileged fucking childhood.
What's that?
He's from Philly.
No, we mean JFK.
Oh. I read a book about it when I was a little kid. I know. By the way, I know I'm going to get disconnected by you are for this. When I was a little kid, because you guys are going to be signaling.
Yay!
No.
I read a book about JFK, and it really was quite an impacting book. It was like he used to eat toast. He had a fight. He had a piece of toast, and he got on the bus and he had a fight with a kid who turned out to be his best friend.
That's always a nice way to start things off.
Humorous anecdote.
Yeah, I wish you were here yesterday. We could have had Chris Matthews in, done an hour on that. So the toast incident, Chris, did you write about that? Go. Hey, you
use toast as a metaphor for what JFK was.
Yeah, like he was wearing toast on his head and it got shut off.
A bunch of jelly, jelly on it.
Someone threw butter from the grassy knoll.
Well, the only uncalled for thing yesterday was in the middle of each Twitter war and all these media things was once in a while somebody would just trash and go, and by the way, Voss stinks.
Voss never gets off unscathed.
But by the way, Carl, this is why.
He did that.
This is why I told you shouldn't have. You should have gone on Piers Morgan without warning that producer. You should have just on TV just said it's a joke. You should have shamed them. You were too nice.
That was for the other one, yeah.
I know, but I'm saying you should have shamed them publicly.
Unbelievable.
How about the fact that I get off the N train? I had to go do a thing.
Oh, don't call it that.
Thing and
oh.
I get off the N train.
Everyone knows that's the D.
Of course.
About 11:30 at night, I come up my station. There's a picture of Bill Burr on the middle of the Carnegie.
I love it. I would love to see that picture of your face.
Did you just look down at your phone real quick and not look up until you were on 56th?
No, I just took my phone and I made somebody take a picture of my face over his.
I don't think we could believe anything Colin says anymore.
No.
A confirmed Twitter liar.
Nothing but lies.
Just a phony baloney.
Yep.
Yeah. Mr. Quinn.
Well, yeah, you better go back to tweeting or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Colin, you could have been uplifting with your fame instead of spreading all that negativity.
You're right. Like one of the Kardashians. That's why they have 10 million followers, because they put in positivity.
Yeah. What was your?
But I started the morning on some positive notes. I was saying really good stuff.
What was your favorite headline you read yesterday about yourself?
I don't know. I didn't really. What is it? Colin Quinn slams. Let's see what this one says. Colin Quinn tweets that Will Ferrell had a bad drug problem. Then they go over my timeline, and they even have my early day, like in the early part of the day.
Yeah.
I was tweeting, like, feeling a lot of good things going on in the world right now for me. A lot of positivity. And they, tweet those, too.
Why did
they don't even explain, why.
Why you said that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
bunch of idiots.
Can they look at you and realize you couldn't feel good?
No, they know he's joking around. They're just taking it seriously. So
they're
pandering to the morons.
Something to talk about, yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. You think that plays into it, too? They don't care if it's right?
Then when I'm working in Walmart someday after a crummy gig in the road, some old lady's going to throw something at me. You leave Will Ferrell alone.
I just love that he just said crummy, like he was on Leave It to Beaver.
Crummy. Gee, Beav. That's crummy. That guy's a creep or something.
Yeah, they're all sticks in the mud, Carl. Don't be such a wet end.
What's a wet end?
What's a wet end? It's just like a
I don't
drip.
know if I heard that one before.
You drip,
Yeah, it's like a drip.
Yeah, you love that expression. Drip, wet noodle.
Drip is
noodle
great.
I like. Yep.
Well,
Colin, congratulations on the big fame thing yesterday.
Thanks. Why didn't it? You would think it would have increased my Twitter followers by 7-fold.
No.
That is broke even.
Yeah.
Cash in and just walk out.
Yeah,
I'm really a non-event.
Turns out to be a non-event.
I'm a living non-event.
You get headlines all over the country and the world.
You're on
and
the
you
mail.
can't get more followers. Yeah, that proves that Twitter's just bullshit.
I get headlines about Twitter, and I still don't get
Yeah, exactly. It's a Twitter thing.
Horrendous.
It's very funny, though.
He goes horrendous.
All right, Colin. Thank you for the update. Thanks for the exclusive interview, by the way.
We had the exclusive first words.
The best with the Chris Matthews interview.
Did we call and wake you up?
What a burn. Yeah, well, you guys called early this morning. I mean, you really should be more considerate, you know. It's on the early hours.
Colin Quinn trashes Jimmy Norton.
Yeah.
That wouldn't even make the fucking O&A news. You think you're a non-event.
In O&A news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy did say your fingers are very brittle.
Yes,
they look like they could snap very easily.
We were just saying things about your physical appearance which weren't necessarily complimentary.
When the hell was that?
Earlier today when you didn't pick up the phone.
Yeah, we got very angry.
At 6:15, you guys get angry?
Yeah, we got very angry. You didn't pick up your phone at 6:15.
Heaven's sakes.
Jimmy said I had old Irish lady's fingers.
Yeah, we just would pick
cancer or something.
Well, there was a song. There was a song that this guy did about you, so we were just we were just adding lines to it.
Really? Was it a nice song?
No, it was stupid.
It wasn't
It wasn't a nice song.
It was dumb.
He sang your tweets from yesterday, I think.
Oh. Well, it happens, you know.
I should get some fucking royalty money from him.
Yeah, someone will tweet you the link if you want to check it out for yourself.
You won't want to.
Yeah.
No, I don't, because by the time I get to it, somebody's going to mess around, and suddenly it'll be about my brittle fingers and all that.
Yeah, you don't need people futzing around with that.
No, that's right, Jim. I don't.
All right, buddy.
All right, Pally.
All right, well, I hope you guys have a great rest of the show,
So
and I
do
hope
I.
Bill and Jim have a strained breakfast afterwards.
Jesus.
All right, buddy.
All right, Colin.
See you,
Colin,
Colin.
everyone.
You're listening to the worst of the Opie and Anthony Show, right here on Sirius XM.
We made the Chilean news, and it has something to do with Eddie Vedder. You remember the guy from, what's the name of the show?
Mi nombre es.
Mi nombre es.
Mi hombre es.
Mi nombre es.
Mi nombre es.
Mi hombre es.
Mi nombre.
es.
Why mi nombre?
Hombre is
That's how you
something
say
else.
Name.
Hombre would be.
I thought hombre was name.
Pistolero?
No. I took 6 years of Spanish.
Mi
Hombre's name.
pistolero es.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
It's incorrect.
Hombre.
Nombre.
Mi nombre es.
Mi nombre es.
Which is this Chilean show where these guys try
Chilean.
Chilean.
They're saying, someone said Chilean. Is it cold in there?
Did I say Chilean?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
Chilean.
Oh, I'm sorry. Chilean.
Chile.
Chile. Yeah, they did a follow-up story on this guy, I guess.
Yeah, this guy sounds just like Eddie Vedder, and we made the, what? Chilean?
Chile.
The Chile. Ooh.
The Chile news.
The news from Chile. The Chile news.
We made the news, and they used some audio from our show.
Well, because the story was about Chris Cornell recognizing the talents of this singer, and they used the YouTube footage that the Sirius XM team had uploaded of our show.
Right on, let's hear it.
On the ceiling, on a
This is the sound of life, which is just
Gracias a
ridiculously
YouTube,
amazing.
Chris Cornell, uno de los cantantes más cercanos a Eddie Vedder, vio la presentación de Javier cuando en un programa de radio en Estados Unidos se la mostraron.
United States Radio, satellite radio.
Oh my God, that's pretty amazing.
I swear I thought they were.
And they're sitting listening and getting ready to judge it.
Yeah.
That'll be worth doing at an actual program show just for a minute.
I know, right?
Come out and just see everybody look confused.
No me pasé nunca por la mente, ¿cachai? Que podía llegar a...
And now they're talking to the guy.
He can't believe it.
He's like, oh my God.
Su voz sorprendió
Is that what he's saying?
al líder
Oh,
de
yeah.
Soundgarden, y hasta el día de hoy.
Do you know
es
Spanish,
una
Sam?
revolución en-
Un poco.
Then tell us what the fuck this guy's saying. He's smiling, so he enjoyed the fact that Chris Cornell is digging him.
He's
and his
speaking
Eddie Vedder
Chilean,
impression.
so there's some differences, but...
Different dialect that you don't quite get.
Yeah.
Is it
It's
some of
like
that-
Klingon at the Geek Fests that you go to.
Where the fuck is Mars? We finally need him. Get
He
that,
doesn't know how to speak Spanish. I can probably
please.
speak
get
Spanish
that
better
dirty
than Mars
you know
at this
what
point.
in here.
Oh,
What do you mean he doesn't know?
He doesn't know anything about Spanish.
like, damn, that's a good language.
Damn, he talks good.
You don't know Spanish?
No, he doesn't know Spanish. He knows Spanish worse than he knows English, and he
How
can't
do
speak
you not
English.
know Spanish?
You don't know Spanish?
He doesn't really know Spanish well.
Motherfucker has no idea what he's talking about.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
He's a good liar.
Oh, shit.
All right. Well, translate this shit for us. Go back to the Chris Cornell right after the Chris Cornell
he
part.
has no idea. He's going to make it up.
All right there is good.
Yeah,
right.
so we had subtitles.
Now, you know how I'm gonna do what they do on TV. I'm gonna turn down the audio a little bit so the Spanish is in the background, and you're gonna translate as best you can.
That's good.
Okay. All right, here we go. Get ready.
And just see everybody look confused.
No me pasé nunca por la mente, ¿cachai? Que podía llegar a él a ver, ¿cachai? Mi presentación.
Su voz.
Stop. He says...
No, that's not how it works.
You ever see a translator at like the UN or something, or on TV? They have the guy giving the speech, and at the same time, the translator is talking.
Yeah.
With the underlying speech going on underneath.
Yeah. That's going nowhere right now. That's not going to happen.
No?
No.
Oh, you're not that good?
I have to stop and I translate.
His Spanish isn't that strong.
All right. No, because I got... Whatever. He says it never crossed his mind or imagined that it could have gone up to that level.
Well,
damn, that's a good translation.
All right, let's continue. So far, so good.
Sorprendió al líder de Soundgarden y hasta el día de hoy es una revolución en las redes sociales. Este fue el primer grupo que se creó en Facebook para apoyarlo y en una semana tenía 7,000 seguidores.
Bueno. If you don't have the word Soundgarden in your translation, you're fired. It's the only word I recognize.
But she said a lot. Can you go back just a little bit?
No. We don't want to spend all day on this.
Basically what she's saying
Yeah,
is...
summarize.
Go
I heard
back.
7,000
Just
followers.
go back a little bit. There, go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Líder de Soundgarden y hasta el día de hoy es una revolución en las redes sociales. Este fue el primer grupo que se creó en Facebook para apoyarlo y en una semana tenía 7,000 seguidores.
So this is the first time that they used Soundgarden, and it became a social event where there was the first group that used Facebook to reach out to the people.
It was a revolutionary.
Yeah, he didn't get that right at all. I mean, that didn't even make sense what she said. First time they used Soundgarden. They didn't use it.
Facebook.
You said this is the first time they've used
Soundgarden used Facebook too.
This is the first time Soundgarden's ever been on Facebook.
What?
No, that's
what are you doing? That translation is completely wrong.
It's horrible. What are you saying?
This is either the worst news network ever, or the translation's completely wrong.
Maybe this is some dumb college news station. Then
He's saying Soundgarden is leading the Facebook revolution.
Wait, what? All right, go back. Go back.
We do have someone on line 3 though that says that they could translate because that idiot doesn't know anything.
Give him another chance with Soundgarden being the first something.
Yeah. She speaks fast.
Whatever.
She speaks fast. Damn, she's a good speaker.
All right, go ahead.
Su voz sorprendió al líder de Soundgarden.
His voice surprised the leader of Soundgarden.
That's not at all what you said before.
Yeah, I
El
know.
día de hoy es una revolución en las redes sociales.
Okay.
Este fue el primer grupo que se creó en Facebook para apoyarlo.
Go.
En una semana tenía
Right there.
7,000 seguidores.
Okay. See, this is the first group that used Facebook to be supported, and the first
who
week
was?
it had...
I think she pointed...
Soundgarden wasn't the first.
What she's saying is, this is what she said. She said this is the first Facebook group for him, and in a week had 7,000 followers.
Okay, so this is his Facebook.
His Facebook.
Has nothing to do with
Not
Soundgarden.
No.
A Facebook page for him.
That is the first group that was made to support
All right,
him.
hold on. We got
Not Soundgarden.
We got G. Is it G or G?
It's G.
G. What's up, G?
Yeah.
I think Sam got it right.
That's
Sam got it right.
And Marge is like, no, you said Soundgarden was revolutionizing Facebook or something. Right.
You're talking to that Puerto Rican dummy.
Oh, wow. You're going to take that, Mars?
That's not nice.
Damn, that's a good insult.
All right, G, stay on the line. And Sam, shut up, because you obviously know more Spanish than you're leading on to.
Well,
you just wanted to set Mars up.
Actually, you could pretty much...
And you know why?
He can't speak English.
You know why baby boy Sam knows Spanish?
Why? Mother?
Not mother.
Oh.
He was
Nanny?
raised by a nanny.
I had a Spanish housekeeper.
Oh,
He's a rich little kid.
He is a
this
rich
kid.
little spoiled brat who should be down at that stupid park.
Listen.
But his dad has decided not to, move the money to Sam. Sam's got to do it on his own. Not yet.
You inherit it.
So you know Spanish.
See.
He didn't want to lead on.
I think if you could make out 2 or 3 words in these sentences, you know the context of the conversation, and that's what kind of makes it easier to figure out by yourself, even if you don't speak the language.
I could never speak like that or anything. But
right.
All right, Mars.
Put it this way. If that was just audio and you knew nothing of this story, you would not know what the fuck she said at all.
Right.
But since you know the story, you're seeing video, you're seeing the image of Facebook and this guy, you could kind of figure it out.
But Mars picked up on all the wrong keywords and just pieced the story entirely
Piecemealed it together wrong.
Did Mars basically say Soundgarden was revolutionizing Facebook
This is
or
the first time Soundgarden has been on Facebook.
No,
that's a big event.
They used Facebook.
All right, let's try.
That's a good social networking site.
All right, let's try some more. We got G on the line to help us out, and obviously Sam, who speaks it fluently.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Bueno, Pearl Jam es uno de mis grupos favoritos, por eso creé esa página, digamos, en apoyo a Javier.
Okay, that's one of his favorite groups, and that's why they're supporting that group and what they're going for.
G?
Oh, my God. What did he just say?
Mars, what did you say?
That's one of his favorite groups.
Well, that's a different guy talking, so I don't know what that.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Okay, who said that?
Okay, this is a different person that they're talking to now, not the guy who's saying.
Not the guy who sounds like Eddie Vedder?
Right.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
This is Eduardo Contardo, and he, I believe, put together the Facebook page for Javier Diaz.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing, like, I could just figure it out just by looking at where the words are.
But Mars,
that's what he is.
Mars said what?
Right.
Mars said this is one of his favorite groups, so he made a group to support that group.
Groupity group.
Groupy group. G, what do you get out of that?
What Sam said, because I can't tell who's talking. But anyway,
should we go back one more time?
All right, listen
go back
closely.
one more time.
And let Mars have Mars has the first shot, and then G.
All right.
Fair. And Sam, who obviously speaks fluent, shut the fuck up.
Go.
All right, hit it.
7,000 seguidores.
Bueno, Pearl Jam es uno de mis grupos favoritos, por eso creé esa página, digamos, en apoyo a Javier.
Pearl Jam is one of his favorite groups. That's why he made that page.
No, he likes. I even know.
The page is made for the guy that imitates Pearl Jam.
The guy made the Facebook page for that guy who sounds like Eddie Vedder, but he's a fan of that guy, not Pearl Jam. G, help me out.
Yeah.
Gee, is that what happened?
He said that it is one of his favorite groups, and that he made the Facebook page for Javier because it was a machine. So he had to.
I figured.
He did it to support him.
Support Javier.
The last part of the sentence was hard to figure out.
Yeah.
And so Mars just heard the first part about Pearl Jam, and he created
groupity group.
So then he just made up the rest.
Group. I'm trying to make it easy for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Are you Mars?
Yes. Because you notice in Mars' description of what that guy said, Javier was not mentioned once, and the word machine wasn't even brought up.
Oh. All right,
he didn't say Javier. Let's go back. Did he say Javier?
We know it's about Javier. Because it's
that Javier.
Oh, look at the chick that's bashing you, by the way.
Is she fine?
It's her on the phone right there.
Let me see.
Oh, wow.
Look at the camera. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. You've been on our show before.
I love technology.
Yes, I have.
I remember G.
Hola, Opie.
She's aight.
She's aight.
She's aight. Mars, you want to continue with this?
Go ahead, let's go.
Oh, damn!
Oh,
God, let's go.
Right,
let's
go. That's a good challenge. So glad Danny brought that to the table.
It's one of the funniest things ever. It really is.
All right, let's go.
La derrota de
Let me start over.
Okay.
All right, Mars, focus now. They believe you're in a bodega and you
Do you
got to
think
order
Mars
some.
could pass the Spanish Regents test? I don't think so.
All right, let's go.
I think Speedy Gonzalez is in trouble now. All right, here we go.
Por eso creé esa página, digamos, en apoyo a Javier.
Precisamente la derrota de marzo.
To support Javier.
That was the end. That was where Mars just insisted that guy never said Javier.
Well, I said support him.
And the last word was Javier.
Javier was the last word.
Okay. Back to the guy that sounds like Eddie Vedder.
And now it's another guy.
Por eso creé esa página, digamos, en apoyo a Javier.
Precisamente la derrota de marzo lo llevó a tomar una gran decisión.
Quiero volver.
All
right?
Okay, the dethroning of Marzo, whoever Marzo is, all of a sudden that word is thrown in there.
Yeah.
Words aren't all of a sudden thrown
Who's
in
Marzo,
there.
though?
It's Maz.
All right, go ahead.
Go back a little bit more.
This is the beginning of the clip.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Precisamente la derrota de marzo lo llevó a tomar una gran decisión.
All right.
Wow, you're sweating, man.
Because of the dethroning of Marzo, that's why he made the decision to go ahead and do this.
I think she said he's going to have a big decision.
He made a big decision.
All right, G.
Oh my God, I can't believe who's Marzo? Marzo is March, idiot.
Oh shit.
Wait a month.
You don't even know how to say. You don't even know how to say the months in Spanish.
She just threw that word in out of nowhere.
Damn, that's a good translation.
He went
Sorry.
bankrupt in March, and that was one of the reasons why he made that big decision. He had to make a big
Oh, he went bankrupt.
Make the decision to go on the show?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not at all what Mars
And what
said.
did Mars say again?
Mars said...
Who's Marzo?
Mars said that because of dethroning Mars, he's made a decision. I told you, Mars doesn't know Spanish or English.
Oh, you got to be banned. I said someone at Block Island.
Mars, listen to me.
Continue.
I'm Puerto Rican too, so I'm allowed to bash you.
Okay.
Everyone is saying Marzo is March. All right, we're almost done. We made the news down there in Chile.
Apparently.
I guess, yeah.
Lo llevó a tomar una gran decisión.
Quiero volver a mi nombre es por la revancha. Con ganas de...
What did you say? You want me to continue?
No,
or you go back?
Go back.
Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. He's in trouble.
Okay. Oh, boy. Tell me when to stop.
Right there.
Okay.
Decisión.
Quiero volver a mi nombre es por la rancha.
He wants to return to the name for the ranch. He wants to return to his name for the ranch, whatever the fuck the ranch is.
Wait. Maybe he wants to go back on Mi Nombre Es.
I think let me listen.
He went to go.
Let me listen. Because Mars.
Oh boy.
Lo llevó a tomar una gran decisión.
Quiero volver a mi nombre es por la rancha. Con
All right, what is it, Mars?
So I want to return to my name for the ranch.
For the ranch?
He says rancho.
For the wrench?
Ranch.
Oh, I thought he needed a wrench for something. Damn, that's a good tool.
Why would you say wrench if you don't know what he's saying?
He wants to return to his name for the wrench.
For the wrench.
Rancho, I don't understand. I don't know what
Sam?
rancho is.
I think he's saying something about, like, he wants to regain his name. I don't know without the full context of the sentence.
So maybe he wants to go back on the show and
regain his name
regain his title.
Yeah.
Or something. G, what do you got on that?
He wants to go back on Mi Nombre Es. To,
it's the name of the show.
Yes, the name of the show.
Yeah, he wants to go back on.
I'm just
I got that too. I messed up on that too.
You're doing it badly. You said wrench.
Did he lose like his ranch or something?
He must have lost his ranch in the bankruptcy.
Oh.
That's context.
But
for
Mars
you.
said wrench.
No, I did not say wrench.
You said
wrench.
All right,
Then he wants his wrench back.
I didn't mean no wrench, man.
You said wrench.
Okay, so
you would never say wrench if you meant ranch.
So G said he wants to go back on Mi Nombre Es so he can get his ranch back. Mars said he wants to return to his name so he can get the ranch. Mars is like a little kid in Spanish class who just literally translates each word instead of recontexting
and put it into context.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he wants to get his name back so he can get his wrench back.
His wrench. Because he needs his name.
Yo soy en la biblioteca.
Tú eres un maricón.
Oh my God.
Okay.
All right.
That's unkind.
All right, we're almost done.
Comments coming in that people want to hit Mars with a wrench.
With El Rancho.
El Rancho.
El Rancho.
Yeah.
All right, let's go, Mars. You can do this.
A mi nombre es por la revancha. Con ganas de seguir avanzando, ¿cachai? Y poder hacer algo más que es lo que se hizo en la primera etapa.
With the desire to go on and achieve his goals, and the last part I didn't catch.
By the way, a lot of people saying after his defeat in March, he wants to return to the show.
That's what. Yeah, that's
So
what
I guess someone finally defeated him on the show.
Yeah,
so
he
wants to come
didn't
back.
win.
Right.
He didn't do well.
All right.
I think you go straight to G for that one because I mean,
wait, what did Mars say, Sam?
It was just insane. Say,
play it again.
Okay, let's play it again.
Can you play it again?
Yeah. Sure.
All right.
Because he's talking a little low.
No, too much.
Okay.
Too much.
Oh, damn.
Too much.
A mi nombre es por la revancha, con ganas de seguir avanzando, ¿cachai? Y poder hacer algo más que es lo que se hizo en la primera etapa.
With a desire to continue going and progressing.
Doing celebrity imitations.
Yeah, I would just go to G on this.
Right?
He's gonna achieve great things.
Oh yeah.
He has the desire to go on, and Mars, that one you got right.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn
but
it.
fucking Sam, shut up.
Yeah, Sam.
You didn't say shit.
How you helped him there?
Sam helped
You think
him.
I listen to this?
You
motherfucker?
saw that?
Oh damn.
You don't
think I
listen to him?
Get the fuck. He derails me all the time. You think I fucking listen to him? Are you kidding me?
Look how proud he is. But I think Sam helped him. You can't help yourself. Don't help this guy.
You're right.
Can I control the mouse?
No, you can't control. What would that matter?
It don't matter a lot.
El Mouso. Damn, that's a good mouse. I wanted it as a pet. Sorry, Sam. I yelled at you.
No.
I know Mother's not going to be happy with me.
She'll be all right with that. I
think you were helping him, though. Don't help him.
Okay.
Hey, G,
let him flounder.
Do you say ratón for computer mouse in Spanish?
No.
Okay. See, I don't know. See, I don't know what. I don't know.
Hey, I need a new optical rat.
No,
How do you right-click on this rat?
He can't even relate to his fellow Puerto Rican.
That's hilarious.
She's like, no.
This is the most insane thing because the whole thing has been that Mars can't pronounce anything in English.
Right.
And the assumption has been that's because of a language barrier.
Right, because it's his second language.
But
My
my
laptop has a touch rat.
He was born in America and he can't speak Spanish either.
He has that.
Why would you look that way if you can't speak Spanish?
He has that Puerto Rican Spanish.
That's gotta suck. You look that way and you can't speak the language.
Either language.
Look what way?
You know, you look kind of Hispanic.
What, I don't understand what you mean by that, Opie.
I think he's talking about like those people.
Let him speak.
Those people.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are
If
those?
you look that way, you should be able to speak Spanish.
Oh man.
I really look Puerto Rican to you?
Brown-skinned.
Not really.
No, not really, right?
You could be a few things.
Like?
You could.
I don't know. You could.
You
even
could
be
almost
Italian.
pass for an Italian.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
And
Middle
Irish.
Eastern.
Irish. Italian or Irish.
You grew your hair out, you could look like Gaddafi. I told you that this
A
morning.
little Middle Eastern.
I did tell you that, right?
North African.
That was a compliment, right?
Compliment.
He's not a handsome man.
Just don't say he looks Dominican. That's really offensive.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
PR taught us that years ago.
Puerto Ricans and Dominicans
They
don't
don't
really
get along
well.
man.
That's for sure.
And you don't want to be called Mexican either, right?
No, we're not.
See, I know that too, Marcy. I'm
Oh.
with you, my brother.
Those Mexicans.
All right, you ready for the rest of this?
All right. How much more we got?
40
Es
seconds.
lo que se hizo en la primera etapa.
I didn't understand that. Repeat that.
We already did that.
That
We
was
already
wrong,
did
yeah.
that one. Remember?
You already translated that incorrectly.
What did he translate it as
Dear
again?
Lord.
I don't even remember.
Okay.
Ya está entre los más de 8.000 inscritos y espera ansioso ver nuevamente al jurado.
Wow. She said a certain number of subscribers, but I didn't get that number.
All right.
All right, I'm going to play it again.
Okay.
No.
Gee, you listening?
Yeah, play it again.
Okay. We're playing it again.
Ya está entre los más de 8.000 inscritos y espera ansioso ver nuevamente al jurado.
Did he say octomil? I don't know. Octomil is 8,000 or 80,000?
No. 8,000.
Ocho, but I didn't hear ocho. I heard octo.
I heard ocho.
Everyone heard ocho.
Oh my God.
I heard
He's
ocho.
even got Puerto Rican ears.
Oh. All right, Mars, what does it say?
That they got 8,000 subscribers. And I got stuck on that. Because I was
You
I didn't
came
hear
down the
ocho
hall.
mil.
You came down the hall all confident, like, damn, they finally need me for something.
No,
I can translate.
I came down the hall.
Watch
'cause
what
the-
I do now.
No,
They finally need me.
I came down the hall because the boss called me in.
You're supposed to be the minority influence on the show.
That's right.
Like,
That's true,
the show
yeah.
needs that.
All right,
Yeah.
G, what was said there?
Said that the the show has 8,000 contestants.
Yeah.
And
of course.
Wait, she didn't say contestants. She said
You said
subscribers.
subscribers.
Right.
1,000 subscribers.
Even like Anthony was saying, even you could figure out contestants because what were they showing on the television?
Contestants.
Yeah,
Contestants.
so why would they talk about
So if there was a number and you see a lot of people, I would probably assume
Exactly.
8,000 people are trying out for the show.
Context has a lot to do with it.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Okay.
Al jurado.
Yo siento que en la primera pasada hubo más que un tema de voz, hubo un tema de actitud.
Okay, stop. He says since in the beginning, it's more than a theme of a voice theme. It's a theme of attitude.
It's just again, he's doing these literal word for word. Can't you take those words and put it into context?
What's your Spanish background?
We can't see the forest for the trees.
Yes.
That's what you're doing. You're taking the trees instead of looking at the entire forest.
I came in here.
What's your
listening.
Spanish background? You
Puerto
spoke
Rican.
it your whole life?
Yeah, growing up. But look, wait a minute. I came in here without listening to what
Do you
was
have
going
relatives that only speak Spanish? Are
Yes,
you
I
one of
do.
those guys?
Yes. There are some of them in there.
But can't you take?
So you really should know this language.
Can't you take the words that you just said, even in English, and just move them around so you can get it in the context of a sentence that somebody would actually say on television?
Well, I was just.
Well, Sam, what did he say again?
I don't know.
No, what did Mars say he said?
He said that the show has not so much a singing theme and more attitude theme. Something like
Are you sticking with that?
I'm sticking with that.
All right, G.
He said that it wasn't just about the voice and it wasn't just about the voice and imitating. It was just also attitude.
Now, can't you,
So did Morris sort of get that?
No, he didn't, because he took the words and literally translated them instead of doing what G did and processing them with an intelligent brain
And giving
coming
us-
out,
yeah.
and coming out with a
shit.
sentence.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Mars is giving me the up and down. I think we're going to have a new movie trailer after this.
No. He's intimidating me a little bit today, too.
He doesn't like this.
No, he doesn't like this at all. He might pull out one of his knives.
Yeah.
Which one? This
people
one?
certainly carry. See? See? He's got one.
Only could say it in Spanish.
Fuck that. Damn, that's a good knife.
Man.
You see that knife he's got?
Well, it's for engineering work.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Wire stripper and stuff.
Hay que ver qué es lo que ocurre ahora en esta segunda temporada con su retorno y su venganza.
We have to see what's going to happen with this second season, with this rhetorical, I think, and vengeance. Rhetorical and vengeance. Those are the words that
Rhetorical what?
Rhetorical and vengeance. I think.
Okay, so we got
vengeance.
I think venganza.
So what's Sam saying? Sam, what is he saying?
So he is saying we have to see what's going to happen with this second season with the rhetorical and vengeance. Is that correct, Mars?
Why you throw your hands on your hips like that?
Because that's how I stand.
Hold on. Tommy's got something. Tommy, go ahead.
Hey, you know what you guys should do here just to show how much of a douchebag Mars is? Get any English quotes off of YouTube, like any clip, and have him see if he can translate that.
Let's stop to translate it backwards.
Gee, what was said there?
The second season, that's not what he said. He said the second go-around, basically.
Okay, the
And
second
that
go-around.
if he does get the second go-around, that he'll do it with even more vengeance.
Vengeance.
Mars? You might have got that one right.
No, because he also added in what was the word?
Rhetorical. That
doesn't even make any
Rhetorical
sense.
vengeance.
Rhetorical is like when you ask a question and don't expect an answer.
That's why I said I wasn't sure of that word. But if he says something like that,
we're almost done. Let's get to the end of this.
I wish Mars did a broadcast in his broken Spanish and just threw in words like rhetorical out of nowhere.
Can you do an hour of radio in Spanish?
I can. I've done it before.
Where?
In the army.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Sam.
Really?
For salsa.
I mean,
but you can't really.
But it's Spanglish. That's my savior. It's
What?
Spanglish.
Spanglish.
Spanglish. since I can't
Spin English.
Would you want to listen to Mars try to do an hour?
Buenos dias, Vietnam.
We might have to think about that one. Mars does an hour of radio in Spanish. In Spanglish.
No. Spin English.
Oh, he did say spin English.
Spin English.
Can't even say Spanglish right. Spin English. You're right. All right, let's go.
Oh, shit.
Una de sus metas, ser el ganador de la segunda temporada de Mi Nombre Es, que parte el 6 de octubre y donde el verdadero talento es saber imitar.
One of the methods of... Go back. I understand. It's just, he says a lot.
I'm obsessed with this for one reason. He said he grew up with the language, and he has relatives that don't speak English, so he has to communicate with them.
You don't have to translate this part. It's just
I know,
so
but then I have to think about what he's saying.
Don't think about what this guy says. Just let it play.
Sam, do you know what he's saying? Don't say. Okay,
don't say it.
But it's not about you. I don't look at you and think you know Spanish.
I shouldn't.
Exactly.
Con su retorno y su
Don't think about this, Mars.
Una de sus metas, ser el ganador de la segunda temporada de Mi Nombre Es, que parte el 6 de octubre y donde el verdadero talento es saber imitar.
See, she's not stopping. I'm trying to,
It's one thought. Even we know that.
She's fucking throwing a lot of information. She threw out the information, the date of the next.
Damn, that's a lot of information.
One of the methods of the of this individual in the second
Javier, we know his name.
Which is going to air on the date that she said.
October 6th.
Yeah, all that stuff. And
I remember.
That's where we're at. That's it.
Oh my God.
One of the methods, October 6th.
Well, we stopped it. We stopped.
No, we stopped at the end of the sentence.
Okay, what's the method that
Wait, so you didn't know the date?
Wait, what did he say? He said, okay, then what's the method that she's talking about?
All right. This is what I want you to do, Sam.
I
One more
shouldn't have-
time.
I helped him with the date. I did it again. I should.
Yeah.
I'm a helpful
And that's
guy.
why
Because you're trying to show
I know.
off.
You're
is
right.
what
No,
you're
you're
doing.
right to
And
yell.
then you gave me the
showing
evil
off.
look
I'm a
because you don't
shower.
like being yelled at.
No,
but
you should have yelled
I think
at me.
I was writing and yelling at you.
You were.
Instant. Go back one more time, this last part, and let the whole clip finish, because I think it's over at that point anyway. I think they just go to music or something.
So what's the method?
Let's get ready.
No pen.
No pen.
You can't write this.
Look at this.
Mars.
Mars. You don't-
Bullshit.
It's like code.
You can't write it.
Why not?
Why
Because
you?
the boss said so, right?
Because you grew up.
Wait, let me
You grew up with Spanish. You
let me
shouldn't
refer
have to
the other
write it.
boss.
There's two.
Yeah, there are two
Anthony,
bosses,
can I
right?
write?
I don't think writing is good.
Okay, that's
I think it's cheating.
0 for 2. Here we go.
All right, to the end, Sam.
You got it.
Una de sus metas, ser el ganador de la segunda temporada de Mi Nombre Es, que parte el 6 de octubre y donde el verdadero talento es saber imitar.
Is that the end of the clip?
Yeah, and then he just sings.
Sings out? Okay, all right.
I believe one of the methods that he's going to use in the second go around on October the 6th is to be to imitate greatly or accurately.
Why they couldn't say that on the
Imitate accurately.
I love how Sam says things sometimes.
Nobody would broadcast that thought.
Why would they say that on the news? So what did he say? I can't even focus enough to hear what Mars is saying.
Mars said one of the methods that he will use on the second go-around on October 6th is accurately imitating celebrities.
No, that's
what accurately imitating.
Yeah.
What the hell is
Number
that?
one, it's not a complete. It's not. It doesn't make any sense. And number two, even if the thought behind what that sentence, that's not like a thought that anybody.
I don't think
would
you could
say.
put a period at the end of that Spanish sentence.
And like, even if it was like, they're making the point that what he will do in the second season is accurately imitate somebody.
Yeah.
Like, why would you say that about a show that's only about imitating celebrities? Like, nobody would make that point.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody would say that's like saying one of the things he's going to do this season on American Idol is try to sing well. That's what the show is.
Right. All right, G.
That she's saying what she said, and what she's saying about Javier is that his ultimate goal is to win. And I guess they are on their second season.
Yeah.
So, and that, you know, that's his ultimate goal is to win.
That was the key to the sentence, was ganador.
Mars, you sort of like have some of the words, but then you can't like figure it out in your head.
Well, he misses the key words. He didn't get win.
She never said method.
She said ganador.
Can you please?
Yes, I will.
And someone wants me to break down the wall. I already told you. When are you going to break down the wall, Ope? Is Sam really going to bring 10 minutes of a foreign language in with no prep? He translated all beforehand. No. Sam grew up with a fucking Spanish nanny. He knows this shit.
I had a Spanish housekeeper that lived in my house.
Housekeeper.
God, a live-in housekeeper.
Until I was like...
Snob.
10. Yes.
Snob.
Know who was the live-in housekeeper in my house?
Who?
Me and my 4 brothers and my 2 fucking sisters.
So you don't know Spanish?
Time to do chores, motherfucker.
I didn't have that many
Wait.
That's
I want to ask Mars a question.
Yes.
Oh.
Mars.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you ask it in Spanish, please?
Sí, por favor, en español.
En español.
That's good.
¿Tus padres no te ayudaron a aprender español?
Sí. ¿Por qué?
¿No te enseñaron a leer y escribir en español?
No, leer y escribir lo hice en la escuela.
Wow.
Yep.
You know, my mother used to make me sit and watch Spanish television.
I'll melt in your mouth.
Read. No, wait.
Oh, she asked. For those that think that I translated this ahead of time, she asked him first, "Didn't your parents help you learn Spanish when you were a kid?" And he said, "Yes, they did."
Yes.
And then she said, "Didn't they help you read and write in Spanish?" And he said, "No, I learned that in school."
Oh, boy. So you get
Although
to blame
this whole
school.
thing is scripted, as we do on the Opie and Anthony show. It's one of our bits that we do.
Which proves the slums have bad schooling.
Oh.
And that's why I said my mother. That's why I said my mother used to make me sit.
Spanish Harlem has horrible schools. That's what I assume. I assume that's where you were brought up.
Spanish Harlem.
See, the thing is, I was born and raised in New York too. So I just don't understand what's the excuse.
Yeah.
There really isn't. So you got terrible parents.
This is nature versus nurture, Mars.
That's right.
Parents should have taught you how to read and write and stuff.
There is no excuse,
Soy estúpido.
I know that one.
Mucho.
So you know as much Spanish as I do, and I took 6 years in school.
Probably.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I admire you.
Damn, that's a good amount of Spanish.
I barely passed.
So did Mars.
Yeah. Last year, the whole class was in Spanish. I was lost.
Mars he took Spanish in school because he thought he would get the good grade, but he was like the weirdo in Spanish class that was just failing. What are you doing?
He probably went, "Damn, this is going to be an easy class."
And then he got the paper and said, "Damn, that's a hard question."
Damn, I'm failing.
Damn, that's a bad grade.
Probably the whitest. You probably had white fucking kids doing better than you in Spanish class.
You know what's great about this?
What?
That you guys assume that my Spanish was that great. I've never said that.
But you can't speak English, so you would have.
Oh shit! But you were brought up with the language.
Yeah, but I'm a New Yorker. Well, she says.
So am I.
But you know what? You know what? We broke away from that shit in the household. You spend more time outside with the white folks, and you want to talk with the white folks. And,
Yeah.
Forget that Spanish.
Right.
All right.
But you have that horrible accent too.
Oh man.
Oh, she doesn't like you, man.
That's cool because I don't like Puerto Rican women either.
Oh,
never marry one of these motherfuckers.
Wait, what? Don't
Never.
Why don't you like Puerto Rican women?
Ooh, there's a lot of reasons.
You got a list?
All right.
Do you talk about your civilian? Because that's one rule on the show. If you don't want to talk about your
mucho cunto.
That's one.
What's your wife?
White.
In what way?
In every way. In the right way.
There's a lot of different whites out there. Like, what is her background?
What do you mean? Norwegian and German.
Damn.
But her parents,
damn, that's a lot of white.
Her parents were born here. We're talking about grandparents.
And I just assumed that you were married to a Puerto Rican.
Of course, because you assume a lot.
Yeah. Oh, damn. He's
stereotyping, man.
Damn, that's a racist host.
You also assume that.
Yeah? What happened now?
That I took your wallet yesterday.
Well,
oh, shit.
First thing in the morning, yo, where's my wallet?
See, you're a little insecure. That was a joke.
Oh, okay.
It was missing, though.
My wallet was missing.
So-
Of course, I'm going to blame the Puerto Rican. That's the joke.
Me and Travis didn't take it.
Yeah, I didn't think it. I didn't think you actually took it, Morris. Seriously?
No, I'm fucking with you, man.
So why wouldn't you marry a Puerto Rican girl?
For
Mainly.
the same reason a Puerto Rican woman would marry a freaking Puerto Rican man.
So you guys...
Okay, what's that reason, G?
That's for the same reason.
Okay, what is it?
You don't like Puerto Rican women.
What is the reason, though? What is it?
I just don't. You know what? That's one thing we have in common.
All right,
I don't like Puerto Rican men. I don't.
Why doesn't Mars like Puerto Rican women then? Because she's not giving an answer.
Right.
Quickly, because we got to move on, because we got Jocktober shit to.
They got that sassy
gotta
attitude.
read this. And we got a great letter.
But mainly is because they look good, right, before they have a kid. And once they have a kid, they just let themselves go and they don't give a fuck anymore. And they just turn out to be some slobs.
Oh,
damn.
Damn.
They don't keep
Damn, that's a lot of
good.
that's misogynistic.
Damn, you got a lasagna belly.
That's the reason why I don't have any kids.
All right, Mars, this is a good question. Then we really do have to move on. G, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much.
Okay, sweetie.
Bye,
Thank
G.
you. There
All right,
she goes.
the lovely G in Virginia. She calls from time to time. Top 5 reasons not to marry a PR.
Puerto Rican.
And then we'll go to break.
They don't take care of themselves as well as a white woman does?
What do you mean take care of themselves? Like working out or bathing?
Yeah, working out.
Okay.
Working out.
I don't know if it's a hygiene issue.
They those people have very sassy attitudes and will give you fucking attitude all the time. And it's always in your face. Like, you know, like in your face. It's like confrontational.
Confrontational.
Yes.
Like a regular discussion would be an argument.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Especially if you're
they get up on their high horse.
Yeah, and the head shakes and
the head shakes a bit.
And
like
hit
Rosie,
me, motherfucker.
Like Rosie Perez gets all sassy like that. What you talking about? All that shit.
Yeah.
That's 2.
Invite you to hit him all the time.
Oh, hit me. Oh, boy.
Oh, that's good.
I guess also they expect you as the breadwinner in the house to constantly provide with all the fucking whatever they want, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, they make... what does that mean?
Damn, that's a lot of bread.
I'm trying to be careful. There's a lot of Puerto Ricans that listen to the show, and I don't want to
That's
have
all
to...
right.
Well, they're already pissed at you because you made them look so stupid today.
Well, half of those motherfuckers don't speak Spanish anyway.
And we go after, in the end, we go after everyone. So, all right, it's the PR's turn today.
All right.
Who cares?
The Puerto Rican women also...
Why were you being careful there? What's the real reason? They don't appreciate that you're working your balls off?
Right.
Is that what's happening here?
And then there's always like, they want more.
It's never good enough.
Never good enough. There you go. You've had one. You know what I'm talking about.
I was in the Puerto Rican culture.
Whoa.
He knows.
You had one.
He's had
like
one
he's talking about an old Chevy. You had one of those Novas, didn't you?
We might have to go out drinking and discuss that. I was in that culture for a while. I actually saw my ex at the time get hubcaps for Christmas, and you wonder why I stereotype.
Wow, that is a stereotype.
That is a God's honest.
Damn, that's a good Christmas gift.
Some guy who was sort of dating the mom. I don't know where that guy came from because they were coming and going, man. But she wasn't like that. But it was like always weird. This guy decides to get the one I was seeing at the time hubcaps for Christmas. That's a true story. So you wonder why I stereotype. I'm sorry, sir.
It's okay.
But go ahead.
That's 3.
2 to go.
The 4th one would also be they're like how can I say this without I'm trying to be careful here. They don't let's say you expect them to make dinner, right? Let's just say, not saying because she's a woman, you just expect you coming home and they'll tell you in their face they don't expect that kind of shit from them. They'll do it when they want, that type of stuff. There's you are the, I don't know, I'm trying not to be male chauvinistic, but, you are the man and you expect certain things and they'll look at you like,
you are the man.
Yeah, fuck you. Make your own dinner type of stuff, once in a while.
Do some shit.
I'm trying not to be male chauvinistic, but you are the man.
That's like...
one thing to say if you were male chauvinistic.
I don't want to be racist, but let me tell you about those.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, you didn't make your point there.
They don't.
So you want a woman to be making your fucking meal every night because you're working your ass off.
That's not true. We take turns in doing stuff. You got to help in the house and all that. But once you start helping the house with a Puerto Rican woman, that's what's expected of you every day.
So better to just never do it.
True.
Yeah.
I think Puerto Rican women, they all want to be Princess Di.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Dead?
They all want to. They all want to be princesses.
Yeah. Want to be princesses?
That's why when they're young, they dress them up like hoochie mamas with the tiara.
Hoochie mamas.
Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
Thank you.
Opie, you're absolutely right.
Go ahead, one more.
And the fifth one is they're fucking jealous like there's no tomorrow, man.
Holla on that motherfucker.
Man, it's fucking bitches.
Oh, man.
Anything. What you looking at? Who's calling you? Who's texting you?
Yeah.
White girl don't care, man. She cares, but she knows she's got me in check.
No, but they take it further. You're so fucking right about that.
I know they take it further. I try to be careful.
You're so fucking right. We all have a little jealousy in us, but I think I think they have a lot more of it.
They'll cut your balls off.
It's been my experience.
Bitches will cut your balls off. Oh, God. Fall asleep on them. Don't worry, baby. Go to sleep. Mm-hmm.
You fall asleep on your stomach just in case.
Yeah. All right, Mars.
Mars, gracias.
De nada.
You don't know what you're saying right now. He said he wants me to stay.
So Anthony said when he does the show,
speaking some of that Span English.
Span
English is a great word.
They're saying you got to marry one from the island. You got to get them before they come to the country. No?
Staten?
That's not true.
That's not true?
That's the same.
That's it for the worst of Opie and Anthony.
Well, gentlemen, another show. Well done.
I knew what to expect. A douche chill moment. And boy, did you deliver.
Check out the O&A show on Facebook at facebook.com/Opie and Anthony. And catch Opie and Anthony live Monday through Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern. Sirius X.